Welcome to Pew Pew Bang, a video game podcast that's also a slumber party. We're talking games, we're sharing stories, and dishing out life advice. We are not invisible, I'll explain later. This is not a tech problem. My name is Kelsey Lewin, and joining me, we've got Janet Garcia.
Hello.
Haley Maclean.
Hi.
And Sarah Podzorski.
Hello.
And I guess, technically, if you're listening through audio and not watching, we are invisible. We're not in the car with you. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about cosmetics. Mostly in-game cosmetics, but we also couldn't pass up the opportunity to wear some fun stuff in real life, too. We also couldn't resist being dramatic about it. So if you're an audio listener, we currently have not revealed what we look like today. And we're going to start with Sarah. Sarah, please step from behind the love.
First?
You have to go first. You were the one hyping up your wig before the episode.
Well, now I'm nervous about it. Okay, here I go.
Can't wait to see.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's
so
really cute.
Good. Shut up! It looks so good.
Thank you.
Wow.
You wear
Okay,
wigs?
tell us about your look, especially if anyone is not watching.
So I was the only one out of everyone who didn't own a wig, apparently. Everybody else had easy access to wigs, so I had to go on the internet and find a wig that could ship within 2 days. So options were limited, and then I always lean more towards like light colors for hair, right? Like pinks and blondes. So I was like, let me just go dark. And when you go dark, you have to go vampy. So I decided to pick something that I wouldn't normally pick, and I have like a bright red wig with bangs that I had to cut myself.
Oh,
you had her bangs
yourself? Yeah, they're hella chopped. And then I bought some little demon horns, and I have twin tails.
I love the demon horns.
It's very
they really
styled.
compliment.
Thank you.
This is a very good look on you.
Damn
we
it, Sarah
we talked
shouldn't have
before.
gone
I
first.
literally took, guys, I shouldn't be allowed to wear this wig. I worry what I may do release into society wearing this wig.
You seem
because I already took a
powerful.
bunch of selfies. I feel powerful.
Oh, you look good.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I look bad.
Well, how are we supposed to follow that up? Haley!
No, my unstyled wig. Don't show me.
My synthetic weave wig.
Haley,
Oh.
please step from behind the Love is Blind curtain and tell us about your look today.
Okay. Oops, I just showed your Easy Bake Oven picture because I thought that was my camera, but it was from a picture from a different thing. Where's my thing? Here's my wig. It's black and white. And it doesn't look
so
nearly
cute.
as styled. It's a bit frizzy. This is from my friend Michael's repertoire of wigs. He admitted that he wore it for Halloween somewhat recently, and so it's very patchy. I tried to do my makeup to mimic the vibe. So I have different colored eyebrows.
Good.
And I also have white eyeliner on one eye and black on the other. So it's kind of like Cruella vibes. But I'm also going to put my glasses on over top of that to block it because I can't see. But this is like if there was a black and white event.
How long is it?
It's pretty long. It goes all the way down here. Back up a bit.
I think it's a good look.
I like a split dye. It's a good look too. I like it. Yeah.
This could be like, I mean, I know it's Cruella de Vil vibes, but I'm literally thinking like ice cold lawyer lady who's going to put you in jail. Like you see this lady show up and you're like, I'm going to jail. I'm screwed.
She knows every law. This girl.
She knows every
Even
law.
the ones not yet written.
Yeah, I don't know how to. What do you guys think? Parted bangs in the middle? This is what I couldn't decide on.
I think you're supposed to cut the bangs on wigs
Oh.
to fit your face, but I like the swoosh.
I gotta have a swoosh going.
I like the swoosh. The swoosh looks
I
good.
kind of like the millennial swoosh.
It looks
early
kind of it's giving like
2000s
Bayonetta.
swoosh. Oh
Honestly,
my
oh,
god.
yeah.
It's
Thank
giving
you.
Bayonetta.
Oh my god, thanks. This is my wig.
Okay, Janet, it's your turn.
This is my reveal. It's happening in a few seconds when I take my camera lens off, which is Isaiah doing it from the other side. Okay. Hello. I also have a red wig, which I'm like, oh no, I should have worn the silver one because Sarah's wig is so much
Matching
nicer than mine.
wig.
But yeah, this is the red wig that I got when I cosplayed Hulkenberg for Halloween last year.
An iconic look.
And that's basically it. It has front bangs, so I can live out my fantasy of getting bangs and then getting to take them off and to go about my life bangless, which I think is a dream we all have. And then I remembered last second that it was supposed to be like sort of decked out, customized style. So I'm wearing like one of those like fuzzy jackets that you wear if you wear formal wear and you're cold. But it's like,
Yeah.
I wore this one time and I'll probably never wear it again because it doesn't occur that often. And I have my championship replica ring from the LA Galaxy's
gosh.
Oh
championship,
my god.
which we had to do a lot of extra work to get because we didn't get it in the giveaway, and then we were like, we're
You-
season ticket members, and we're and why are the MX?
I feel like it's
so,
giving
yeah.
like Hannah Montana Disney Channel original movie with like the fluffy
Ooh.
jacket and like
Yeah.
the red hair.
I love that.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of
Oh, yeah,
giving
then
your
makeup, I
boyfriend's
left my
gonna
challenge makeup on.
beat up my boyfriend and win.
Yeah, it's a little Instagram baddie to me.
Yeah.
It's like the Russian mobster, like the mob wife.
Yeah.
trying to make mob
Yeah,
wife
like I would be
happen.
afraid to make you mad. I would be nervous.
The Kirby mugs
Yeah,
one that
the same.
de-escalates the vibe, though, I will say.
I know. I
Makes
wasn't
you a
sure
bit
what
more
mug to pick,
approachable.
and I was like, I thought, a transformation vibe. I feel like is the feeling of the show.
I love that jacket. I'm cold right now, so I wish I was wearing a fuzzy jacket. Okay,
Here's your
I'll
big
reveal
reveal.
myself.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Yes!
Kelsey
I
with
almost
pink
bought that
hair.
wig. I
Really?
literally almost bought that wig. Yeah.
It's so cute.
I cannot make the bangs do anything
Should we
I'm
all
happy
get bangs?
with.
We should all get
But
bangs.
yeah, I think we kind of all did bangs.
I feel like we all
look,
get with bangs.
That's because
this
our wigs
is-
are cheap. There's no lace fronts here.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta have bangs or it's not gonna look very good. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see what I would look like with shorter hair and with bangs and with pink hair.
You
So
look really cute with pink hair.
all in
It's
one.
really cute,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Oh, the
Thank
founder
you.
of
I
Pink
feel-
Gorilla having pink hair would kind of be iconic, too.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone. Well, that's not true. I was gonna say I've never seen anyone with pink and green hair, but that's a lie. I have, and it looked really cool. But they did not make wigs like that. So, other than there's like oh, I'm gonna feel real stupid. There's an anime where one of the main characters has pink and green
Oh,
hair.
you're
but
thinking
it's
of that
braided.
like the new Naruto.
Yes,
what I'm
and
calling
she's
it.
always like
Yeah.
biting a little stick, and that's
Why
all
do
I
they do
know
that?
about.
Oh.
Why are they always biting a
I
little
know.
stick?
I
I've seen
forgot
that
the name
too.
of it,
Why are
but
they
it's
always
like the
biting?
new Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto too. I
This
think
wig
what
is
they're
so
calling it.
long. I'm like
really long.
afraid. Like it just keeps going.
Your wig looks healthy.
Yeah, yours actually looks surprisingly not cheap.
I think it's
Yeah.
new. Like it's straight out of the container.
yeah. Is
this one
that all it
rolled
takes? Is
around.
like for new wigs, they just need to. You just only get one wear out of them if you buy like a new crappy one.
You have to put it back very carefully and not just chuck it on your floor when you're going to bed at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
on Halloween.
All right, well, we're gonna see if we can get through this entire episode wearing just wearing these wigs, and we'll see how itchy we get. Also, I know the last few episodes have been very, very long. We are starting early today, which would usually give us a chance to go even longer. But we're doing that today because I actually have to catch a plane. So I want you to imagine as you're listening to this and like watching the time go on this, just think about me panicking a little bit more every
Oh,
moment
no.
because I'm gonna miss my plane. I think it'll add a good layer of suspense to
Kelsey
this. so-
literally scheduled a flight just so she could have an excuse to leave Pew Pew Bang. Just so she could get it under 3 hours. She's like, okay, guys,
It's the only way it
getting
can
on a
happen.
plane.
If I could keep podcasting from the plane wearing this wig, I would.
My phone doesn't
Okay, so we're
recognize
talking-
me, which is really fun.
Oh, that is fun.
It's like, who's that?
Ooh, I didn't know you could
Who's
confuse it
that
with just hair. That doesn't
girl?
seem
Doesn't
seem right.
I mean, this is
Yeah,
a
no, it
pretty
doesn't.
drastic change. I'm really elevated.
I
right
guess.
now.
It's the bangs. We're just none of us are allowed to have bangs.
This counts as us having guests on the podcast, also. Just
Yeah.
us and wigs.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
No one else can keep naming women to have on here. These are 4 new ladies right now. We've met our quota. All right, I'm getting out my pen so we can swear a ton and bleep it out. Let's go, ladies. Swear away.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go.
So yeah, we wanted to. I feel like this episode came out more out of a desire to wear wigs than it did out of a desire to talk about this subject, which is fine and good.
You suggested the
and
wigs.
correct, actually.
yeah, I guess so.
But we are
Sometimes you
gonna
have to work
we're gonna talk
backwards,
about video game cosmetics and I guess some other cosmetics and stuff today, but mostly video game cosmetics, which I want to start with as the opening question.
Love
In
that.
general, are you ladies a silly costume, a princess costume, or a badass costume kind of in-game cosmetics person. I feel like those are the three pillars. Tell me if there's a fourth pillar I'm missing, but I feel like those are the three.
I guess the fourth would be maybe like practical, but that's only applies if there's you know what I mean? If it's like an arm.
I feel like that's
I feel like
badass,
we're more
though.
talking about.
I think that's badass.
I guess
Badass is the
sometimes it doesn't
practical
look
option,
badass.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. But
Like, would you choose the outfit that
I'm-
blends in with the background and be really boring to have a more strategic advantage in a shooter? Or is that too far?
no, never.
Never.
Oh my gosh,
Never,
I would never
never.
even think of that.
Never. I feel like I always go princess. I always go like whatever's the cutest, whatever's the prettiest. I never go the silly route, and I never go like the full armor route. You know, I will take the hit to my defense and health to not put on the plate armor.
I go sexiest route. I want the hottest outfit
I was also thinking
I
that.
have in my repertoire. Like, if I'm playing Widowmaker, beach bikini skin. Immediately on.
You
That's
gotta
what we need.
distract the enemy.
Gotta
you
distract
know?
the enemy. And I'm looking at it too. I mean, not really because it's first person game, but, you know, in general, when I emote.
In your mind's eye. In your mind's eye, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like all of them, but I'll look at what's the skimpiest outfit and how fun is it? What's the most badass outfit and how badass is it? And what's the funniest outfit and how funny is it? It's kind of, I think especially when you have like a team though that, like I'm living with like Claire Obscure having a party where I'm like, one person is like the slut and then one person's the badass and then one person is like a clown.
You've all
and then
been
one person
assigned
just
a
looks
role.
nice.
Your
Yeah,
role
it's
is
like
slut.
yes, exactly. And sometimes the role presents itself. I'm like, I just feel like this is and I think it's also like a combination. Sometimes the sluttiest thing is also the funniest thing, which is like Gustav swimwear. It's like that's slutty and funny all at once, and it's like, yep, that's your job now.
Love a
this is
funny
how you're
slut.
playing the rest of this game.
You gotta keep morale high, you know.
What do you pick,
Exactly.
Kelsey?
I think I'm kind of with Janet. I am usually, I would say, like, princess. I want the cutest outfit, but if there's a really good silly one, that's going in there. And that's like, I mean, you were just talking about Expedition 33, which I think we're pretty much all playing right now. But yeah, that one, like, they have outfits that's just called baguette, and you are just wearing a little French striped outfit with a little beret, and you are carrying a baguette around with you. And, like, obviously, you can't not be that one,
You have to be that one.
right?
No, otherwise the game is bad.
Are
I feel
all
like
games made...
any
Go
game
ahead.
that offers me a little outfit is like automatically a better game. You know, like I don't think
My question was about to be, are all games made better with costumes?
yes. The answer is yes. Because
The
like,
answer
does
is yes.
Metaphor have little outfits? Like they didn't have like outfits you
No.
could change.
No.
right?
I don't think so.
I think maybe
At least
DLC.
not on your first run.
I think
Yeah, maybe a
there's-
DLC, maybe a new. I don't like the DLC New Game Plus because
I
like
hate
I'm not
that.
playing this again just to wear a little outfit. I want to wear it now.
Yeah,
I think-
exactly.
Did Metaphor maybe had, like, DLC outfits that were, like, Persona related? Am I making that up?
I feel like it did. I feel like I remember that.
I don't remember.
I do like a little game where you can show off your outfit that you've played it a long time. You know, like in a multiplayer shooter or something. It's like back
Totally.
before the Mercy, like breast cancer skin was available
That's what
everywhere.
I had.
Yeah, now everyone can have it, but back
I
in
know
my
it's
day,
lame.
it was
I should
rare.
have
kinda
sold
don't-
my account when I had the chance.
I kind of don't like, maybe this is a toxic trait, but I don't like when they will give you a second chance to get
Me
something that
neither.
was like
Me neither.
that was like you had to be playing from the beginning.
Blizzard's
kind
the
of
king
thing.
of that.
Yeah.
They go, this Genji mythic
but
skin will
nobody-
only exist now. You'll only get it now. And then a year later, they're like, it's this, but the sleeve is red instead of blue. It's the exact same skin.
Yeah.
You're like, damn it.
But that's because nobody's playing anymore from the original, right? So they're
Yeah.
like, okay, fine, like we'll re-release it for all the new people because we lost all of our original players.
But then it's like, just make new, cooler skins that'll also be
Yeah.
exclusive and inspire your
But I
community.
do feel like the breast cancer Mercy skin was like legendary.
it was.
Like it was like,
Oh, it
and
was
I
like-
think people were like, the account selling was getting a little out of control with the breast cancer Mercy skin. Like it was going for hundreds of dollars
Yeah.
just for the skin. So
Okay,
like,
I didn't know about
releasing
this.
it for that. Yeah. No, it was a dark time.
I have the
and I
Widowmaker
watched it
Noir
for,
How
like,
did you
skin.
get this?
You had to,
Was this just
The breast-
like
2017?
Did you donate?
You donated.
Yeah, it was a while
yeah.
ago. $20 or something.
Like the skin cost
But also-
a lot, and it all went to breast cancer
Yeah.
research, and which was
That's
nice.
oh,
And
that's such an interesting way of doing paid cosmetics. It's like, well, You're paying, it looks like $15.
But it was the first time
Yeah.
they had like little twinkly extra sounds when she was rezzing, and like her beam would be pink instead of yellow, and all this kind of extra stuff. So all the Mercy Maids were like, like freaking out, wanting it so bad. It was iconic. I have the Widowmaker Noir skin, which is still never been re-released, and it was only for early release versions of Overwatch. How much is that puppy going for? Probably a lot. It's not even her hottest one, but it's just, I think it's the rarest one still, except for like BlizzCon Winston from 2017 or something, where they only gave it to you if you went to BlizzCon and stuff.
Oh, that sucks. Well, do you like that stuff then as part of the exclusivity? Like if you have to like physically be in a space, or do you feel like that's taking it one step too far?
I can
I
accept
feel like
it.
if it's just cosmetic, you know, like
Yeah.
if it's just cosmetic, whatever. Obviously,
I get
people
annoyed
like-
when it's like somewhere I definitely, there's just no way I could have gone in any way. Like, it's like, this is exclusive to an event that is only going to happen in Australia, and we're never going to bring it to a different
Yeah.
event or anything. Like, if it's something where it's like, this will be at every PAX East, PAX West, PAX Australia, like whatever. Even if I don't do it or get it, that just feels a little bit more like, okay, well, at least you're, somewhere, there's multiple places in the world you could go to get this. But I guess it doesn't matter ultimately. It's just cosmetic.
yeah.
The most important thing in the world.
Yeah. It's like, that's what
It's
this
just
is
an
all
exclusive
for,
thing
you know?
to show that you're better than everybody else because you've been to BlizzCon.
It's just a Labubu of Game World, really.
Okay, I just need everyone to know that I got my Labubus. Okay, I got them. I'm only a little traumatized from the experience.
Did you buy them secondhand, or did you open a pack?
No, I had
But you
to open
open
a pack.
packs
I
of them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're blind box
gotcha.
items.
Oh my god, I'm learning so much about Labubus.
It's a good podcast.
So which Labubu did you get? And were you pulling for a specific
I
one?
got one of the base Labubus. I got the new Big Into Energy Labubus, and then I got the Fall Into Wild, which is a Labubu, but he has a bucket hat on and overalls.
That's very cute. Did you record yourselves opening them, or did you just have a private moment?
They're not here yet. I have to
Oh.
wait. I got them all last week.
Oh, I see.
So I have to wait for them. One's coming tomorrow, one's coming at the end of this week, and then one's coming next week.
Is there a Pop Mart in the Mall of America? Isn't that where they sell them?
No,
What? How's
There's
there
no
There's no
Pop
Pop Mart
Marts.
there?
there's no Pop Mart. And the only thing that we have in Minnesota is there is a Pop Mart vending machine in the Roseville Mall. And people literally line up to wait for them to restock the vending machine,
Oh my
like
God.
to buy them out of Labubus.
Were you in the line?
No, I would never.
No
I would
comment.
never risk going like to a physical location.
Want to get hurt?
Just holistic?
That's a bridge too far.
For any
I'll
reason
stay up till-
ever.
I'll stay up till 2 in the morning.
Are you afraid you'll be
watching
recognized there?
TikTok,
They're like, hi, it's
QVC.
Sarah. Is that you?
No, but like there's only gonna be like 20 in the machine, and like I don't want to have to fight with people. It's too much. It's too much pressure. This isn't LA, you know.
She says,
Yeah.
stroking her
I
wig.
started
We
to
don't
suspect.
have we don't have 5 Pop Marts.
Come through. I'll just bring over a bunch of Labubu boxes for you, and you can just go feral on that.
That's probably her dream. You're
Yeah,
joking.
I
but
feel like we've
Sarah's
got-
dream.
I feel like we've got a bunch
You
of
can expense it,
Pop
yeah.
Marts here, but I've never really like. There've been a couple of times where I've gone inside and like I don't know. I don't have whatever that discerning eye is. Like I don't know what the Chase Labubu is. I don't know what the
Chase Labubu.
special illustration rare Labubu is. What am I
going-
looking for?
The special Labubu from the Big Into Energy collection, which just dropped last week, is going for $500 online.
Oh my god. What's it look like?
It's like a tie-dye black Labubu, so it's like black and gray, and he has like rainbow teeth.
Oh my god.
I want
Probably
rainbow
cost the
teeth.
exact same amount to make him versus the normal pink one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, but he's rare.
Oh,
He's
this is
special.
actually really cute. Okay. Not $500.
Kelsey's
cute.
like,
I
Aw.
feel like
Cute.
I feel like my Labubu is like, you know how in like video games you can have like pets
yeah.
and everybody pulls
Your
out their like
Puffle.
exclusive pet. Yeah, this is my Puffle. This is like my pet.
What purse are you gonna hang that
This
sucker?
is I have like I'm going to put it on my Coach purse just to let people know that I'm not serious, but I'm also very serious. And then I'm going to put my other one on my mic stand just to flex on people.
Oh, so everyone can see it while you're
okay.
streaming? It's gonna replace whatever is hanging right there right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, what a flex.
Everyone will know.
Oh my god, I think you'll I think you'll win Twitch if you do that. They'll send you
I'll be
Are
like,
you
oh
getting
my
a carrying
God.
case for it?
A Labubu. Yeah, a little plastic.
clear
And the
case?
car seat. You gotta also get the car seat.
the car seat.
Yeah.
Car seat?
What are these?
Yeah, there's a little tiny car seat people have been buying. And then you have to buy your Labubu clothes. Like, I just can't, like, he can't be naked.
So it's like
You know,
a
so I got
Build-A-Bear,
him,
but for like
I
the
got him a little
girl.
fit. Yeah, I got 2 little fits for him. I got him a little like Chanel fit, and then I also got him like a little casual bucket hat fit to match the
Sarah,
other
we're
one with the
entering a
bucket
recession. All right,
What?
you're gonna need to smarten
But
up.
we're not there, so I have to get these now because I'm
not
not gonna
there
be able to
yet.
afford them. It's gonna be me broke eating beans with my Labubus.
Feeding
My
him the
Labubu will
beans
be
up.
wearing rags.
He deserves Coach or better. I'm weak.
How come there's not a Labubu game yet? Is there going to be?
I could see that eating
like
up a
there- I
mobile
don't-
game.
There's already if you go to China, there's like a Pop Mart theme park. And they
Oh.
have like
Whoa.
Labubu song and dances that the Labubus come out and do.
All right, we're looking it up.
Can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
Always.
If it's
Labubus
about-
give me like I feel like if you told me Labubus were NFTs, I would like not question that. I'd be like, yeah, that looks right.
Is it it's the pronounced brow bridge? Maybe?
I like they're cute, but they also totally could be NFTs. Especially when you're talking about putting bucket hats on them and stuff.
I gotta put my bucket hat on my NFT Labubu.
Oops.
But it's like, what if you could touch
It is
the
kind
NFT?
of it is kind of giving. I guess the nice thing is like they're not gonna like nobody thinks that they're gonna be like the next Beanie
Valuable.
Babies.
They're
Are
scary.
you sure? Because people are paying $500 for them. Are you sure?
Yeah,
They're
but I don't
scary
think in
at the
20
theme
years
park.
they're gonna be worth $500. They're not. Okay, they're a little scary.
We find them.
It's
How-
the rush of the chase.
How crazy would
But
you
I think people
go
are paying
at the
for it.
Popland theme park, Sarah? How much money would you drop?
I would go crazy if I could just buy a Labubu in a store at this point and not like at 2 a.m. on the Pop Mart app.
So
or
there's
the
not
TikTok
like
Live.
there's not like any Labubus you can just buy. They're literally all sold out all the time, or
Yeah.
they're like unpopular sets that you can still buy.
They're literally
if
all.
you-
There's only 3 sets out so far, and they're all sold out all the time.
Oh.
It's kind of insane. Like I had to,
my
and then they'll
God.
put them up occasionally, right? But like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you better be waiting. You better be waiting for the drop. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend getting into Labubus. It ruined my life for a solid week.
This is my
Until I got
Pokemon.
them.
Also, what-
Pokemon card thing?
I forget,
This is just for
when
you.
did this happen to you? Because I remember you talking about this, but then like, and then I never knew like how serious you were or not. If you were just like memeing, or if you were like
it was
really
like
getting
a
into
slow infection, right? Like I saw them and I was like, that's ugly. And then I saw them some more and I was like, still ugly. And then I talked about them and I kept looking at them and I'm like, you know, they're kind of
This is-
cute.
Sarah, this is what I am afraid is happening to me. I like first of all, Reddit started serving me like things from our Labubu, and I was like, I don't know what this is. And then we talked about it on the podcast, and I'm like, oh no, is this like am I like destined to want one of these? Even though I don't. But like if we talk about it enough, am I just going to get
You'll be
one?
like,
Because
wait, I kind of. Well, the thing is like all it takes is like the thought of like, wait, I kind of do want one, and you're done. It's over. It's over for you.
Oh no! I
I
don't want
sent
to
you
get to that
the new
point.
commercial, Haley, in our group, our Pew Pew Bang chat.
Okay,
I
let
think
me
they look
find
really
it.
cute in the commercial.
This does kind of feel like a mundane horror story of like, if you think about it too much, the desire will infect you.
Oh,
Yes.
there's-
yeah, I think that's just like the consumption culture.
The best way
Of-
to win is to just not start.
Oh, there's the rainbow.
I know, but at the
teeth
same
guy.
time, it is kind of fun to like be part of something. And I know there's ways to
mean,
be part of things that don't involve
yeah.
buying things, but not that many ways. You know what I mean?
I know. I
Not these
think
days.
this is a bad thing, but I also like totally understand. You know, I was in the amiibo craze. Like I stood outside of Best Buy at 5 a.m. a couple of times, like to get whatever exclusive Meta Knight exclusive Best Buy, whatever, because it was going to drop. And like, there is something about just little tchotchkes, little
love
guys,
them.
little things.
Little guys.
love a little
It's the little
tchotchke.
that
guy
does
thing.
this to
Love
us.
a little guy.
Do you think
Ugh.
is it a woman thing? I sometimes feel like it is.
No, I don't know.
I feel
No,
like
But I
well,
will say,
The Gatherer.
yeah, the gatherer.
You know,
Yes,
the
exactly.
No,
I feel
'cause
like
boys
everyone
are,
likes
it's
like a
just about-
chase, you know, like the
Yeah.
challenge.
I mean, Haley, like you collect Pokemon cards. You see how many boys that
That's
are
true.
doing the like wait
Of
at
course,
the vending
of
machine.
The card
course.
Labubu.
I just
Yeah,
think there's
cardboard
something.
Labubu.
Do you think they're making them look like little babies on purpose?
I mean, I would say that like that they look like little guys because little guys are cute.
Yeah,
But-
I feel like
and
I
people
get more
love a
little lad
guy.
than baby.
Yeah.
But they're not babies. But a lot of things are babies. My cat is a baby. It doesn't look anything like a baby.
I just think whenever there's
I
like
see
a
it, I say
blind
baby.
box thing, it's always like, it's a baby with a rain umbrella. Like, it's always like a baby. And I'm like,
Oh, like
okay.
it gives like
They give,
gender
like, the
reveal
Sunny
kind
Angels.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
my
Robin,
new
but I think you're gonna
baby.
be a gray Labubu.
I just think there's some
I don't like
horrible
baby
corporate
things, though.
exec. I don't either, but then like Sarah shows me that stuff and I'm like, I don't want it. But then a weird voice in the back of my brain is like, you want it? You want that thing? Don't you want that thing? And I'm like, no, I don't. And it's like, yeah, you do. It's like so annoying, but it's like legit.
I will say like getting the like going into like the getting the Labubu was such a rush, you guys. I literally was like, it was 2 a.m. I'm stalking the Pop Mart app and like it popped up instantly in my cart. I felt a high that I haven't felt in years, probably.
Oh my God.
And now I feel like my life is just for the better.
Imagine if you get the chase. Imagine
What if you
you'll feel
don't like? Are there any that you're like, I don't like this color, and then you're just screwed?
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. At this point, I'll take any of them.
You are
Wow.
their
My
ideal
standards
customer.
are low. My standards are low. It was a great distraction though from like the news. Like instead of scrolling the news, I was just scrolling Labubu boxes for a little bit, and I feel like it helped me heal.
It's an interesting way to market, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. We talked about this before with merch, but it's just what every company's doing nowadays. Is it's so hard to get this? Don't you want it? And then you go, yeah, and then they
Yeah,
just
I do. I would do
make-
want it.
Yeah, and then it's just like, maybe you'll get it. Try to put it in your cart. You're like, like it just makes you want it so much more. And it's like the thrill of that is very fun, but it's also so toxic for our brains to consume
Yeah.
things that way.
And now I have 3.
Now you're happy. I'm happy for you.
And you'll never want another one again.
And I'll never
you're
want
just
again
fine
ever,
now.
for sure.
Yeah, you're just fine now. You're
Anyone
done.
else's wig getting itchy? Mine's getting itchy.
A little bit.
Mine's a bad
Mine's
wig.
not
I'm
itchy.
okay.
It's just
I have
heavy.
a cap underneath.
Oh, you're braver than
Oh, I have a cap.
smarter than
The
I.
cap helps.
I don't
yeah.
got a cap. I got. What even is this? Scratchy
My headphones
stuff.
are like
Oh, just the one that comes
holding
with
the
it?
wig in place.
Yeah. Should I wear it more like this and be more like Sia?
Tonight
Yeah,
will be. the-
exactly.
I'm getting more like a tonight will be the night, but I will fall for you kind of vibe.
I feel like
See, you're supposed to
Labubus
cut
are,
the bangs.
or you're supposed to look like Sia.
I would
That's
cut.
true.
I do have scissors right here, but this is my friend's
That's not your.
wig.
That you said that was your friend wig.
I know. He actually is supposed to come over here to pick something up. Michael. I was seeing if he was here, perhaps.
Can I cut my wig?
I could
Can
ask.
I cut your
I
wig?
could text him. Can I cut your wig? Let me text him. I'd love to do my bangs live because this is something I've always
is a
wanted to
real
do with
test
my
of friendship.
girlfriends. Is cut my bangs in
Just
front
have
of
us
my friends.
watch you cut your bangs.
But like
Look,
on a camera rather than in the mirror. That
Can I-
sounds
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't like,
it's good content.
that your
I don't
your
see this
hair,
going
actual
awry at
hair is
all.
not underneath.
Oh my god, no, it's all tucked away. I just texted him. I said, "Can
I
I,
feel
cut
like-
the bangs to the black and white wig?" LOL. Because he also lent me the Sophie wig yesterday for the deepest dive. He's got a lot of wigs. He loves Drag Race.
I wish I had a lot
loving
of
drag.
wigs.
Wigs are required.
I know.
Yes.
All right, well, while we're waiting for that, I feel like a good segue on the Labubu thing is
I'll circle
talking
back.
about gotcha cosmetics. Because what are Labubu if not just gotcha?
IRL
you know?
gotcha cosmetics.
Very
IRL
true.
gotcha. Yeah. So Sarah, you and I have been playing a lot of Infinity Nikki, and I don't know about you, but this is my first like legit gotcha game. I have played other games that have gotcha elements, and I've I guess I played the Tales mobile game that was pretty heavily gotcha, but it wasn't, the cosmetics weren't like doing enough for me to like keep me involved in that one. But this is the first one where I'm like, I mean, as we're recording this, the 1.5 drop comes out in a couple of days. There's like a lot of really big new outfits and stuff in that, and I've been like planning out my polls. I've been like, okay, I've saved up this many. I'm willing to spend, $10 this month or whatever. How am I allocating this? Budgeting, and that's
It
weird.
literally
It's a
says
weird
like
feeling.
on Infinity Nikki, like make sure to budget or like make sure to
Yeah,
mind your
budget wisely.
budget wisely. I've tried to play like Genshin Impact, and like I find that like the gacha just doesn't do it for me in those games. I've played other fashion gacha games, and those just like I like those so much more. Like the promise of a little outfit or a little item that I can use to style more outfits is just so much more like addictive for me. I feel like I'm just like I need all the pieces because like you can mix and match them and like do whatever you want with them. But yeah, Infinity Nikki, I feel like it's not. They give you plenty of good free outfits. I find that sometimes like the gacha cosmetics, like any kind of paid cosmetic, is like everything else looks like shit except for like the paid cosmetics, right? But I find that Infinity Nikki, like you don't have to spend money. Like you can still get enough gems to roll and get pretty things.
You gotta grind
versus
sometimes,
some other,
though. You gotta really.
You do
grind
kind
it
of have.
out.
You do have to be like actively playing.
Well, I find it less of an active grind and more of a like you just kind of need to log in and play for 5 or 10 minutes every day, which is, I mean, you can totally like actually grind as well, but I've just been doing my like I'll just pop on for 5 minutes. I've got nothing I want to like do in the game today, but let me at least get my diamonds so that I can save up for the
Gotta
next
do your
thing
dailies.
that's coming out.
Yeah. Which I don't mind too much because I think the outfits too don't give you significant advantage either, except for like this new one lets you walk on water, which I'm like, excuse me, do I need
Jesus?
that? Yeah, like
Hey,
you turn
Jesus.
the water into ice, but when they give you like special abilities or like things that might be better than like I'm like, I don't know.
A little bit unfair.
Yeah, Infinity Nikki is interesting because the vast majority of stuff, like, if it does anything, it's either something you already have in the game, like, it's just a replacement for your floating outfit or whatever, but it's just a different outfit that does the same thing. Or it gives you something cool to, like, take photos with sometimes. You and I both got the, like, Cowgirl Nikki one, which does give you...
That one is
like,
so good.
Yeah, you can just like also get a bike, but this one gives you like the ability to just summon a motorcycle whenever you want.
Goated.
Yeah, which is sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for being a cowboy, you have a motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Don't question it.
You're riding my hog with my
sorry,
cowboy
I was
hat.
wrong to question. My bad. That's my V. Oh my gosh. I would have thought for sure it'd be like something cowboy related.
Like a horse.
know.
It's a cool horse.
Like anything but a motorcycle.
I tried to take photos with the horses after I got that outfit, and those horses either run away or
run away.
I can't get close to them.
It was a bad time.
They make
You
them
have to,
look
like,
so
sneak
cute.
up on them.
No.
Yeah.
There's probably an outfit
then
where they
if
all
you-
love ya. Outfit, the horse lover outfit.
Not yet, but there probably will
I won't
be.
be named that, I
A
hope.
horse lover outfit.
outfit.
And I want it.
But yeah, I'm with you. I really like when you have not just an entire, like you put on this costume, that's the whole costume, but you have like different pieces that you get to work with. Obviously, that's like the entire point of Infinity Nikki, but I love when any game does that. And I find myself, gacha is not good, like ever. It's an inherently predatory system. But that's like when I think this is the reason I've been able to get into Infinity Nikki despite that is because it really is so just unnecessary. Like I was not spending a dime for over a month, and there was never a point where I was like, I need to start spending money. It was more like, wow, I'm really enjoying this free game, and if I give them $5 a month, I'll get to have some more outfits, and like that feels, my partner pays for World of Warcraft every month. That's like $15 a month. It's like this just feels fair for the value I'm getting out of this game.
We're actually saving $5 a month based on that. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Girl math.
Yeah, because World of Warcraft is more expensive, so
Exactly.
saving money.
That's Crow math.
Yeah.
I'm saying I could be playing World of Warcraft, but I'm not.
And you could be buying skins in World of Warcraft on top of that
Exactly.
subscription.
Yeah.
You have to buy skins?
but I have.
Like, you can buy cosmetics in World of Warcraft?
Oh yeah, and like mounts.
Oh, that's right.
and
They have, like, the
stuff, too.
mounts and stuff.
Oh, Michael texted
Yeah.
me back. He said, "Yeah, girl, you can do whatever you want to it. Let's freaking go."
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right,
man.
help me
Are you
out.
drunk on power now?
It's the slumber party.
Put
I have the
yourself-
scissors.
Put yourself in the. You need to put yourself in the big box or the shame box. Probably the shame
Oh, yeah.
box to do
Yeah.
The
this.
course.
shame box.
All
we
right,
don't have
here's-
another box that isn't the shame box.
All right, girls, I need your help. It's the slumber party, and it's the inevitable
do you have
cutting
a
of the
comb?
bangs. No,
Do you have the comb? No comb.
no,
No, just vibes. You don't need to comb.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
comb,
Just
only
rub your
vibes.
hands
Here.
over. Yeah, start with like not as far as you need to go. So I would go like
Yeah, go
right
a little bit
Yeah,
lower.
mid
Okay,
glasses.
don't pull it. Don't pull it, or else it's gonna be at an angle. Just you need to have them
Are these
straight.
kitchen
Don't pull.
scissors?
They're
This
my
is very
crafting
slumber party.
scissors.
I want to know why every pair of scissors,
I'm so
like
scared. I'm so
they're
glad you're
always
wearing
black
glasses,
with that little red
or I'd be.
decal. Did we all buy the same scissors 80 years
Yeah.
ago? And we've
Is
just been
this work?
passing
I
them
see.
around?
I sometimes see girls on TikTok do this and then cut.
And then you have to twist it. You gotta like
Yeah.
twist them.
Let's try it.
There's no way that works.
Let's try it.
No, it does
Well,
work,
let's see.
but don't cut as high as you.
Not too
like,
much,
Cut
not too
lower than
much.
you think.
Not
You're
too much,
twisting
that's
way
too
too
much.
much.
You're
twisting
way-
I'm gonna cut lower in the twist. I'm gonna cut lower in the twist. I'm
That's too
Stop
much.
Here.
That's literally
Sure.
nothing.
It's nothing, but go ahead. Go do it. Go do it. Okay, now
Just
do it
to
again.
see what happens.
Okay,
Just to see
okay.
what happens.
Well,
No,
what happened
it's
if you cut it?
Twist it
slanted.
kind of nice.
It's going like this now.
Did you brush it out?
No.
No, it's not slanted.
I didn't brush it out. You didn't say that.
We did ask
and now
if you
you
had
need
a
to-
comb.
You need to have the moment where you cut them too short and then you crash out.
What if I cut them
Yeah.
like
And then you
this?
pull them really hard to
Or
see
like
No,
this.
it's, you have to cut them the
like
other
a
way.
key?
Like a point at the bottom. That'd be kind of cool.
point?
Do you think Jeremy would
Oh.
ask me to prom if I did it this way? Let's do that.
I think you should do micro bangs.
I'm doing this.
Okay.
Okay. You believe in me?
I believe
Is
in you.
this a bang? No, that's my other hair. I'll do the thing that the hairdressers do. They kind of like drift it down.
The what, cheering it?
Wow, that's very
You ever-
professional.
Has anyone else ever been tricked into thinking they know how to cut hair because you like kind
I'm
of
not
you're like
left-handed.
I see the
Oh,
motion
yeah,
they're
like-
doing.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'll
feel
do the
like I
thing
could
where
do
you
that.
you hold it
I'm
and then you
so
like
glad
flip
you're wearing
it and then you do
glasses,
it
Haley.
above your fingers. Yeah.
I'm wearing
Yeah,
glasses.
but you're like this. If
Haley
you just
is
replicate
full
what someone does, this will be
Scissors
right.
into eyeball at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, audio listeners. Kelsey, please describe what's happening.
Haley has got a pair of scissors that just kind of look like they're stabbing her in the face. But she's wearing glasses, so it's okay. And she's trying to cut her hair into a point.
You need to go way
I
shorter.
feel like-
they're still
Yeah.
in front of your face.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like there's not a point
I'm going
happening
crazy.
here.
I'm going hard now. I've.
Oh, okay. Haley's just kind of chopping madly at this point. We're just...
This is kind
Imagine
of a vibe.
someone just broke up with you.
cheated on me.
There's not a lot of precision
It's like-
here. There's a lot of emotion
He's gonna
involved.
regret cheating on me. I'm gonna look so
It's
good.
kind of giving the that scene in Scott Pilgrim with
Oh,
the girl-
with
oh my god, she probably likes her
Snipes.
because she's old. She's probably like 25.
She's fat.
She's some stupid fat white girl. No, I think you remember saying she was fat. Oh my god, it looks so good.
Okay.
Anyway, but
This is kind of something different.
you need more. You need to be able to see.
We're not really seeing the, like,
Okay,
point.
so my eyes
Seeing
have
the
to.
vision.
My eyes have to
Yeah.
be visible. You're saying it's like that.
Yes,
Both
that's better.
sides.
You look like that one Pokemon that people say looks like
It's
Donald
been
Trump.
just me for too long. I'm
Oh,
switching back to all of us.
What is his name?
Or I'll do this.
Put
Gum
yourself
shoes?
in the- yeah.
Lagoon.
young
Yeah,
versus-
yeah. It's giving gum
Lagoon. A name
I was gonna say-
two Pokemon.
shoes.
I
Name
was
of
gonna
shoes.
say it's giving Gardevoir, but
I would be
Oh.
so. It is giving Gardevoir.
Or what's that other one? The one that has like the thing in the front. It's like ice. It's like white and has like blue accents.
Frostlass.
Frostlass?
You guys are complimenting me.
Frostlass?
Seriously.
Frost.
Frostlass.
There's so much hair.
Frostlass.
Janet, it's Frostlass.
I yelled
it's not.
Frostlass like 15
I
times.
was thinking of somebody else. This is not the one I was thinking of. How did you not get it from my vague description?
You said
What
the
are you
ice,
thinking
of?
the ice girl. Okay.
This one's
come
like
on
on all fours.
This is giving right now. This is serving.
It is certainly a look.
Excuse you.
It's a.
I'm your best friend going through a breakup. That's what you're gonna say?
And we're telling you look
serving.
like Gardevoir, the Pokemon. I think that's a
yeah.
good thing.
How's this?
I think. Wow.
This is more of a style now. I'm kind of living for this now. Now I kind of look like I should be in Persona or something.
It is giving main
This is-
character energy.
Yeah, this is a video game character for sure.
It's
and
giving
not like
a
real
member of the
person.
party, part of the party.
It's part of the party. I'm
It's
just writing
giving I
down.
saw you in the town, and it's very clear you're gonna be the party member because you're the only one that looks
Yes.
different.
Yeah,
than
you're like,
everybody else.
fifth,
But I'm
you're
trying
like
to
the
act like I
fifth
don't
one
know
to
that.
join the party.
All right,
Like
yeah.
kind of a latecomer.
I think game devs feel free to use this look as inspo for your future JRPGs, but I feel like I may have turned a look. I like this
I hope
better
this
than what I did.
inspires so much fan art.
Yeah, I
this is
think
my
it's like a
OC.
Fire Emblem Engage person.
What if I kind of like
She's
act
got
more
kind
like...
of a weird like cross bangs thing going on. With
I gotta
the
be really
two-color
stoic,
hair.
I think, with this kind of hair. I can't be like, hey, you guys! I have to be like,
Yeah, this is the really
Fire
hard
Emblem
one. to
Engaged, I
impress.
feel like Kelsey was such a read.
there's so much hair.
In my opinion, I would not want to be compared to a Fire Emblem Engaged
I got...
character.
I,
but it
see,
is.
I don't know that game, so I'm gonna say thank you.
It's good,
Remember that
Haley.
one's
It's
a good
good.
one?
It's fine. It's a
And
good
everyone's
thing.
really hot in it. Don't look it up.
I mean,
Don't look at
Oh
it.
wait, I
Don't worry
remember
about
this.
it.
Yes,
And they
okay.
all have
They do
great
have that.
hair.
They do all have like a cross bang. I forgot about the cross bang. What an iconic
can
time
they
in
cross
gaming
the colors
history.
in the front?
Yeah, take a little bit of
Yeah.
white, go over the black, and vice versa.
And then you're actually
Oh my
like
God.
no on the towards the bottom though.
towards the
It's like
bottom.
the bottom of it. It's like
Maybe
I
you do have to
see.
look this up.
yeah, but you do have to look it up. Yeah,
Yeah, like that,
and
like
then,
that.
and then bring it up.
Exactly.
You have to do a lot of work, basically, is what we're saying.
Wow.
We're kind of just assigning you
Wow.
stuff on the fly.
Now, is that black and white Fire Emblem Engage or what, everybody?
This is hard. It's hard to be a girl. Guys have it
So
on
true.
easy.
But yeah, I
mode.
forgot about this happening with Fire Emblem Engage.
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh my God. Audio listeners, you really should be watching the video version of this episode, not gonna lie. This is probably our most visual episode. All I'll say is my bangs look insanely good.
yeah,
there was
mean,
a
You have no
concept
choice but
art.
to believe because you can't see them.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. So actually, don't come over here. We all look really good. We never look
You
better.
rest this on
I
my
would buy
nose.
this as a cosmetic, I think, is the main.
Oh, I would
Thank you.
totally
The
buy
main
something.
takeaway,
'Cause
right?
it's like
Thank you.
it's evocative. I'm looking to.
Yeah.
I want to
you.
feel something when I look at these cosmetics
love
when I'm
it.
shopping around.
I would buy all your
um,
guys' skins too.
Oh, thanks.
Aw.
Anyways, we were in
sweet.
the middle of something when my friend said I could cut up his wig. What were we talking about?
I think just talking about like gotcha.
Oh, gotcha
and,
games.
You know. and how
Yeah,
that
if you
works
think
with cosmetics.
you're like above gotcha, just know that like gotcha comes for us all in its own ways. You know,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
you know and love will eventually be gotcha'd, and like
Yep.
there is no escaping.
It's the Funko
Whether
Pops
it's
with
Labubu
mechanics.
or
Pokemon cards.
actual, or like video game gotcha. Or, I mean, like, that word comes from like a real thing, you know, like gachapon.
Isn't it like
machines.
the gachapon? It's like the sound
Yeah.
it makes, like gotcha gotcha when like the ball drops.
Oh, is that
Or, like,
where
when
it
you
comes from?
I
spin
knew
it?
that. That makes sense.
Is it when yeah, it's a sound. It's like the gotcha gotcha of
I
like
thought it was
spinning.
because you're
that
getting
sound.
something. Like, I gotcha.
I
thought that's-
gotcha.
I got you. That I
pawn.
got your money.
Yeah.
like
Gotcha.
like I
got
robbed
your
you,
money.
and you said thank you, and then gave me more money. But yeah, I mean, if you've put, you know, if you're of a certain age, it was like 25 to 50 cents. If you're way too young to be listening, it was like $1. You know, we all put stuff in that machine, like at the laundromat, and you got like some temporary
sticker.
tattoos or like a little
Yeah.
toy.
But those suck. The ones in Japan have cool, because, I mean,
Yeah.
I think really the big thing is just that we don't carry dollar coins here, like dollar or $5 coins or anything. They have, I know they exist in the US, but actually, Haley, there's dollar Canadian coins, right?
Loonies and Toonies.
But-
Ones and
No,
twos.
there's no way that's what they're called.
That's what they're called. I'm not joking.
Oh no.
The coin is called, the coin itself is called a loonie?
Yep. And then $2 is a toonie.
How are
Okay,
we
I've
supposed
heard
to take
people
you
say that,
seriously?
and I really thought you guys were all messing
No,
with
that's
me. Like,
legally what
I
they're
thought it was like
called.
drop bears or something.
Nope.
Okay. All right.
And then in America we have the $1 is the dollar, and then the $2 is the dollar walla.
What? Why don't you come for us and our silly names once you guys get rid of your dictator, huh? How about that? And then we can talk
Whoa.
about toonies and loonies.
Some of us are trying somewhat Somewhat. Just like not enough, obviously, but somewhat. Yeah.
You can tell by our bangs he's been going through a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
This episode has breakup vibes. It's the bangs that do it to you, I guess.
It does have breakup vibes. It's giving all of us are going through a tumultuous time and we're going to come out of it stronger.
Yep.
That's what this episode feels like.
But yes, our gacha isn't like nice. You know, it's not like super heavily
Our
branded.
gacha's like a stale gumball.
The only branded gacha I know is like Homies. Do y'all remember Homies? Did you have Homies by where you live?
Yeah.
What's that?
They're like these kind of like cholo-esque dudes. So like kind of, you know, hood Mexican guys and women as well. But they're like little, you know, they're like, I don't know. They're like, that's what they are. And they're like buddies in the neighborhood. And you like get them and you can collect them. And that's like the only like branded gacha that I ever saw. I mean, every now and then you'd see maybe like in a clearly unlicensed like Pokemon sticker collection somewhere, you know, where it's like, okay, someone like bought a bunch of Pokemon stickers and they put them in this thing and Nintendo doesn't know at the laundromat. But yeah, I think that's our only like regularly branded.
I feel like Winnie the Pooh gets shoved in a lot of those. There's a lot of Winnie the Pooh little, like he's the little rubber ones where he's a little outfit on. I see that a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like children's toys now that are gacha, right? Like Barbie.
Well, are the McDonald's toys kind of a form of gacha?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Potter scared me away.
like
got is the point.
Actually cool stuff. I mean, I do a lot of like importing of that stuff just for my stores and like the catalogs that they get. I mean, first of all, you just get a lot of like nice branded, you know, video game and anime related things. So you end up with like really cute, you know, super nice acrylic keychain that is Hatsune Miku and Hello Kitty collaboration or whatever. Like they just do all kinds of really fun stuff, but they also do some really unhinged stuff, and I've always been very curious about like how well the weird stuff sells. Like there will be gachapons that are just like the signs that you would see in a sauna. It's just like 6 different little signs, like a floor sign that says like ostensibly like the ground's wet or whatever, but for a sauna, or like this is where the men's sauna is, or like just little figures of like super buff dogs or like birds that are also carrots. Like it's super weird. But in a fun way. Whereas I feel like all of the weird stuff we get, it's not weird in a fun way. It's weird in like a bootleg way.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have a lot of bootleg stuff.
Very sad.
Anyways, what is your preferred way of getting cosmetics? Is it by earning them? And if so, like how do you want to earn them? Or just straight up paying for them, or gacha? I mean, I know it depends on the game a little bit, but like, what is the ranking of those for you guys?
I guess like who here has paid for cosmetics before?
I've paid for cosmetics.
Raise
before.
your hand. Okay, we all raised
all of us. Obviously.
What was the most you paid for like a cosmetic? Janet, you look the most
not
guilty.
An individual. No, the shame camera is coming for me. I don't know what it individually cost, but when they did the Dragon Ball Z Fortnite collab, I did say I'm going to go ahead and spend $70 on V-Bucks so I could get the most amount of V-Bucks I could get. And I got Vegeta. Yeah, I got Vegeta. I got, what else did I get? I got somebody else. Did I get Goku? I don't know. I got a couple of the other, like, cosmetics that went along with it. I think I maybe got Bulma, just, like, sure, even though it was, like, the DBZ Future series, which I hadn't watched. Like, I know DBZ from when I was, like, a kid, which is, like, not the Future series, because I'm older. But, yeah, I was like, I need these. This is, like, so nostalgic. Because I'm kind of, like, in the modern era, I'm a bit of, like, an anime hater / skeptic. Like, obviously, I know there's great anime out there, but it's, like, there's also a lot of, like, not great anime, and then like sometimes it like gets weird, and it's like, you know what, and then also there's like a lot of episodes sometimes. So for all those reasons, I'm kind of like looking from outside the club with anime. But Dragon Ball Z was like OG childhood, so I was like, oh yeah, like. And Fortnite, what's so great about Fortnite with cosmetics is you can have a serious skin, which is like, oh, this is a character, like this is just Vegeta, whoever, but then you can make it stupid by mix and matching the cosmetics and also adding in the emotes. So it's like okay, what if Vegeta was, doing the apple dance? I don't know if the apple dance is in Fortnite. I don't think it is yet. If it's not, they should get on that. But it's like the apple dance and Charlie
X.
right from the core from all the people.
The apples and
I see the symmetrical lines and it's kind of scary.
Apples.
Yeah.
You don't know that, Kelsey?
We all know this, Kelsey.
You don't know that?
Yeah.
I am getting flashbacks to actual sleepovers I've had where every girl knew something that I didn't.
On
Like,
Charlie
oh.
XCX's album Brat, she had a song
I-
called
yeah.
Apple. And the
Okay.
this one
I
creator,
didn't know there was
I forget
a
the name of the
dance. I'm
creator.
sorry.
This one creator on TikTok made this apple dance, which is like, it's a very simple, like, little hand, side to side, and then you make an apple, and then you like crack the apple, and then the movements are very simple, and it got very, very popular to the point where Charlie like includes it as part of her show, and she like calls up people to like do the, like, I forgot what she names them, like apple cuties
The
or something. I
cuties?
forgot what,
Yeah.
something like
The
that.
cuties.
Yeah, and then they'll come and do the dance, and that dance has been licensed in like at least one game. I don't know if Fortnite's the game though or not. And I know the creator is currently like suing Roblox for using it without it finishing. Like they were in conversation, but they kind of like did it early and like whatever. But why did I bring this up? Right, the point is you can make Vegeta do dumb dances. So it's like the greatest mix of like serious and dumb. Like I'm so blue that I never like went back to pick up Ariana Grande to get like Ariana Grande with gun. So like I went back and I got Sabrina Carpenter because I'm like, I don't play this game really anymore, but if I ever want to, I want to be able to give Sabrina Carpenter a gun. So I went back in, I got the crew, which is like they have a subscription that's like 10 or 12 bucks a month. And you get like everything that they have, plus like a certain amount of V-Bucks, plus like, certain things have certain skins or whatever. So the most I paid for a skin is probably still only like, I don't know, the 5 to 10-ish bucks or whatever that Fortnite charges for like specific skins. Though also the way Fortnite does it, it's often like part of a pack, like a special skin like that is usually part of a pack. So it's like, well, to get Sabrina, you need to have like, I think the music pack or something. I don't know what any of these things are anymore. I'm just like, I went to the game and I was like, give me Sabrina. And they're like, this is how you can get her. I was like, thank you. Exactly. I'm like, I will try to cancel this before 30 days is over because I haven't played in like 8 months or something. But yeah, when I dropped the 70 on Fortnite, I'm like, this is a little extreme. But also, I've played at least like 130 hours of Fortnite. It's like, yeah, like I'm going to justify it by being like, I'm not just buying stuff. I'm supporting developers. What really, I'm just buying stuff, to be honest. But I can act like I'm supporting the developers, which I technically am. So that's the most I've spent. What about
Fortnite
y'all?
really is like the be all end all of like video game cosmetics.
Have you
like
seen the
I feel
list
like if
of
you're a
skins?
modern day brand, like if you're a
Scroll for
modern day
hours.
brand, you literally don't exist unless you're in Fortnite, like to children, right? Like you don't exist, like that's why they have to add all of the old stuff like Star Wars and stuff because they're like, look kids,
The old stuff like
Star Wars.
Every man
the
who
guy
was
from
listening to
Fortnite.
this was like, oh. Star Wars.
Is there like a
Funnily
master
enough-
list of
Oh my
Fortnite? Because I
gosh,
agree,
there is.
Fortnite is like the.
There is,
like,
and I had
the
to use
gold
it to make
standard.
a question in a quiz that'll be coming
Oh,
up.
okay.
So I had to
Ooh.
reference
Funnily
Wait.
enough, the anime stuff like anime and music are like my big things that get me in Fortnite because I feel like I did end up watching Frieren recently and I love that anime, and if they put Frieren in Fortnite, I would literally like pay anything. I'd pay anything to have Frieren in Fortnite.
Do the
and
anime ones
they
not
know
look
that.
a little weird? Like,
I don't like the way they do anime entirely.
They also do,
the
like-
Is it
cell
because like they
shading.
look like they don't exist in the world? Because that aspect is true. It's like an
Yeah.
uncanny. It's like a weird. It's like it kind of looks like you're in a collage, but I don't mind that.
The other stupid thing
but they
is-
do look strange compared to the rest
there's
of the art
Snoop
style.
Dogg dressed as Santa. Not only are you Snoop Dogg,
awesome.
you're specifically Snoop Dogg dressed as Santa.
And that's
Well, there's like Mariah Carey, like
Mariah
Christmas
Carey's
Mariah
in there.
Carey's in
Mariah
there.
Carey's
Like,
Mariah Carey's
time.
there, yeah.
They had a whole thing about that. I hate when they have like
That was a
they
good
put
one.
they put Peter Griffin in, but then they're like, okay, well he can't be fat because all of them have to be the same
The
shape for like the
hitboxes,
hitboxes. So he's just like ripped Peter Griffin. It's like, why are we even
Yeah,
doing
I
that
hate,
then?
I hate that.
Yeah,
I don't like
stupid.
Rick Peter Griffin.
That one's funny. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Because he says, I like
You
that
don't
one.
think
scares me.
It is, but it's so stupid.
It is stupid.
It's yeah.
It's so stupid, it's
so
hilarious.
dumb and like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks it's funny.
What was the other?
but-
They did something. They did that for someone else who was fat. All the fat. Everyone who's fat gets an Ozempic boost and
It
then
gets
put on
smooshed, yeah.
Fortnite. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
God, this list is huge. I'm just on, I think, the official Fortnite site.
It's satisfying to go through. They have like it's very
And
organized.
I don't know if they actually
Yeah,
I don't know
bring
if
it
they
up.
actually bring them back. Maybe like I think there
So-
are some that are just
sometimes,
exclusive.
but
Some of them you can't
they
ever
are
get
pretty-
again.
They are pretty
'Cause of
exclusive. Like I know
licensing.
Ariana is kind of exclusive, but I think she came back one time.
Yeah.
But I'm like too lazy to like hunt for like any like re-up, so I'm just like, you know what? Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. You know, like whatever. But yeah, they are a little bit. Definitely, if you want like especially a specialty skin like that, like a skin of a person, rather than like, you know, obviously there are people that like certain other like characters in Fortnite and their skins for like non-people skins or like like known characters, like known IP. I just pick stuff that like looks cute or fun. So I have like a girl that has like roller skates or like random variations of like emo girls, and then like, oh, okay, I'm gonna wear my like Halloween emo outfit for like this thing. And it's kind of fun in that you can do like moods, or if you and your friends all have the same ones, like, oh, let's all wear our Spider-Man like costumes,
Can match.
and then we're all gonna go in there. Yeah, like you can have like a fun synergy. And it's also like, and I'm curious if this happens to y'all like in other games, but there are like when I was like playing Fortnite, I forgot what skin it was. It was like one of maybe the Naruto skins that came out. Some of the anime skins, I'm like, when I see someone with an anime skin, like I know I can't play the game and I'm just wearing my anime skin for vibes. But some of these other like anime skin players, I'm like, run the other way. You
Oh,
see
yeah.
somebody, you see Naruto here, you run the other way because I don't know.
If
they're
I
on
see
something
this
else.
guy,
Like,
I run the other way. Peely. I feel like anyone who wears the banana outfit is insane at the game.
yeah, does that happen in like any other competitive spaces that y'all see where there's certain skins that like
100%.
signal?
I think
okay,
so,
this person's
yeah.
like
100%.
Especially
a
the ones
pro.
that like signal that they've played for a long time.
Yep.
Like they've been around. Like some of the old like League of Legends skins, I'm like, oh, I would have been like, oh no, he's got like the early release skin. Run.
Dead by Daylight had that where Steve and Nancy from Stranger Things were only available for a little while, and then they got removed for licensing, and then there was like years and years went by to the point that when you saw Steve or Nancy, you were like, oh, because you knew they were like an early Dead by Daylight player, and you're like, oh no. But then they brought it back, so now it's less of a thing. But there was a few solid years there where if I saw Steve or Nancy, I wanted to quit like before the game started. Genuinely.
Well,
Yeah,
and
again, I
when
think-
you see people with no skin, I'm like, oh, they don't play this character. Like easy win. You know,
or
like
they're
when you
the
see
best of all
someone out there
time.
no skin, yeah, or they just like don't care. But I feel like usually I'm like, okay, no skin. I guess someone like picked their main or whatever.
no
Yeah.
skin in the game.
I
you
don't
know?
love when it's cell shady. I think that's the weird, like, yeah, they add like a
Yeah, and I could see why that's like not appealing to me.
Kelsey,
I don't mind
you
the
love
self-savedness
the
of the
Peter
things, but they do.
Griffin.
It's so stupid.
Your smile got so big when I put him on the screen. You were like,
It's funny
That's your
every
boyfriend.
time. That's
Kelsey
my
likes-
boyfriend.
Kelsey likes Peter Griffin.
Yeah, just flip to random Fortnite skins and be like, that one's your boyfriend. No, he's not. Ew.
This
he's
one's your
gross.
boyfriend. Arkon.
Wait, but he's actually
Yeah.
cool.
This one's your boyfriend. There's so many, it's like not even funny. Like I can't even, my
there's too
brain
many.
can't focus on any of these. There's a pickle.
Yeah, I feel
Endless
like I've
things.
just
Now they
been
brought
scrolling
shoes in. It's
for
like, yeah,
hours.
you'll never be done.
No, they added Adventure Time, but then like Finn doesn't look right. He's like weirdly long, and I think they had to make Jake like stretchy. Yeah, like that looks wrong.
Yeah.
that looks
Yeah,
stupid.
Jake's legs are real long.
Bubblegum looks good. It just
Yeah, just like the fact that you can give like Princess Bubblegum an AK-47, like that's just good
pretty
gaming.
great.
Like
That's
you know what
pretty
I
great.
mean?
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's like these Fortnite creates what you usually can only get in the mod scene, and that's what I like about
That's
it.
a good.
One of the
That's,
things I
that's a
like.
good point.
comparison. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually a great comparison. Yeah, because like there's Final Fantasy VII, like Sailor Moon, but like you need to
Oh my
mod
God.
it, right? If you want to make Cloud look like Sailor Moon, you have to mod the entire game.
Yeah, this is just, it's a little more accessible, and it makes it like I've always thought all of those mods were very funny, but I have not once gone through the effort of being like, I'm gonna play Skyrim as Thomas the Tank Engine or whatever. Like, even though that sounds funny, I'm not like I'm not gonna put in that effort. So I'm glad there are at least a couple of games just making it silly now. Call of Duty is doing this too now, right? Like
oh yeah, they had Nicki Minaj
weird
in there.
collaborations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy
I
lives in
imagine
the
it's
same
fun.
city I live in.
Who is this?
How am I supposed to tell if some of
No
these are real
comment.
people or not?
This is a real person, and I have no comment on him or if I like him or not. That's all I'll say. No comment.
That's your boyfriend.
No! Bender's my boyfriend. Bender Bending Rodriguez. They got his full Christian name in there.
That's really funny that they have his full name.
It's fascinating that
Does anyone else have a big like price point on skins they've purchased or like currency they've gotten?
The biggest single purchase I made was I bought a mount in Final Fantasy XIV that looked like a Lotus patch, and it was like $20.
Let's look at
Yeah.
it. Lotus.
It was
patch?
expensive, but I've bought a lot of the Final Fantasy XIV cosmetics because they're usually like they go on sale a lot. They go on sale pretty cheaply, and you can
Sarah,
wear them
this
when
is
you're like level 1 in the game.
$24.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you know, inflation has come for us all.
No, I think this is probably the same price as when it was
Yeah,
originally
inflation has
sold.
come
Why is it
for
not like
everyone.
lit up? Oh, it's because I have to decline cookies. No. This is
is where I don't-
$24. I think you
Is it,
lied.
Is
oh,
it-
I see. I was gonna say, is it
USD?
Canadian?
No,
It
it's
does say
American.
USD.
I'll turn the music
This is
off.
where I start to lose, because like I really do not mind. You know, these are called microtransactions, right? But I feel like they've gotten to the point now where they are not
Yeah,
micro.
$20 is not micro.
That is not
That's
micro.
not micro.
I will
It's a
very
macro
happily.
transaction.
I will happily pay $1 to sometimes $5 for cosmetics. But once we're at the like $10+ mark, like, I mean, and I think that's why Infinity Nikki is effective on me, is because I can be like, I'm spending $5 and I'll definitely get some new pieces, but like I didn't actually get exactly what I wanted most of the time. But yeah, I have totally spent money on cosmetics in games like multiple times, but I can't do it beyond like a few bucks.
But that rush
that
of
rush
when you
is
like
crazy.
when you equip it.
And you
Oh
play
my
that
god!
first
Like
match.
get out of here.
$25 though? Like I
Yeah,
can
but
buy
here's
a
the
real wig like this for $25.
Here's the thing though,
I can do a
$25
whole
and
life
buy the
cycle
mount.
transaction.
I know we all live in different places, so like obviously things cost different things in different places. But I went out to I got 2 coffees and 2 pastries at a bakery cafe, whatever. The total, like once you like tip, and we tipped, I don't know, a couple bucks, 15%, something like that, like $20. That's gone. I ate and drank those things days ago, you know? And also, was it like
Yeah.
the best croissant ever? Yes, absolutely. Like, shout to them. But it's like, that's, you know, like you kind of get nickel and dimed in life already. And here it's like, I can have that joy of this thing. And I think unlike other things in life, like kind of like an argument for spending money on digital stuff, because I think for a lot of people, there is that conversation of like, this is a little dumb because it's not even real, right? Like you can't use it or whatever. How many times have we've all done it? You buy a shirt or a dress or an outfit, you don't really get that much wear out of it, you know? So it's like, at least with the cosmetic and game, if it's a game you're really playing, we have to start looking at it as cost per wear on the cosmetic.
But you don't also do that in games? Because there'll be times where I get a cool cosmetic in a game and I'm like, I'm going to use this all the time. And then like the next update in 2 weeks makes me be like, I'm never going to touch this again.
New skin comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that could happen. Yeah, you're not wrong. All right. Well, you spent the $12 is gone. It's nice. You have like a nice flower to ride.
I do that, Janet. I go, this is like a chocolate bar. Like I try to equate it to like something that I could eat really fast and I buy all the time without thinking.
Yeah, but my issue is like I'll be like, this is just like a couple coffees, and then I'll still drink those couple coffees.
Yeah, that's all I can
Right.
get rid of.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. Like,
you're
let me find
swapping
my
them out.
joy. You know, let me find my joy. Let me have my little trinkets.
I think it's kind of nice too about like, because we were talking about like the Labubus and like real life trinkets and things that are fun to have. And I love seeing like a cute thing and having it in real life. Like I've been wanting to get into Miffy because I think Miffy looks really cute. But I've been like kind of holding back on like buying that stuff because it's like, okay, I only have so much space. I need to stop buying crap and putting crap everywhere. But in a video game, there's endless space because it's digital space. So it's like I can fun buy a frontier. bunch of crap. Like, yeah, it really is. It's like my Animal Crossing house, fun, jam-packed, barely loading. My real house, jam-packed, not as fun. Not as fun when it's jam-packed because you have to actually move in that space in real life. But in my game, I am free because I am full of trinkets and items, and I sit amongst a throne of my own making. You know?
If I ever had to like look at Nikki's closet, an Infinity Nikki, that would be horrible. Like, can you imagine having to actually like reckon
just
with
be
the amount of
stuffed.
clothes that you have in a digital space? No, thank you.
No.
If they ever
take
added
that challenge.
microtransactions to the main Animal Crossing game to buy like furniture sets, I
Oh my
fear I would be
God.
done.
I mean, that's
for.
what Happy
I'm
Home
so-
Decorator kind of was.
Yeah, I mean that's basically kind of what it was. But
Yeah.
if they added like drops, you know, like we're releasing like the Crystal Princess Butterfly collection, I'd be like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart.
Yeah.
I
I
guess
am
it's just fun
so
about, like,
worried that's where Animal Crossing is going. That like that just
know.
is going to be the case.
I don't think they're modern enough to like do it.
No,
do
Which
that
is
with-
like
I think
finally
because the
Nintendo's
mobile
stubbornness
game-
pays us a lot, like helps us
Yeah.
out because they're so against doing anything, and like literally like part of their like vibe is we don't want to be like everybody else. So even if another idea is good or like profitable, they're like, yeah, but like that's like what they do. Like we're different. It's like, what's your idea? They're like, we don't have
company
one.
would do it. Like
Yes.
any other game company would do it. Nintendo can't figure it out.
And
They
honestly,
won't
I've
be
been
able to
wanting.
figure it out.
I think the past stuff is a nice in between. I know it's like we're all really tired of having like a million subscriptions, and I do think the world has become too subscription based, and it makes it really difficult to I think engage with stuff. But at the same time, it is kind of nice when you have like an ongoing game. Like again, Fortnite has like the crew as like, hey, you just want to have some V-Bucks there, your little V-Buck allowance. You want the passes, boom, $12 a month. You don't got to think about it. Or maybe it's 10. I forget how much it is, even though I just bought it like a few days ago. And I already
Games
forgot
that
how much it
have
costs.
really named their currency have it made. Like the fact that children go, I want V-Bucks is
Yeah.
just
Or
a
Robux.
testament to their marketing. Yeah, exactly. It's essentially
And they also,
real
like-
now.
Stuff is always like a little, which this drives me crazy because it works so well. I hate how things are always like just enough money that you can't like, you know, there'll be like 3 packs of V-Bucks, right? And they're like, if you buy the cheapest one, you actually don't have enough to get what you want.
Oh, they do.
And then
do
the
it.
You
most
want to just spend
expensive
$80,
one has, like,
and that's
the
why I
best
spent $8 on
discount on
trunks,
it.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's why I
was
put
like,
$100
have to
into
give-
Infinity Nikki, because you got like X amount of gems.
What are you
free.
talking
I was
about?
like, well, this is a-
$24
this is
for
a-
your Lotus. It's the $100 in Infinity Nikki that's your big purchase.
Yeah, but the Infinity Nikki I can spend on whatever I want.
that's still
And I
a
still
way
get
that's
bigger
discount.
purchase.
That's just for Stellarites,
That's an
I
investment.
assume, not
Yeah.
for like individual things.
Just for one
Yeah.
item.
Yeah, it's true. I've
Do
also
you still
bought-
have a bunch of money left from that?
I
or
have a bunch of them. I'm just kind of sitting on it and waiting. And like if
I thought
I
you were gonna say you
need to
spent it all on
roll,
us.
if it's like running out of time and I need to like complete a gotcha outfit, I can like dip into my
Your
my fund,
savings.
my Infinity Nikki savings.
My biggest purchase, and this one's a little bit more valid. Let me know. Not more valid than all of yours, but I mean in
What are you trying to
general.
say? What are you trying to say, Haley?
Mine's better than all yours choices.
Mine is
Here's
actually
why.
morally superior.
Mine
in every
actually-
way.
$80 for
It's
trunks.
worth
Good
it.
luck chopping that.
So, in Dead by Daylight, when you buy a skin,
okay.
you also unlock like 4 new abilities that you can then attach to any other skin you want. So it's not just that you're buying the skin, you're also buying 4 perks that I could then attach to
But
any.
that's such like a slippery
That's
slope.
worse.
Because
Why is it
some
worse?
perks are better than others. You're just buying like
But then,
better
like-
gameplay.
Yeah, we're not talking about cosmetics anymore. We're talking about pay to win.
But it's also
Yeah.
a cool skin. So when I bought the Alan Wake skin, I got 4 new perks that I could use on my other characters like Bill from Left 4 Dead.
And are the perks like better than the free perks?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some of them that are quite literally so meta that you need to have them. Otherwise, you're throwing.
Haley's literally levitating over everybody.
Not the Alan
All the
Wake
poor
ones
people.
though. But not the Alan Wake ones though. Like the Alan Wake ones are kind of mid.
I do it just for the love of Alan Wake.
And then I also bought the Rose. Like you buy Alan Wake, and then it lets you buy Saga or Rose as like sub skins. And then I further bought the
Wait,
Rose.
so you have to buy Alan Wake first, and then it unlocks the ability to buy other skins?
Yes,
I'm sorry, this sounds like the worst one so far.
but you.
You're in a pyramid scheme, I fear.
But then
If I get one of my friends to buy Alan Wake, then I can buy Saga. And then...
it's even worse too, because like some characters are dead ass quieter than other ones, like they're breathing and stuff. So like really meta people will play like the character who breathes the quietest, and then buy all the other ones to get their
That
best
doesn't
perks
make
on
any
that
sense. Wait, who's like the loudest breather?
Oh my
The
God.
free skins?
Bill is
And does
so
it feel
loud.
like more accurate?
Not even like when Bill runs, he's like, and like I play killer mostly, so I hear a Bill and I go, "There's a Bill nearby."
You're like, Bill,
but
my
then
old friend.
who's kind of quiet? Claudette is pretty quiet. I think she's pretty quiet. But everyone else is kind of
Do you
medium
pay
style.
for women to shut up? Is what you're telling me.
No, that sounds
Wow.
awful, Kelsey. Just putting it that way. You pay.
Just be a little quieter.
You
Just
pay
a little quieter.
for fun, and you pay to win. That's
Yeah,
the
you literally
difference.
are paying to win.
Yeah,
which is
a little
kind of
bit.
funny. I had no idea that I'm not familiar with Dead by Daylight outside of like vaguely knowing what it is and knowing some people that play it. So I had no idea that it was so like.
You can also unlock
Pay
them
to
a lot
winny.
other ways. Like they also have every
it's like
week
a battle pass.
Yeah, there's battle. Well, no, you don't get the perks to the battle pass. It's just outfits. But every week they have 4 different perks that show up, and you can buy them with currency that you earn by playing the game. So then it's kind of like you could check in once a week and be like, oh, like there's one perk called Decisive Strike, which is considered like one of the best perks in the game, and like you would just check and see if it's like to be purchased this week and not have to buy
This feels like a job.
the character who like comes with that perk, who's Laura Strode, I think, from Halloween.
I fear
That's a
I
lot.
cannot
As
unknow.
you're
I'm
talking
going
about
to
it,
look
do
at
you
Dead by
realize it's not
Daylight
good?
much differently after this moment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
I
fun.
didn't
We should
realize
all
that
play
the
it
Dead
at
by
Halloween.
Daylight streamers are like whales, basically.
Oh my god!
Like,
To get all the Dead by Daylight items would cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So much, but you don't need them. There's a lot of like
the
most
boo of the game.
most perks are bad, and like the new
Hey.
character will come out, and you're just like, oh, whatever.
I don't need it.
But it costs
That's
quite
rough.
a lot to get enough of the in-game whatevers to buy the Alan Wake skin. It was like too much money, I won't say.
So yeah,
think
wait.
my-
Did you even say how much you spent?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
I strategically
how
did
much
not.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I remember it being very annoying because I needed to spend $50 in order to have enough of the things to get it, because I was like 50 short if I didn't do that to get him and the
That-
rose skin.
Haley, that
I
is the
fear-
cost of a video game.
Yeah.
Wait, it was just for
What's
those
your
skins,
point?
though?
I had
So
I had some left over.
I have no place to judge because while I have never dropped a lot of money on like a single thing, I am absolutely in the like, what's $5 more? It's just $5.
Yeah.
Then I
Do you
can,
see how
I
much
can
you
afford
totally
another
have spent
$5.
on
I
communicating?
don't know how much I have spent on just various games because I never question $5. So if I'm always spending in $5 increments, then I mean,
See, I'm kind of like a big lump summy girl or nothing at all.
Yeah, same.
I'm like,
I think that's smarter.
do you think?
But I feel better about myself because I feel like I'm
I would
never
rather
actually
be-
spending very much money.
Because, yeah, it's like, I've played 1,000-something hours of Dead by Daylight. I've played that game since 2016. I put so much time. And yes, I did pay for that game. It wasn't free. I think it was like $60 when I bought it or something. It's like, okay, they've earned a little tip. It's like tipping the barista.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, like, you don't have to, defend your. I feel like we all live in glass houses at the moment.
Yeah, we do. We do be living in
I will not be throwing.
Yeah, but
any
Trunks is in my
stones.
glass house, so I don't know. I feel like it's a better house. Though your flower thing sounded cool too. And Haley, I'm sure if I played Dead by Daylight, I'd be buying, I don't know, Dave the killer or whatever.
The killers are
Or
fun
his
because
squeaky shoes.
when you buy a new killer, it has a whole, like, the survivors are all the exact same and you can move their perks around. So it's like kind of whatever when you buy a survivor besides like getting their perks. But with killers, they'll have a whole different kit. Like the alien from, Alien plays so different from Michael Myers. Like they each do like completely different stuff, but you have to buy them in order to like play them. But it is really fun when you buy a new killer and then it's like, it's like a whole new way to play this game now that I've
I've
played
only
for a bunch
played
of hours.
a little bit of Dead by Daylight, but like the Michael Myers killer, that's the one where he has to stare at you for a little bit, right?
You stalk, yeah.
I hate to say it, like when I get picked by him, I feel like I'm such a pick me. I'm like, oh my god.
It's
You should
kind of
stare at me.
hot.
Why is it kind of giving like flirtation vibes? Like
It's
you
like-
see him across the way and it plays like the dunk, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, he's coming for me.
The further he is, the quicker it
Wait,
fills
how-
up too. So he'll be like across the map staring at you, and it fills up twice as fast than when he's like right beside you.
Bro!
So he'll back up like a lot of ways and just be like staring from across the map, and the little bar goes up really fast.
It's giving like I see you across the bar. Like, are you gonna come talk to me?
It kind of does. Him and Ghostface. Look up Ghostface's Mori, and you'll go.
Oh, not the ghost face.
Oh, It's pretty
Oh my God,
sexy.
mask talk?
Halloween.
Is this how we
Do
get
you
to
guys know,
talk
like-
about mask talk?
No.
Yeah, is this the mask talk? Halloween, like Spirit Halloween, like sells out of those ghost face masks.
Oh my
every
God.
year.
Ugh,
and it's
I know
not for
people are-
Halloween
It
costumes.
does it
vile
for, it
for
does
those
it for
ghost
me.
face masks.
Well, I got roasted by Ben because I said the stormtroopers are hot when they come up to you at Disneyland, and he was like, "They're not."
No, but yeah,
I'm like,
they are.
They're sexy.
Okay, whoa. Okay, hold on.
They got the mask on. I don't
Here's
know
the
who's
thing.
there.
I saw those clips from like because it's Disney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like Disneyland gets away with more than Disney World does. Like I feel like Disneyland, I've seen those characters do some wild stuff. Disney World, I feel like that's like corpo Disney's watching you. But the clips on TikTok from like people being like, "What's with the stormtroopers like rizzing people up at the park?" And then you see the clip and it's like,
They riz.
whoa, this is
Yeah.
basically
you
like
guys
this is a
see
bachelorette party. Like this
The
is
Universal
wild.
Studios Death Eaters.
oh yeah, the Dementors or whatever. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
They're the
asking,
same.
What they like? So the Death Eaters, like, they're like asking you if you're on the dark side, but they'll like back you into a wall, and they have their
Yeah.
like hot boy masks on, and like there's one where he's
Yeah.
like got his arm up.
my
I'm sorry,
God.
I would.
What's that called
I would
again?
be
You always
weak.
know the name for that.
Kabedon.
Mask talk.
It's called Kabedon
Kabedon. When they have
because
the arm
Kabe means
thing.
wall in
Yeah.
Japanese, and then don is the sound it makes when they slam their hand next to your
Okay,
head.
Don.
the little like,
So it's
mhm.
like Kabedon.
That's amazing. A mask does it for me. I don't know what to tell you. The Mandalorian, bang. Master Chief would bang. All the storm.
the mask
any
stays on.
stormtrooper
Is it-
bang.
Is it just like
It's a
it could be
mystery.
anyone under there, so they have to be hot?
Yeah, it's kind of like whatever you want that person to look like is what they look like. And you're just like, perfect. That's who I want to sleep with.
So are you
That's who I am.
actually like imagining something under the mask though, or
Not
are
even.
you?
It's like an ethereal, like perfect
No,
person.
you're with
under
the
there.
mask.
It's just like it's like
Yeah.
a feeling of like it's something that I know I would like.
Yeah.
It's like the mystery.
Okay.
Like who is it?
Yeah, it's a
I don't
mystery
know.
thing. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. I have a
It's gotcha.
tangential.
Wait, it's just human gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah. Wait, I have a tangentially related question. Our MinnMax company head Ben Hansen. We know him.
We know him.
Boom. He posted this on Blue Sky and said I have some questions. It was the clip from the Britney Spears video where she's making out with the guy and then pulls off his mask, and it turns out he's like more stereotypically hot. Like before he's kind of just like a random dude, and then he's like a hot dude. Yeah, what is happening here? This is like mask talk, but if you could see someone's face before. I put it in the Slack if you wanted to pull
Okay,
it up.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
This happened 6 days ago. I'm chronically online, so I see everything Ben posts on Blue Sky. And he said, "What's happening here?" And I'm wondering, why did he post this? He posted at 7:53 a.m. my time. I don't know what's going
Wait,
on.
okay, so this is. I feel like this very specifically is Britney Spears.
it's the
turning
video where she's
someone
on
hotter?
the plane.
I think she's just saying
Yeah, video
she's
she's on the
like
plane.
she is so in control of the universe. She just turned this random dude hot for herself.
Yeah.
Why
why
did he
isn't
post
that?
this? I'm gonna ask him.
No, but
Why
he
did
had
he-
us the
yeah.
question.
Why did you post this?
I'm 6 days ago. God, what? It's gonna drive me crazy too. What music video was that? When she was on the plane?
Isn't this
Toxic? That's what I
Toxic?
thought. It was Toxic. Yeah.
What the shit?
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, is Ben just like watching Toxic on?
At
knows
8
what
a.m. in
Ben
the
does in
morning,
his
which
free
in his
time?
defense
Look
is
at
10
Ben's
a.m. his
social
time.
media.
Oh my
It's 10 a.m.
god!
Well, everything else is just work. Like I dug through a bunch of like promotional clips
Aw.
to find. Every now and then he reveals what's actually going on inside, and this was one of the questions that he had in his soul. I wanted to see if we could answer.
He's
it.
writing such nice things
Wow.
about us. Look, he said when he watched the clip of Kelsey crying, getting her Game Boy Advance from last episode, it made him cry. And then he said, "Bonus pod is good," reposting us. Look at how nice he is to us.
Aw.
Aww.
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's
we
just to
can't-
bury his weird like Britney Spears questions. Like don't fall for it, Haley. That's what he wants.
What an ally. He's brave. Don't fall for it.
But yeah. So the point is, the masks have always been a thing, and I thought of this with our conversation. But
So Kelsey, you're not a mask girl? You don't get the appeal?
It's not a like automatically that's hot. Like Master Chief I get, but like that feels like a he's obviously hot under there situation.
But you
Like,
don't
you
know
couldn't just,
that.
like,
he's
me-
not
That's
hot
the
under there.
trick.
He's too military.
That's the trick.
Ew.
Is like you
He's
thinking
at
he's
least, like-
obviously hot is a trick of your mind.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. But you couldn't give me like, I don't know. You can't just put any dude in a mask and me be like, obviously, that's hot under there.
No, you're obviously
know.
running the risk of
I think
pulling the
appeal-
non-secret rare or whatever. But
Look, I'm
It's
I'm
so
not one of the
happened
people
was-
buying the Scream mask from Spirit Halloween.
Yeah.
However, I think the appeal point is that it's like an additional layer of objectification, I think, is kind of what's going on psychologically, where it's like you're all like mask and body. That's like kind of the vibe.
You're nothing
as
to
well.
me.
So I think that's it's like it's the depersonalization. And look,
Yeah.
I'm just observing society. I'm not saying if this is right or wrong. I'm just a passive observer of society.
like, do you ever have a
Well,
dream
the TikTok.
and you're hooking up with somebody and you wake up and you're like, I don't even know who I just
No,
hooked up with
Haley!
in my dream.
Oh my god, could you stop bragging about your sex dreams to
No,
us all the time?
I'm telling
Haley
you, this
literally-
isn't a specific
Haley
one.
Literally DMs us and she's like, had sex with Ichiban last night. And I was like, no, we cannot control our dreams to that extent.
I'm not
Haley.
saying it was Ichiban. I'm saying sometimes it's just like an ethereal nothing person, but you know that you slept with someone in your dream. You're like, who was that? You can't remember.
know.
That's what
No,
it
I
feels
have
like.
anxiety in my dreams. I don't have cool stuff like that happen.
well, I
I'm
mostly
just
have
like,
I had a
anxiety.
dream that I was getting married, but I forgot to buy shoes. And I was
Oh
just
my
wearing
God.
socks. And I was like, what happened to
I
my
lose my
shoes?
passport in my dreams and forget my tests.
I think that it's still school, and I have missed all my classes, and it's exam tomorrow, and I'm freaking out. That happens quite
Yeah.
frequently. And my
still get that one,
sister,
too.
my sister is choking or something, and I'm trying to dial 911, and I can't hit the numbers.
God.
That's a classic one.
Oh,
And you're like
yeah, I hate the
nine.
one where you like
One.
can't do the
I've
thing
never
that
had
should
one
be
of
very
those.
easy.
It's the worst. You're like, just clear your
I
mind
always
and
have
press
I can't
911.
turn on the lights.
Oh.
Like something's happening and it's dark, and like no matter what I do, I cannot like whether the like switch isn't working, like I just can't turn on the lights, and
And
it's
it's
not because the
so-
lights are broken.
It's so dark
That's
you can't
crazy.
figure out who you're sleeping with in the dream.
Okay.
That makes sense. I know I'm on track and I
Um,
understand what you mean.
So the point is, people probably want to get Ghostface in Dead by Daylight
Yeah,
because
he's sexy.
of mask talk,
Yeah.
which I sent in our Slack, like
Well,
one
then
of
Matthew
the many
Lillard might be under
Death
there.
Eater, like Death Eater Riz videos from Universal Studios. There's like so many of these. But anyway, something else that Kelsey had asked was what our ideal way to get the cosmetics are. For me, my ideal way is to
Janet,
do a side
sometimes I
quest.
ask a question and no one, we just talk
we're
about
all
Laboon
we're
or
slowly
whatever.
we're slowly working back. I think doing a side quest and getting rewarded for the side quest, especially when, and that's maybe just because I'm playing Claire Obscure and that's their structure for a lot of the cosmetics. I like that element because I already like doing side quests anyway, but I'll definitely be doing them if I know I get like a funky little hat or
I like that
something.
too.
So I'm like, oh, and I think it's super fun. Like in Claire, they often, not always, but they often tie the side quest to like a thematically relevant costume. So like the one in the Gestural Village has like a funky clown looking outfit thing. And I'm
Patchwork.
like, this makes sense because this is what they're made. Yeah, the little patchwork thing. This is like what they're made out of. I think I pulled it up somewhere. I might have closed the tab. Oh, actually, I do have it somewhere that I can send in Slack.
I like
'cause it
the ones
looks
that you have
silly.
to work for, right? Like in MMOs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I also hate it because I have to work for it.
You know what I
You know,
hate?
well,
is-
Sometimes I
Once I
can't
have
do the
it-
work,
Yeah.
and then I'm mad.
yeah.
Like,
I hate the ones
there's
that-
one in. Oh, go ahead.
just the ones that make you go watch Twitch streams is what I was going to say. That
Oh, like the
pisses me
drops.
off.
The
Yeah,
drops.
no, I
Yeah.
don't want to do
those
drops.
aren't
I
too
don't do-
bad for me. I always watch Twitch.
Ugh, I just never.
Yeah, that's fair.
I refuse.
There's some background thing where you have to connect everything though, and I've just never gotten around to do it, and I just don't want to.
I know, like I'm lazy, and then I'm like, I also
Yeah.
don't like the idea of you like. I don't like tying into real life too much. Like,
Yeah.
watch this thing. I was like, whoa, what are you, my mom? Like, I'm not doing this.
Why are you
Like,
watching me? Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well, usually
telling
those
me what to
cosmetics
do,
aren't that
and then
good
they give me
anyways.
something. I'm like,
It'll be
Yeah.
like a Twitch thing.
Be like a
Like
Yeah.
in Baldur's
Keychain
Gate
for
3,
your
it was
gun.
like purple. It was like purple something. It's not that, usually not that
There's
great.
a lot of Overwatch ones, and it'll just be like, yeah, a keychain for your gun or something stupid.
I
yeah, when I can't do it, though, I do get upset.
I love little tchotchkes in real life. I really dislike them in video games because you can't see them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you really don't actually see them that much. And, like, I think Monster Hunter Wilds came with, like, the special edition came with some, like, extra stuff you could put on your Sacred, but, like, you don't ever see it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a cute idea. And then I'm like, I've never once, like, noticed what I'm what I've equipped there.
Yeah.
It's too tiny.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like the devil's also kind of in the details. I think it depends on if it's like a bonus cosmetic or something that you really have to fight for. Because I wouldn't want to fight for something I can't see. But like back to Infinity Nikki, like I feel like the, one that's a dress-up game, so it's obviously going to lean more hyper-specific in the cosmetics. But just the fact that you can be very detailed, even though you might not see everything, it's kind of like fitting in with like
when
the
you're taking
imagined
pictures,
lore.
though.
Yeah, but sometimes you like depending on if you have hair that covers your ears, like you don't fully see the earrings, but like it's part of just the feeling of being kitted out more than seeing it. Like just knowing, I think what is it? This isn't really a cosmetic because it has an in-game purpose, but Haley, like in Alan Wake, you can have like the charms or something that like it's like a good luck bracelet, like that Saga gets or something like that. Like you don't see that, but like just knowing it's there, I'm like, that's kind of nice and cute and like a little thing. I think that's what helps with like the gun charms, at least in like usually those are FPSs. So it's like, okay, when I raise my gun, I'll kind of maybe see that I have like
it's more for
a
you,
labubu hanging from my gun, but not really.
It's for you and the kill cam. Yeah. So and if you kill someone and they look back, having like the little
but then I have to
salt.
kill someone, and that's not going to happen a lot. So
you kill
it's
people.
just a wasted thing.
What do you mean?
Kill people, yeah.
Not enough.
You're good at it.
All the time.
I'm not good at it.
Stop doubting yourself.
It's like it's like Monster Hunter, right? Had like the best outfits are from like the hardest monsters, and it's like we can't keep doing this.
That's why you play.
I feel like at least in Rise so far, it's been very fair. Like I've not.
Yeah.
I have actually kind of gotten bored with it a little bit because it's so fair this time around.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
But like
grinding
fair, like
super
it's
hard
still
for
you might have
anything.
to fight it like 4 times, but it's way
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than what it used to be. Like you still have to put in the work, but it used to be just like the percent drop rates were so low on some of those like gems or
It's literally
specific things off
gotcha
the
mechanic
monsters.
in there, built in a way. Kill it.
I
drops an
guess
item.
I feel like everything like
Everything's
like,
a-
anything
RNG
that has
is
a
just
percent,
gotcha.
percent anything RNG is gotcha.
It's true.
My Blueprints is a gotcha game. That's wild.
And I'm always
Here's this
not
living room. Oh my
pulling.
god, I pulled the living room.
It kind of is.
It's
It
beautiful.
kind of is.
Revelation.
Yeah, that
Okay.
aquarium's
You guys,
just a labubu.
My hair's
Make
dry.
your characters. Do you make yourselves? Like when you start a game, base game, it's like Monster Hunter, Oblivion, like any of those base games where you make a character. Do you make yourself or do you have like a go-to look?
like a version of myself that I aspire to be.
Myself, if I was like super hot,
Same.
Exactly.
What do you guys mean if?
could do whatever I wanted with my hair.
But I
No,
guess you mean,
I-
yeah, I also just
I
dye my hair.
usually-
Myself if my hair is colored.
Yeah, I usually do that, but like in this last Monster Hunter, I just thought like I don't know. I think I like was cycling through some of the presets, and there was like a kind of old lady, and I was like, I wonder how old of a lady I can make this look. And then I was just I really liked the idea of like a super old lady who was this
Nice.
badass taking down monsters, and I was like, okay, I think I'm actually gonna do that.
It's fun
this
to
time.
headcon
But, like, that's-
things. Yeah, like that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Well, that's not like
And
a
that's way
normal thing.
cooler.
And then
'Cause, like, there's
in
a
Elden
million hot
Ring, I
people out
made
there.
that's true. And then in Elden Ring, I made the stupidest looking person I possibly could.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's just
Every once in a
standard.
while, yeah. Every once in a while, you just got to make like a total abomination of a character.
But it's really hot to be hot. It's really hard to be hot in Elden Ring.
So hot.
Right? I feel like Monster Hunter, I was finding it really easy to make a hot character. Elden Ring, those sliders, man, it was like nigh impossible to get
wanna
someone
talk
even
about-
relatively normal looking.
The hardest it ever has been to make a character hot was Red Dead Redemption 1's online mode. Because you know what you had to do is you had to pick the two parents, and then you make their parents, and
What
then
is this, The Sims?
literally,
Like, that's
and
so
then it
weird.
But
outputs
you
you.
don't make yourself. You make
You make
two
your
different
parents.
characters.
and then it
Well,
outputs
just make
you.
them twins.
It's like
It
crazy.
seems like the
No.
weirdest.
You can have John
that's the weirdest
Marston be
character
one of
creator
your
I've heard
thing.
of.
It was really weird, and I remember it took forever for me to like finesse the parents to create something not completely busted. Like it took hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Were both the parents hot, or did one have to be kind of ugly?
it was almost like I had to make one ugly to move the eyes
Wasn't that
around.
kind of
and
real
stuff.
life? Like two hot people
Doesn't it-
usually
yeah,
make an
hotness-
unhot
not
person?
even.
Yeah,
Not
hotness
even.
doesn't it skip a generation or something? Like,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Like baldness.
Hotness skips a generation. What?
Is that true?
No, I'm just.
Why would
like,
two hot people
I have
not
no
make?
idea.
A hot
But too hot people
baby.
don't necessarily make a hot person. It's like
No. I feel like
I think
Hollywood
hot
approves
is
of
the
that.
recessive gene. Yes, like which one's the one that doesn't come up a lot?
Hotness.
The recessive, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Hotness gene.
I think they talked about this in biology class. This is like Bio 101, guys. Come on. Like,
Yeah,
we all
they
know
literally
that.
said two hot people make an ugly baby. Everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Most
I
of the
remember
time.
that
Sometimes
Punnett
they're
Square.
really
Yeah.
nice, but yeah, exactly. It's all in the squares. It all comes back.
Okay, how do we feel? This is moving outside of video game cosmetics a little bit, but how do we feel about video game makeup collaborations?
I love them.
I also love them.
Do you guys have some?
I like them. Yeah.
I have the Animal
have some
Crossing
on me,
one,
too.
and I have the Mario, old Mario one.
I want the Animal Crossing one.
I
also have
bought
the Animal
every
Crossing one.
single piece of the Animal Crossing one.
Yeah, I have
even
this
the
every
pieces
single piece
I
of the Animal
never
Crossing one, too.
used.
Almost every piece. I skipped, like, I don't have it on me, but there's like actually, no, they're all palettes that are like small square palettes. They're eyeshadows
That's
and
cute.
2 blushes.
Oh.
But there was also like lip something. Kelsey, I don't remember what they were.
Yeah,
I
there
have,
were
like, the
lip
little
crayons. There were
balms.
3 different
lip-
sets
yeah.
of 2 or 4, I can't remember, but they were
Actually,
little
I did
sets
have
of,
those. Because the coconut one was like my favorite one.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I was literally Googling like Animal Crossing coconut dupe of it's from ColourPop. So like theoretically they make, similar stuff, but I couldn't find something that like what's the normie version of this? Because I can't exclusively like just keep trying to rebuy the coconut ColourPop lip tint thing. It's hard to say. It's hard to type. I can't figure it
That's
out.
cute. I bought the Pokemon
So I had
one. As
maybe I
well
did have
now
everything from it then.
from ColourPop.
Yeah, which is how we ended up in this situation.
What do you mean?
Haley was like, I just think we should just do our makeup. And I mean, I also just bought the ColourPop Pokemon
Yeah.
set, but like,
I'm sorry,
that I wanted
cosmetics. Cosmetics.
And did you get the full set, or did you? Because they come in like full set, or you can piecemeal buy them.
I didn't get everything. I got the big palette called Palette Town. Hello, hilarious.
Oh my god,
which is a
that's so
great,
cute.
so smart.
great name.
And then all the colors are really cute. It'll be like Viridian City, and then like, because it's like all those things are named after colors and stuff. It's like very cute. One of them's called Jelly Donut. I was like, that's really silly. That was really
That is
cute.
cute.
I got one blush that has Clefable on it. It's called Metronome. And then there's other blushes, but they were like purple or Pikachu really bright red, like his cheeks. I was like, those are cute. Like the packaging's cute, but I will never wear that. So I got the color that I actually would wear. And then I got this little lip balm that's in the shape of a Pokeball, and it's like a lip treatment thingy, and it smells really good. And now I keep it in my purse. And it's really cute. Yeah.
Nice.
It's called You're a Catch, according to the website, which is very cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like ColourPop does a really good job with all these collaborations. I don't think they make great makeup though. They make fine makeup.
It goes
But
on
like I always find their darker eyeshadow colors to be very like if you don't use a ton of setting spray, like it will get all over your face. Is it just me? Maybe I just have really oily skin. I don't know.
Okay, well, when
don't know. I
I
like them 'cause
messaged all
they're
you
cheaper.
asking for recommendations, you all screamed ColourPop. So now I'm hearing
I did. That was me. I'm a big ColourPop fan. I love their
ColourPop
palettes.
Princess.
I feel like they're like priced well. They're not like
Well, yeah, they're
crazy
totally
expensive.
affordable. Like there's no I'm not expecting perfection from the like price that they're at because you get like that enormous Palette Town thing is like
Pretty big.
I don't know, like 22 colors or something like that, and it's only like $30. Like that's very reasonably priced.
Yeah, I will say though, when I got the Animal Crossing one, I couldn't tell you the last time I had worn makeup when I bought that, but I was like, oh my god, I need this so bad because it's like Animal Crossing and I loved Animal Crossing. And then I was like, well, the one that maybe first got me, I don't know if it was before Animal Crossing, but was the Sailor Moon one, which is like the cutest thing ever. They have like, what's the name for when it like, you like move it and it changes what the image is? There's like a name for that.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lenticular?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe. I guess I wouldn't know if it was right because I don't know what it is. So I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd have that. And the same kind of deal. It's like similar to the Palette Town one where there's a bunch of colors. And I guess the drawback to like the ColourPop collabs is since they are themed, the colors might not be as like usable for you depending on what you like to wear. So I do agree that like the like the Animal Crossing one, it's like the freaking, what are the names of these kids? Timmy and Tom, who are Tom
Timmy and
Nook's
Tommy.
children? These
Yeah,
little kids?
Timmy and Tommy.
Timmy and Tommy.
There's
Who are these
nephews.
kids?
Or whatever. I'm not using their palette. I gotta be honest. Like,
Yeah.
it's really like, I mean, I used it today because we'll get into that later, but like, I'm not often reaching for water landing. Is like really intensely blue. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I
'cause, like,
like them
I don't
generally. I think they're pretty
use-
good.
I have a bunch of palettes like that, like the Sailor Moon palette. I have a Barbie palette. I have the Animal Crossing palettes that I just don't use. And then for our challenge today, I was like reaching for all of them. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I
Me
need
too.
these like random colors that I would never use before.
I was doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
I agree. I think they're really good for like specialty stuff sometimes. Like, I think if you could only own one palette, even if you did go ColourPop, I'd go with something like more general. But outside of that, like, they can be really fun. And I know they do like sports collabs too with like different teams, which are like, you know, sometimes they, I think, are really good at grabbing those colors and sometimes maybe not as much. But like, they're good for fun stuff, I feel like. And there's something really satisfying, I think, just about seeing what they do with the theme. Like, I kind of just get excited, like, looking at them, even if I'm not going to buy them. I'm like, I want to see, like, what they did with, like, Pokemon or what they did with this other, like, video game IP. And then sometimes the results are, like, more or less wearable. Like, I know they had this, like, really beautiful, I linked it in chat via an eBay listing, Belgian Air, but Haley, don't dox yourself. I don't know if eBay has your address. But this was, like, so pretty. I never used this. I barely even knew what it was. It's a glitter gel, and I'm like,
I'm wearing it. You can't really see it.
really? Oh my
really?
god!
This
I'm
is
like,
like
well, you
the
figured it out.
one.
I could not figure out how to use this thing where it wouldn't like
Same.
just have the like the flakes in it. Like, I feel like you've
Yeah.
worked it in a
You're
way that like
supposed to.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Let's see, Sarah.
But yeah, no, I can never
yours?
figure it out. I could never figure it out.
Ooh.
See that gold? That's what it is.
That is cute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have looked like that on me.
Cute.
I wouldn't have
Yeah, I
been able
feel
to apply
like it just looked
correctly.
like slimy gold on me. Like when I tried to put it on, it just looked like slime with gold on top of it.
Oh no.
Just
You
very
cracked the
yeah.
code.
So I haven't tossed it because I don't know, something about keeping the whole set together.
It's
I bought the whole
most
set. I'm keeping
beautiful
the whole set.
thing, and it looks like really pretty, like in the packaging and everything too. Which I
Fenty-
feel like that's kind of an not underrated, but because I think a lot of people talk about it, like the joy of like good packaging.
Yes.
It's like, I'll figure out how to use anything because if the packaging is nice enough, it's like you can like sit it on your like, you know,
I
your,
haven't thrown out
wherever you have
any
your
of the
setup.
Animal Crossing packaging.
Because it's cute.
It sits
Yeah.
in a drawer and
Yeah.
it will die in that drawer.
It's like a collectible at that point, kind of. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Yeah.
I still have like my shoebox from the Animal Crossing Pumas I bought. Cause I'm like, I don't know, it's a nice shoebox with like a cute outside. I guess I'll just keep this.
Did you guys see this, the Fenty Beauty with Arcane thing? This was kind of
yeah,
cool.
that's
Oh,
sold
that's
out really
awesome.
fast.
That did sell,
And
sell out
Fenty's
really
really
fast.
like good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
like a
like.
good brand for a collaboration.
It's smart, yeah, because it's such like the colors that the makeup that the characters wear in the show are so good, and then it's like, yeah, it was a bunch of different foundations / like glimmers and stuff. Literally, a character's name is Glimmer. Like naming this must have been so easy with the names of all the products. But the cool thing about this packaging is it had like a key in the middle. You like turn it, and then it opens up the big palette thing with all the stuff in it. Like that, you only do that once, and then you take everything out. But still, it's like that's an experience. And I feel like I want more bigger brands that are known for making good makeup to then do like licensing deals with, just to have things named after stuff that I'm nerdy about. Because then it's like the good quality stuff, but also it can be like a collectible and fun. I feel like they're not really
feel
taking
like
advantage of
because
that yet.
I'm like, is it because I didn't have a lot of this stuff growing up? Like a lot of like my nerdy interests didn't translate to like feminine hobbies. That now as an
Yeah.
adult, I'm like anything on like makeup or like anything girly, I'm just like instant buy.
I know.
Yeah, I kind of get taken advantage of, I feel like, with this. I'll just be like, yeah, those are two of my interests. That's my interest on top of a girly thing. I'll buy that. Mm-hmm. And then I don't use it except for when we do fun makeup challenges.
Yeah, I just linked. I don't know these brands very well. I think I found them. I follow like a lot of makeup people, even though I don't do makeup, because I'm like, I'm saving this for one day when I'll figure things out. That day hasn't come yet, but it's on its way. But like, I found these two brands that they don't do like collabs necessarily, but the first one I think is Flower Nose, and they have like the most like bespoke, like beautiful mirrors,
very ethereal.
ribbons, like everything
Yeah.
is so pretty. And then the other one's Fluorasis. They do like really. I don't really wear lipsticks. I'm not good at like wearing them.
Ooh.
Like I'm not good at doing like liner to like apply them well. So I usually do like a balm or a gloss or whatever. It's just like more comfortable for me. But this lipstick is
my
so
God.
gorgeous. Like the stick itself, like the product is like embossed, and then
Yeah.
the case is almost like a lighter. And it's like I just want this in my bag because I think it's hard for me to let go of. I want to just like love everything that I interact with. So I'm like, if I just surround myself with like the best things in the world, then my life will be the best in the world, which is not true, but it feels true. You know, I'm like, oh my God, imagine like I dump my bag out and there's like 12 of the most bespoke, interesting things you've ever seen in your life.
And the person next to you is like, you're hired as my new CEO of my company, that because you seem really put
Exactly.
together.
And I'm like, I'm selling the business at a loss because I didn't pay anything to invest, and now I can just
All you
make
did
my
was
art.
buy $50 lipsticks.
Exactly.
This
But
is
yeah,
like
they're
a freaking
I
Roman
love a pretty
pillar.
thing.
It's like etched in.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just want.
Oh,
I
look
want
how it
nice
pops
bespoke
out.
things.
Oops, that's loud. Sorry. It like, wow. The way she like popped it, I would never want to use it to like wear it down though. Look how it pops out of the thing.
This definitely is like, it's almost too pretty to use.
Yeah. Wow.
But I agree. I do want to. This is just another little thing I want to carry around to be special.
Yeah.
Isn't that what this all boils down to at the end of the day? We all just want little things to carry around that feel special.
It's like a
Yeah, and I think little
cigar.
ways to like brighten an experience or enhance an experience. It's like, yeah, sure, I'm already playing this game, but what if I was dressed like a clown playing it? Oh, now it's like
if my
this
lips
totally
were red?
recontextualizes exactly what I was doing. It's like, oh, I've seen this healer heal people, but I've never seen them heal people in a bathing suit. Wow, this is like totally different.
I
Like,
feel
oh
really
my
much
God.
better.
It's like I can't even do these QuickTime events because I'm just so taken by these skins. Like I just can't. Yeah.
I love
That's what it's about.
I love these. I love little things like this. It's like growing up I had to unlearn like girly stuff. Yuck. I think you talked about that before, Kelsey, of just like I don't like pink and like all that kind of stuff because that's like what your brain trained you to be like when you were younger. It's like I need to be different. It takes so long to like unlearn that annoying ass behavior and be like, no, makeup's really fun. I just was annoying and like rude and like just wanted to feel different. But then you feel so left behind. Like I even like my sister knows so much more about makeup than me, and like I went to Sephora with her and she was like telling me all these things. She's like, well, when you do this you have to do this, and then when you do that you have to put this on first, and then this is very last, but this is the best one. It's like, where is this collective knowledge being housed? And it's just like social media, I guess. You just have to get like a few posts about
Like other
makeup
girls.
and something. Yeah, that too. But I guess growing
mean-
up I didn't really have girlfriends who, well, maybe I just didn't ask them. You know what? No. Me trying to shift the blame onto them. Like, they
Yeah.
never told me about their makeup. I should have asked. That was on me.
Also, just like girly magazines. Like I was very much a like not
yeah.
like other girls girl, but I still had a subscription to 17 magazine. So I still got all of not all of, but you know, I inherited enough of that through osmosis, I guess. Like just you learn that like you're supposed to wash your hair in cold water to seal the cuticle and whatever other random
I didn't know that.
girl knowledge is never
Still use
said
a
out loud.
hat.
What's
I
that?
I mean, me too. But you're supposed to. I know what I'm supposed
Yes,
to
I do know.
do.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. I do know that I'm supposed to. See,
I just,
now
like,
me
set
with
it with
my
cold water
bad
at the end.
eyeshadow and my EGM magazine. I'm like, damn it. This didn't pay off at all. This isn't helping at all. Yeah.
Haley, I believe you have a quiz for us
Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked. I do in fact have a quiz.
because it's not a true
everyone.
Pew Pew Bang without an unhinged quiz, right?
It's Valid or Val 2, y'all!
Oh my god.
Woo!
This is like
And
when
this
Too Fast
time
and
in the
Furious
middle of
came
the
out.
episode, so we have to like reorient ourselves after this too.
Yes. So I have for you a quiz that is valid or vile, but centered more around skins. As we did in a previous episode, behind the scenes, all of these answers are tied to 4 different, call them personality types, because that's what the quiz made me assign them to. But you're either valid, kind of vile, or vile. And depending on how you answer these questions, you will be attributed certain points. and at the end we'll all reveal what we each picked. We're
By
gonna go
Haley's judgment. And
By
this
my
first take
judgment-
is already making me raise my
I feel
eyebrows a little bit.
the mallet coming down, the bonking
Just
mallet.
wait till later. There's even better questions. Now, there's not that many because I know we didn't want to take too long. So we'll have to be, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. But please do not advance to the next question until I say next question. And you advance the next question by clicking your answer. So be careful.
Okay.
Don't click anything
This
yet.
is very much giving like standardized exam.
Thank you.
It's like, and if I see anyone talking, you will be removed from the testing facility.
Someone has to escort you to the bathroom if you would like to take a break.
Okay.
So
Fill in the bubble on the
Can't wait.
Scantron entirely.
Exactly. So first we have here, which is the hottest Overwatch beach skin? Overwatch, known for its skins, its characters being hot. Every year they have like a Summer Games event season thing, and then they release some skins. I have here 4 skins. We have Cassidy, who is shirtless with a towel. And then envision that, audio listeners. You really should be watching the video. Then we have Sigma with a surprising sneaky 6-pack. I remember when this skin came out, me and all my gay friends were like, what the hell? He's been smuggling that this whole time, and we're all pretty impressed. Then we have Torbjorn looking like himself in his beach outfit. He's got a water gun for a gun.
I feel like his sandcastle
He's like a sandcastle guy.
cannons. Though.
Yeah.
His beard has shells in it. He's kind of cute. And then we have Widowmaker with just so hot. She not to spoil what might be.
Which
a
we
good
already
pick.
know because
don't
Haley
take your
knows.
hand,
This is her
Haley.
go-to
It's just
skin.
Widowmaker,
Yeah, this is her go-to
Yeah.
Widowmaker skin. So
I feel like you can tell this is early Overwatch because her butt is covered. Like I feel like you can tell that Sigma's like a later an Overwatch 2 character,
yeah,
and you can tell that this is tasteful Overwatch season 1.
you clocked that because Cassidy, Torbjorn, and Widow were all Overwatch 1. Sigma, I believe, is an Overwatch 2 skin.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we all clicking? What are we picking? Which is the hottest Overwatch beach skin?
I'm
Widowmaker.
picking Cassidy. I just like his body. I'll be honest.
I just
I'm
like him
going
for
for
his
it.
body.
I like Widowmaker's personality, actually. That's what I figured. No, I mean,
I
it's
was
a
gonna say I'm
classic,
going
like,
Widowmaker,
cute little
but-
thing. Yeah, nice, like, bikini top. I like the, what is that called? The sarong? When you, like, put it around your
Yeah.
waist?
Yeah.
I also like her beach hair. She's got kind of like the big, like she's just giving like rich hot lady on the
Yeah.
beach. I like
And
it.
when she
She goes in
goes
style on the beach instead of just wear a bathing suit. Like, she's styling with her, like, little shoes and stuff.
When she goes into sniper mode, she pulls her shades down too, which is kind of
Oh, that's
cute.
perfect.
that's kind of everything. Personally, I'm going to go Cassidy because
Thank you.
are we all ready for the next question?
Yeah.
You may click your answer now and move to the next question.
This is, like,
What is
quite the jump
this?
scare.
What Marvel rival character is this? Audio listeners, I'm just showing a skin of a Marvel Rivals character. That's all.
Yeah,
With a big
there's
black
nothing
censor
else.
bar
Did
over
you
the
add
middle.
the censor bar to it?
I
or
did, in
it come with
fact,
that?
I added the censor bar for the sake of
Saves some
Leo's
editing
editing
and
later.
post-production.
So Leo doesn't have to edit as much later. Now, for this one, I
Marvel
don't.
Rivals is known as the Gooner game among the
It's
internet
such a
because
Gooner
of the sexy
game.
skins.
It's very
Okay,
sexy.
so he is clearly wearing like a speedo or something under this, or he's just naked.
It's just a normal skin. What do you mean?
Okay.
Are we
okay.
so used to? I'm so
Okay.
used to seeing men like this in skins all the time.
I'm not used to seeing this much of a man's inner thigh.
Right? Thigh
Yeah.
gap. Show more men with thigh gaps. That's what I say. So for this one,
Also,
don't say.
he has a little sexy rib cage peekaboo under
He
his armpit
does. The
as
little
well.
cutout. The little cutout sides.
Yeah.
For this one, you don't have to say what answer you picked because it's more about if you just know it or not, which is a tad hard. I wanted to know if you'd be distracted by this image or if you'd really focus up. And
I feel like you let me look at it too long.
I know. Okay, so
I don't know who this is though.
Okay.
So
I don't know who it is. I know they're not white, so that helps, but only a little bit because I forget what everybody is.
All right,
I actually don't
in
know who Iron Fist
5,
is. I know Moon
4,
Knight. I know what's happening.
3, 2, 1. Click your answer. Who's this Marvel Rivals character?
Oh, this next one is another censor bar.
Is that
I don't know,
supposed to be
also not
Wiener
white.
Soldier or
So-
Wiener Soldier or Wiener Soldier?
I supposed to say Winter when I wrote Wiener. I didn't even mean to do that. My bad.
Oh, what a Freudian slip.
What a Freudian slip. So Namor, the Punisher, Star-Lord, or Wiener Soldier.
Oh, and these are like, this is like a skin for the character.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Is it?
correct. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Mm,
Again,
you-
it's just like who
you
I
have
think isn't white.
15
which I think I know these
seconds.
people. Okay.
Think it through. 10, 9, 8.
Oh yeah, I definitely know
7,
this. This is easy.
6.
I
Yeah.
don't know this.
5.
You do?
Janet, are you
3,
bluffing?
2,
No.
1. Please click your answer.
But we're not revealing, I guess, till the end. So
Wait, are these all in Marvel Rivals?
What Marvel
yeah, and they
Rivals
all
character is this?
are like, this is the most leg I've ever seen on a man.
This
Ever.
is
Yeah, and there's
This
like
is-
hair. Is the hair in
But
the
only, like,
game, or was it added?
you
below-
get a
above
lot
the
of
knee.
I'm
like
simply
side
asking what character
tip.
this is. I'm not asking anything else about this.
These skins
Okay.
look like, you know how there's that joke about what if they drew men the way they draw women in comics?
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals said, I did both. Like everybody's here.
All right, you have 10, 9, 8, 7,
Okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please click your answer.
Okay. Oh man.
Were the last 3 skins
Oh.
real? Yes, all were real. 1 and 2 were real. 1 and 3 were real. None were real.
I feel like 1 and 2 were real. The third one had some weird
Three-
leg hair going on.
3 had a lot of the side
Three
of the
had
hip.
yeah.
I'll let you discuss it for a bit if you'd like.
I feel like I feel like okay, but I feel like I would have seen them if they were real. So is it none of them? Because I haven't seen these anywhere on the internet.
That's true.
I don't look
And
for
I feel
Marvel
like
Rivals
I would have
porn,
seen
so
them,
I don't know.
You know?
That is true. No offense to you that you would have seen them. You're just
I
online
would
a
have
lot.
seen if they existed. I would have seen them.
Okay, so maybe
There's no
either-
universe in which I would have seen any of it. So I guess I just have to defer to Sarah. You think none of them are real?
I
don't
don't know.
The
I
Namor
feel
one
like
looked
I
kind
would
of
have seen
real.
them.
I also kind of think that as well, but
Like I feel like
maybe
'cause
not are the
I'm-
men's skins like that sexy? Because I know the women's ones are like everyone's caked up, cheeked up. It's like wild over there. It's Wild West in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
But the argument is that they haven't done that for any of the men. Like,
I have.
I don't
That's
know.
messed
I thought
up.
everyone was kind of like
I like how Sarah's so sure she
having
would have
skin
seen them.
exposed.
I'm like.
But Sarah does
I'm
feel like she
wondering,
would have
like,
seen them. Yeah.
I feel like okay. I feel like the second one did look real though. Like the Atlantis, like I feel like is a
Yeah.
very done look. Like I feel like that one wasn't so sexy, right? That one
Maybe
was
1 and
pretty,
2 were real.
Yeah, I feel like 1 was
10,
real.
9,
So then 1 and 2.
8,
real.
Okay.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please click your answer.
Okay.
I'm just clicking random ones, by the way. I'm not actually answering them correct
Okay.
or not. Rank these Fortnite skins to how much creativity, uniqueness, nerve, and talent the girl playing them has. Top is the best,
Oh.
worst is... So on here,
Oh.
we have Lady Gaga, Hatsune Miku, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Mrs. Incredible, Sabrina Carpenter, and Ice Spice.
Okay. So Hatsune Miku, that might be peak. Because again,
Like,
the
best.
anime
Interesting.
sensibilities for like being able to play, but also very popular. So I could see someone being like, I don't even play this game. I just love
yeah.
Hatsune Miku. Mm-hmm. But I feel like what are the chances that you're playing Fortnite and you like Hatsune Miku and you're not
I
good at
feel like
Fortnite?
Ariana Grande has to be number 1 no matter what. Like that is like the
I
ultimate
could see that too.
girly skin. I feel
Interesting.
like.
And people were killing it with the Ariana
Yeah.
Grande skin. I feel like.
What about the new introduction of Sabrina Carpenter?
I put her in 3rd after Hatsune Miku because they have been
okay.
so cute. But it's like with like the the Sabrina Carpenter concerts in game. I feel like she's very cute.
But wait, the
I could
question
see-
is how much creativity, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Like, I feel like we're skipping the first 3 and just looking
Oh,
at
yeah.
the talent right now.
I'm going to want you to also look at the first letters of each of those words. And that's kind of what I mean, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right,
then
so
Gotta be, it's gotta be Ariana
I think we're still
first.
ranking these right then, because Ariana.
Yeah, I
would
feel
put
like
Sabrina
Ari's gotta
above
be first.
Miku than maybe. Well, I feel like the Miku girls are pretty solid. I don't really know them that well, but I get a good vibe across
We got a
the
Miku girl on the
across the
call
internet.
right now.
What about Lady Gaga? Like,
Lady Gaga's
Ariana-
good too.
I love Lady Gaga, but I feel like that's a little. I don't think she's. I don't know. Why do I get like a weird vibe from her Fortnite skin?
The Fortnite
Like
skin
it's
isn't
just,
great.
it's giving. It's trying too hard.
I feel like
I
the
feel like-
monsters weren't, or is it monsters or little monsters for like
Little
Gaga
Monsters.
fans?
Little Monsters.
I feel like they weren't making noise about this,
they weren't.
Yeah.
so I feel like that's kind of a red flag.
They
for
weren't
the
making
skin.
I feel
noise.
like I don't want to get. I love Lady Gaga. I love her, but I feel like her fans are a little bit older.
Yeah.
That's also probably true.
And I feel like the lack of the youth hurts her skin.
Like just
I
like in
think-
real life.
Wait, what
skin
about Ice
ranking.
Spice? I didn't even know Ice Spice was a skin.
Ice Spice
I
dead
put Ice
last for
Spice
me.
at the
I'm
bottom.
Sorry, Ice Spice.
I actually put
Below Mrs.
after
Incredible?
Ice Spice because nobody's playing Mrs. Incredible and not just looking at her ass. Okay.
Oh, you think
Oh,
it's
okay. I was gonna
guys
say,
that
what
bought
is-
her?
Okay.
Interesting.
and then
Feel
Billy under
Vision.
Sabrina, I think. Billy's fun, but like Billy's very like neutral. I feel like.
right in the middle.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
agree.
I also have Billy, and I also ran to get Billy's skin because I'm like, oh, why not? She's right
All right,
here.
can we go through? Kelsey, can you tell me how you ranked your girls?
I'm going back and forth a little bit. I'm putting Sabrina at the top.
Interesting. I think I would
Yeah.
agree.
No.
I think she's the it moment, at least right now at the time of the quiz.
Yeah. And I think the tide's kind of turning against Ariana a little bit now that she's like
Really?
very
Having a moment.
anorexic and
She home
was
wrecked
kind
a
of
family.
weird. Yeah, she's had some weird moments over the last year or so.
But she still has a
and-
slay skin, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
and this is like OG. This is like Mac Miller Ariana. That's what
It
this
is.
is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very
I
good
love-
skin.
Like when she's saying live on that radio station, that's the skin that I'm looking at. I'm not looking at that Wicked skin where it's like, girl, you're definitely going through something. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
This is Seven
This is like
Rings,
the Ariana. This is like this is like Moonlight Ariana. It's more Seven Rings, but it's like, yeah, that long
All right, so
ponytail.
I'm
I
going.
think it's the hair. Like the hair just looks like. I love Sabrina, but like Ari has like amazing hair in her skin. She has that high pink
Yeah.
ponytail. Like
Yeah,
I love Sabrina, but I find
actually,
her
Sabrina's
skin a little too.
Sabrina's the moment right now. She's
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
the
Sabrina's
moment. But also,
Yeah.
I feel like I see like the TikToks of all the people, and it's like, are we just doing like a lemming situation where like we all need to have the Sabrina skin kind of thing? Like she is like the flavor, but are we following the trends too much with Sabrina?
I will say my
Wasn't
sister
that also Ariana?
a little bit. My sister's
Yeah, but
had
she's
V-Bucks on her
exclusive now.
account for years, and she's finally spent them to buy Sabrina. And she plays Fortnite every day.
I also think Sabrina's skin doesn't like look as good as Ariana's skin. Like it looks a little bit like Uncanny Valley for what Sabrina actually looks like.
Sabrina looks Uncanny Valley. That's like her vibe.
Oh, they made the
Yeah,
image
but like
so
I think
small.
they needed to have like this is like Sabrina without the wig allegations in Fortnite, where like Sabrina's hair was so good during her tour that everyone's like
They
she
should've
has
put
to be
the
wearing
wig
a
on
wig.
her in this.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
didn't
great
put the wig
point.
on her or the alleged wig, which I'm not here to accuse her. This is an alleged wig situation. I think she looks great. So it
Don't
doesn't really
toss
matter.
stones. There, you got a wig on your own
Exactly.
damn head.
In our
Yeah,
wigs.
I would never wear a wig to do content, but Sabrina did, and I love that for her. This is my regular hair. I grew really fast.
yeah, I'm
follow
locked
my
in on
8-part
my
series to find
answers.
out how I grew it.
All right, can we hear your list there, Sarah? You want to go first?
I'm doing Ari, Hatsune Miku, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Ice Spice, and then Mrs. Incredible.
Gotcha. Janet?
I have the same list, except I think I'm gonna flip Mrs. Incredible and Ice Spice. I just feel like Ice Spice. We got like 3 songs here. Like, I'm sorry, Ice Spice. Mrs. Incredible. I feel like
I just feel like women are playing Mrs. Incredible. Like, why do I have
Probably
that
true,
vibe that
too.
it's just
Yeah, I
like
know.
pervy men who are like,
I know.
I want to watch her run.
Because I do everything.
but don't like, but we can't let the men take her. So
can't
I
let
ranked
them
her
win.
slightly
That's
higher
true.
to help.
We
I'm trying to
can't
help
let
her
them win.
SEO. You know what I mean? Like she's like, if she was a real person, she'd be like, guys, I'm on the wrong side of TikTok. I need all the
Yes.
girls to interact with this video because I want to show my outfits without creepy men looking at me. And then we'd all be like, I
Get you,
understand
girl.
this is incredible. We'd be commenting, we'd be engaging. So this is me doing my part to save Mrs. Incredible from the men.
Love it. And Kelsey, what was your final list?
I'm still changing. No, I think I'm locked in now. I'm going Sabrina on top, then
Interesting.
Miku, Then I'm going Billy over Ariana. Just again, I'm not feeling Ari right now. I'm just not feeling it. Then Ariana Grande, then Lady Gaga, then Ice Spice, then Mrs. Incredible.
Interesting. All right, are we all ready? Next question.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Ready?
Match the Valorant gun skin to the Pew Pew Bang host. I try not to get too crazy. Like, I knew if I put like a cute pink one, we'd all match it to Sarah. You know, it'd be too easy.
Yeah, I literally, I was looking through these. I said, "What's the cutest one?" And that one's Sarah's.
So I tried to be a little
I think
tough.
it's the aqua one. The aqua one with like the little red detail, maybe, is the cutest one. Is the Sarah one? I don't know. Does anyone else have any
The top,
thoughts
yeah,
about that?
That's got flowers on it. I was thinking that for Sarah.
Yeah, me too.
Meanwhile, Sarah
Wait, how
wants
do
a
I match
nuke.
these? How do I match these?
Sarah's like, I want a pistol that's black. You click it and
Haley,
you
I
click the
kinda feel
name.
like-
Okay, yeah, now I got it.
I kind of feel like you'd like this goth one.
This next one here? Interesting.
Yeah, the like purple and black goth one.
kind of Widowmaker coded. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
gotta go with that.
What about these next two? Kind of like a neon number with some geometric shapes, and then more of like a sci-fi techie kind of one. We have 4 Valorant gun skins, by the way, audio listeners. Sorry, and we're matching them too.
I think the one
Who
with
owns
black
them?
and yellow would be Kelsey because it is the closest to a bird between the two, which gives me the future gun, which I don't love the future gun, but I'm okay with process of elimination. I feel like the other guns match y'all better. Sarah, I think you're muted.
Sorry, there are planes flying over my house.
Oh, good.
Who
Good
likes
girl.
sci-fi the most?
Who likes sci-fi the most?
Yeah.
Janet.
Maybe. I
Maybe
don't know
you.
though. I fixed fantasy and split fiction. If that makes any
I'm a
difference.
fantasy girly as well. Kelsey?
I don't
Haley, you
dislike
put the
sci-fi,
guns
but-
here.
I'm
Wait,
not really
oh.
like a sci-fi person either, but
I'm trying to see
I don't
how
know.
y'all land.
Haley, did you
I
have a
took
person
the
in mind,
weird-
or were you just throwing us to the sharks here?
I was thinking to the Sharks. I did have some points attributed
Oh,
based
okay.
on what I thought personally, which makes
take
it a
the weird
bit of a
future
flawed
gun.
system, but
Because I did
I'll
have
take
tech.
the weird future. gun.
Yeah, like someone has to take the weird future gun, and I did have like Techno, the robotic dog, when I was a kid, and this kind of has Techno vibes. So
cute.
yeah.
sure. And I also think I do like some stuff that the thing that I really like in imagined worlds is when it's like retro sci-fi. Like I like worlds where it's like either regular or somewhat future with like retro stuff or retro with like future stuff. So like the worlds of like Jack and Daxter and Jack 2. Like one thing I like about those worlds is that they have like the old precursor technology, which is like kind of ancient, but also kind of like progressive from a technological standpoint. So there's like some merit there, but I wouldn't say like I still haven't even seen The Matrix, so how sci-fi can I be if I haven't seen The Matrix? I feel like not that much. And then I lose points for seeing 2 and 3 and 4, and now the first.
What? That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna work on it. But I'm gonna be honest. I rented the DVD from the library and then I didn't watch it. 'Cause I'm like, oh, I have it on Max. I'll just watch it on Max at some point. But I still haven't seen it. So there we go.
And you're still taking the hair in my mouth.
The future gun.
wig hair?
Yeah, and
This
I
is
also,
wig
I also
hair.
liked Recore because I liked, and I'm a big fan of guns. Like if you can have one gun that transforms into 8 guns, and that's not this gun, but it could be. You know,
It looks like it might be.
I like how Janet's like legitimizing that she would.
I
pick
have
this
to
gun.
justify- I
And
have
we're
to- this is
supposed to
called
pick
coke.
it for each other, and Janet's like on
Yeah,
her
pick whatever
soapbox,
you
like,
want.
"And
well, we all know this
Give
is the
me the
least appealing
sci-fi
one,
gun.
so you can just give it to me because the other one's match better. Yeah, I like the Sarah and Haley match. I feel like me and Kelsey got
doing
stuck
Haley
with like the
the-
leftovers.
No,
For what it's worth, I like the one you picked for me. I think that would be
Yeah.
I think that would be like
I like the scalloping on like the end part of it. I feel like that's very cute. A little.
Oh yeah, that is cute.
It's got some like cute attributes
yeah.
to it.
and I like yellow.
Yeah.
It sounds like everyone chose the same thing then.
Are we submitting?
Yeah.
All right. Next. What Dead by Daylight skin tells you this person's going to be the most annoying person in the lobby?
Over that elf.
It's
The
it's
guy
gotta be
is.
Bunny Girl. No, it's Bunny Girl.
Who is Bunny Girl
No,
from?
the elf
Something?
guy. Yeah, what are the real
She's-
names of these characters?
So we got Steve Harrington in his Scoops outfit from the show. Fang, who's wearing her bunny outfit. She's dubbed Bunny Fang in the community. We have Dwight, who's elf, and we call this the Dwelf outfit, I believe is what everyone says. Or we have Bill from Left 4 Dead, and this is his normal Bill skin.
Does knowing now that Steve is like,
I feel like
OP,
I feel
does
like
that make him more annoying?
That's it. That's the thing. You got a little bit of a lore exposure right before we hopped into this question.
trying to forget everything else I know. I just feel like someone who is hanging on to Left 4 Dead, which is a fantastic game. But if you're like still hanging on to Left 4 Dead in a way, you're more likely to be annoying.
Interesting.
Is that crazy logic?
That's an interesting angle to approach. Anyone else have other approaches? Sarah, you
feel like
yelled
mine's
Bunny
the-
Fang.
Mine's gotta be the bunny one, because I just feel like whoever's wearing the skin is like, I don't know. It's giving like pick me. It's giving like annoying.
Yeah.
It's giving Discord kitten. I don't know what to say.
Oh no, no! I'm going with what's the elf? Who is this?
Dwight the elf, Dwelf.
Dwight the elf, because it's giving elf on the shelf vibes. And I'm sorry if you partake in elf on the shelf. I've partaked in elf on the shelf and I've had a good time with it at times. But I feel like elf on the shelf is kind of annoying. So it's kind of giving. It's also giving like Christmas is my identity, which I think that can get annoying. Even though I also love Christmas. I love to go all out for Christmas, but I think we all know someone who's gone too far, and we know that that's annoying.
Of course.
So
I've changed
I'm
my
going with this
answer to
person.
the Stranger Things guy.
Interesting.
I just think that's a more, I don't know. I don't have good logic for this. It's vibes.
Stranger
I'll
Things
be
also
honest.
did get annoying as well, which I think the show is still. I still stand by the show is really great, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it was kind of a lot.
I feel like the fans are annoying, and they were a little like too obsessed with like the characters and the actors and stuff.
Yeah, it got a little. I think when you have such a big gap between the seasons, people start to get a little stir crazy, and they start kind of getting into it. I
Playing
think they also
Dead by
just like
Daylight.
licensed it too wildly. No offense to this skin being here, I don't think that's an example of that, but just like it kind of became everywhere. It was too much, but it was fun. But then it got like too much, like
So
a lot of things.
We have 3 different choices then. We have Kelsey going with Steve with his Scoops Ahoy outfit, Janet with Dwight the Elf, and Sarah with Bunny Fang. Interesting. All right. Click on 3. 1, 2, 3. Click. Is this new Emma Frost skin valid or vile? This is a real skin. Her
I have such
thighs are
mixed
How covered is her
huge.
butt? Can we see her from the
Skin.
back? to tell
I
if
can
this is
show
valid
you
or
her
vile?
skin. Yeah, here, I'll bring up a YouTube video here. That's Emma Frost skin.
Because
I have
She-
so many like mixed feelings on this.
the
skin.
back
I
is
do
gonna
too.
determine a lot with this
I don't
skin
know.
for
I
me.
don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know how I feel about it either, Sarah. That's why I'm glad that we're bringing it up.
Lore-wise, though, she is just like an adult woman, right? It's not like she's ever
Yeah.
younger.
She's an adult woman. She has another one where she's even more sexualized. Look at this one.
Yeah, the other one
Yeah.
is like wild. I do remember that one.
You'll see it in a sec. This is a real skin.
Yeah, that skin is very much like that's the one I've seen a lot on the internet, like the black one with like the huge cutout in the middle.
Yeah.
Of like it's giving girl the trust you have in that skin. Like,
But then her other just normal one, let me find a video that's just kind of showing it and not.
I feel like if it was a first
isn't
person
from someone
game,
who isn't weird.
I
Yeah.
would say that's fine. Like if it was like a first person game, I'd be like whatever, it's just the way it looks. But because it's third person and her like butt is in your face the entire time, I feel like I
she's a
judge it
little
more
skirt.
harshly.
She has a
Oh, wait,
skirt on
I
her
butt
didn't
is
see the
covered
skirt.
though.
She has
Oh,
a
she has a
skirt.
skirt
I
in
thought
the
that it
back.
was uncovered. I thought there was
She's
like a
still like
skirtless
pretty
one.
thick though. But that's like
She's
just
like
how she's built,
Really
right?
thick.
Yeah.
She's
Or is she, did they
insanely
build her that
thick.
way, or is that how she's built? You
She's,
know, like I don't-
they definitely took some creative liberties with making her as thick as
I
possible.
also think the skirt
It's-
actually makes her butt look bigger. It's like it seems like it's modest, but actually it's drawing your eye in a way where I feel like I wouldn't be able to even play this game. 'Cause I would
She also
be
has an
staring
ability
at
where she
her
grabs you by
butt.
the throat and throws you to the ground. And the boob jiggle physics are insane.
That was,
Jiggle physics.
yeah.
you know,
I'm starting to get kind of scared now. I don't know. Okay, quick question. This valid or vile? Is it
Oh
just
my
like
God.
on site, or is this contextually valid or vile? Like, is this
On site.
low-key the more valid?
Okay.
Okay.
Because
On
that's
site, initial reaction. I know what I'm picking.
yeah.
Look at how they make her thigh. Look at this. Did you see the way
The
they?
thigh jiggle.
That's so annoying.
It's giving. Yeah, I don't know.
But is that true for all of her? Like, is it just the skin, or is she always like that?
I don't think she's always like
What
that.
else is she? So Emma Frost, Marvel. Let's look at anything else she's ever done
But
in this
I'm
universe.
judging
Why do you
in
mean,
the
like, in the
context of
game,
the
though?
game.
Yeah, the
Like,
context of the
I'm-
game, yeah.
That's true.
Ladies,
Okay.
we gotta get through this quiz. I have a flight to catch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Oops.
I'm ready to pick.
I feel
I'm ready
like-
to pick.
Okay.
Okay.
When
three,
I first saw
I know
it,
what
I
I'm
kinda felt like-
picking.
okay.
3, 2, 1, click. And tell me what you got.
I got valid.
88% valid.
50%. I really
It's
swung when I put valid on that
57%.
Emma Frost.
What?
You guys.
Wait, did you all get
Only
valid?
Kind of valid.
You only
I got
got
valid.
I'm kind of valid.
88%.
Okay, kind of valid. And you were valid, Janet?
Yeah. And
It-
it says I'm safe.
You're safe. You're
That everyone listens to me.
Everyone listens to you. And what was, say the percentage again? Who got the most valid? Sarah?
I got 88% valid.
Wow.
Dang.
Hair flip.
What about you, Janet?
Doesn't really flip, it's too long.
I got 50%.
That's right on
Just
the
on
cusp.
the cusp.
What about you,
Yeah.
Kelsey?
57%.
Very close as well. Well, you all did quite
know.
well, if anything. All three
Were
of
those skins
those
real?
skins were not real. Those were all
Okay.
fake.
Well, they looked real.
Did
I
they
just
look
wanted
real?
them to be
Get these.
real.
Someone
How
on
did you,
Reddit
like, put that
made
together?
them and put them all online. But then I wanted to just show
okay.
the grundle of each, so and then it was a bit too much to just
grundle.
have the grundle, so I put the censor bar just so we didn't have to have the conversation if it was chill or not. It's just fine now. But
You have
Yeah.
interesting conversations in the Slack channel of like how to censor certain words and like what is okay to show and not show.
we had to get Leo's
Good
help
call,
for
Sarah. You would have seen
Shadow's
them
ass.
if they had been real. We should have trusted that. And we
I
should have
would've
never
seen
debated it.
I should have trusted my gut.
Well, you're all valid, or at least kind of valid. So
Yay.
there you go.
Although
Pretty good.
boring. I feel like one of us should be unhinged at some point.
Oh,
Because the person making the
I feel like
quiz.
that's Haley.
right.
for putting the
That is
quiz
Haley.
together.
It's true.
That's
Yeah.
our taskmaster. Taskmaster Haley.
She really is.
You guys did a really good
All right.
job.
I think it's time for our challenge mode,
Woo!
Yay.
which Haley has all of the photos for. Our challenge this week was a makeup challenge. We all decided to take out all of our fancy makeup that we never use, and we're going to try to guess which character's makeup we did. And it doesn't have to be like, it didn't have to be like you are just doing the same makeup as this human character who wears makeup. It can be, a look inspired by a video game character.
Yeah. And we're going to guess which character it is as well.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I went first with the wig, so I don't think I should have to go
Oh,
first.
Janet
now.
wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Okay,
Yeah,
let
I feel
me-
like mine's a little. I'm not gonna say anything because I feel like that's cheating. So I'm just gonna let it be.
Okay. Let me zoom out. And let me go to.
But I'm gonna use this extra time to actually cheat and say something. I'm curious what you will say because I fear I went too conceptual and I don't know if anyone will block it.
Okay. Some very vivid
It's like
eyeshadow.
kind of like a pink eye
with the
Yeah.
with like a
bluey
vivid
green.
green.
The green. Nice pink lips. The yellow in the corner feels very intentional. The yellow in the center by the waterline.
Why are you holding your phone?
To
up,
hide
Janet?
my physical reaction so that I'm not giving anything away. I fear that you can read my eyes.
I
Of
feel
all the
like
times to learn to smize.
Janet,
I picked
what color
today.
did you use on your lips? you
Well,
say?
funnily enough, the lip color wasn't super intentional because I literally only
Okay.
have 2 lip colors right now, but I did
Oh,
use
never mind.
NYX fat oil. I just used any lip color.
I like these color combos, just as a side note. Like this looks very
Thanks.
fun. If you had like a green dress to wear with this too, it would look so spunky.
It was actually fun to like doing this. I mean, I was doing it last second before we recorded, so that was a little stressful, but I was like, this is fun. I should do this when I'm not needing to work in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks cute.
Do you want to give us a like? Should we ask for like a hint, like a game series?
I can give you
or-
a hint, or you can
Is it
ask questions
A Nintendo
as
game.
well. It is a Nintendo game, yes.
Is it in the Mario franchise?
It is not in the Mario franchise.
Is it in the Zelda franchise?
It is not in the Zelda franchise.
Oh, interesting.
Pokemon,
Mm-mm.
Pikmin.
No.
Are you Kirby?
You want? No. Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many franchises are there? Are you
This
Animal
is a
Crossing?
franchise. No, this is a franchise that people that like this franchise would be like, yeah, this is the best franchise ever. And other people are like, I agree. However, you need to understand that no one cares about this franchise, but you guys.
Are you F-Zero?
No, but I feel like you're
Xenoblade?
getting warmer. No.
Are you Metroid?
Yes. Which game specifically?
Oh, are you Are you like the brain thing?
No, I wish that would have been so good.
Because like the colors are kind of certain.
You're a Metroid.
Yeah, you a
No,
Metroid?
close.
Oh.
It's
know.
like my favorite Metroid game of all time.
You're a specific
Is it-
title?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like the game in of itself? Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like it's inspired by the suit that she wears.
Is it
in this
Zero
game
Mission?
specifically. Close.
That's the one with the like purpley suit. Oh, the close.
It's the best Metroid game ever, in my
That's
opinion.
okay.
I don't know Metroid
Only in
very
my
well.
Disclaimer.
And
my
it's not
opinion.
Zero
wait,
Mission.
Metroid Fusion?
Yeah, Metroid Fusion.
Metroid Fusion.
Yay.
Makeup inspired.
Oh.
I like these
Yeah,
color
I tried to do the
combos.
green,
Look at
the
the
red.
suit now.
And the
Oh,
yellow
I see
from
it.
the
I
suit.
see it now.
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
I love.
I like it.
I love that this made us try
Ew.
spunky eyeshadow colors, because then it's kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, those look good. I should do that more. That's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I love that suit. Like, that game is so sweet. I love that game.
What eyeshadow palette did you use for this? Your Animal
I
Crossing?
used, I have everything I used. I have, I used Animal Crossing. What are these nephews? Tommy and Timmy and who?
You
these
finally
guys?
used them.
Timmy and Tommy.
Yeah, and I have used it before. Timmy and Tommy.
Timmy and Tommy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just go to that. I'm like, I just shop here. I'm not part of the community. I'm sorry, this town. I'm just here to buy stuff. And I used the Sailor Moon palette that, don't worry about if it's expired or not. In my mind, it's okay. And then the funny thing why I did it so late is I was like, oh, I should do an eyeshadow look, but I didn't have any more primer and I don't have any concealer. And I'm like, you really kind of need one of those if you want colors to pop, and you can do it without, but it's harder. So I told Isaiah, my fiance, I'm like, I need you to get me an eye primer and a highlighter from CVS, because that was like the nearest thing to like what he was already doing. And I was like, you know, just do those things. And of course it was a lot of it's like, oh, the woman says that a concealer is the same as an eye primer. Is she telling the truth? And I said, yes and no. Like, you can use them and like you can use a concealer as a primer, but I was like, yeah, it's
They're
fine.
Not exactly the same.
But I went with, we had CoverGirl's True Blend Undercover Concealer.
Okay.
And then CoverGirl's True Blend Skin Enhancer. I don't know. CoverGirl had Isaiah and a chokehold in there. I was like, honestly, my top go-tos would be Elf or NYX. And he's like, the
Yeah.
woman said Maybelline, but I'm going to go CoverGirl. And then I wrote back, no, go Maybelline. I just no shade to CoverGirl. I just feel like online, I haven't seen a lot of people like
pulled up a
roll
cup
for CoverGirl very much.
tube,
In like the drugstore makeup
offense.
challenge, it's not
Exactly.
CoverGirl.
Like the
Yeah.
girlies are going to Elf. They're
I
going
do
to
feel
NYX,
like that is
Maybelline.
the one that boys have heard of, though. They're
it
like,
sounds
oh,
like Game
it is
Boy.
CoverGirl.
And it has, but also
Yeah,
it has the
that's what
cachet of
girl
like,
in
if you
it.
watched America's Next Top Model, like, oh, the CoverGirl challenge, like, and I
Yeah.
think it still has that SEO going for it. But I will say, no big thoughts on the concealer because I barely even knew what I was doing. But I did like the stick, the highlighter stick.
Cute.
I thought it was good. It kind of reminds me of like how Fenty does their highlight sticks, where
Yeah.
it's just like
You
little
just
stick a
apply it
little
right
bit,
to your
and
cheek.
and it worked out. Yes, and I first applied it on my hand because I was like, straight to face, never heard of this before.
Yeah.
That's let's not go
My
crazy.
hands were like a patchwork quilt because I kept
Oh, same.
swatching.
Yeah.
but I did actually like the highlight stick. I thought it was easy to use and nice. But anyway,
Cute.
that's my look. Someone buy me more NYX lip oils so I can have different colors.
Your lips
because
are
it's fun.
poppin'.
Yay! Thank you.
I'm sure straight popping. All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Kelsey. All right, let me bring it up here. I also haven't looked at these, so that's fun. Ooh. Ooh, I think I already know what you are. I'm spoiling that
Dang it.
All right, here we go. Next
I want
one.
to see.
Look at your
Oh,
eyebrows.
Oh, are you oh my god. What's his face? The dude who sells
Blathers.
coffee. No, Blathers, yeah, the other one. I don't know any people
You
from
guys,
Animal Crossing.
you guys are close.
oh.
You're Celeste. You're
Are we-
Celeste.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. You did your eyeliner
I love
like
that
little
brows.
wings. Look at the wings.
The brows are really good. What'd you do for the brows?
Literally just I was mad because I didn't have anything like white, because technically her little things are white, but I just took like concealer on like one of the stick kinds, you know, that's on like a little wand. Mm-hmm. And just kind of poked on my eyebrow, and I had to do a couple layers because it's not really it's not really meant for that.
Good.
I love
great
how did you do your wing
vibrancy
like
in
that?
your pink.
You're
Thank
look at
you.
your
Yeah,
eyeliner. Look at that.
Oh my god.
I can barely make a shape. How do you? It's perfect. Look at the
can't do
top
that.
wing part of it.
I
How did you do
doing
that?
eyeliner for like a million years, I feel like.
That's
So you're,
perfect.
like,
I do
kind of
like
a liner
do my
expert.
eyeliner every day. So,
Yeah.
but
do you have,
I did have to
like circle lenses in, or are your eyes just that beautiful, Kelsey?
Oh my god, so nice. No, I just took a bunch of selfies till I liked one. Thank you. Yeah, I used what I'm trying to remember what I used. I have actually like it's just some random TJ Maxx palette that had like neon pinks in it that I had bought a long time ago for when I wanted to have neon pink eyeshadow for Pink Gorilla related things. So I used that, and then I had like a really pink blush that's from Too Faced, and I did use some of my Animal Crossing stuff, but mostly just like because I felt like I should. Like some of the inner pink was from the Isabel eyeshadow palette, because that's got some pinks and stuff in it. But yeah. And I did have to open a brand new thing of eyeliner to get it that sharp. Because the little tiny wing pieces, like my daily driver is starting to be a little too. It's not quite that precise right now. So I was like, okay, I guess
Oh my god.
guess I'll open a new one to get the detail there.
I wish I could be that precise with eyeliner. Whenever I do it, I do one and then I go to the other one, and it's a completely different angle than the other ones. I gotta erase one of them and then do it again. And then when you do that, it kind of erodes all the prep you did underneath, and then it's gone 2 minutes after I leave the house because I've hooded eyes and it smudges all over the place. Drives me crazy.
I mean, this is not as like these are not perfectly even. They're just even
look
enough
pretty
for
even.
a photo.
They look
Thank
pretty
you.
perfectly even, Kelsey.
They look pretty even, yeah.
They look kind of
But
perfect.
yeah, sisters not twins definitely applies for, I think, like symmetrical things.
Yeah.
I like how you bring your
But these are
eyeliner
like
down
really
below.
look like sisters, though.
I like that. How the
To make your eye look bigger.
yeah, that's cool. I usually just when I do it, it's like I go up here and that's it. But I like how you brought it underneath. Looks neat.
It was mostly to thank you. It's mostly to give more room for the little like feathery things, but
Oh.
I do just do that sometimes normally.
Very cute. Clap, clap, clap. Sarah, do you want to go next or you want to go last?
I can go next.
Okay. All right, let me get your picture.
This is very like nerve-wracking.
Ooh, Sarah's photogenic. Aww,
Sarah, shut up.
it's so cute.
She's like, oh my god, this is so tough. Sarah's literally mogging us in this photo. Every other photo is like, oh, dead on picture. Sarah's like, literally, I feel like I am supposed to swipe right on this photo. Like, what's going on?
It looks so cute. Here, you got your eyes shut. Look at the sparkles. Mm-hmm. It looks so cute.
So we got lots of like golden sparkles and then actual little stars. It's so cute.
Very
I went a
cute.
Did you do that
hard
with
on
the
the
freckle?
glitter.
Did you do it with like a temp freckle thing, or did you hand?
No,
do
no,
it?
no. The gold freckles are that billionaire thing that you guys don't like to use.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
a
looks
slay.
cute on you.
Billionaire.
This is the Isabel palette.
wear billionaire.
This is the Isabel mixed with like the Sailor Moon palette. A lot of glitters. I'm
So this
really
is what
like
I could have looked like. That's crazy.
wearing glitters.
This is very cute. I like the blending of the pink into the gold on your under eye. That's super cute.
Yeah, it's very good.
And how you have like the shiniest bit up here and in the corner. Very cute. How did you go about placing the golden billionaire stuff? Just with your
I
finger?
just like dab my finger in it, and then I just dab it.
This is
all over
very
my face.
cute. We're all slaying this. I went a different direction with mine. I'm less pretty, more cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you kept recommending
Okay.
like Kratos from God of War as like the option, I was like,
So yeah, this
Okay,
is
though,
giving...
for guesses.
Oh yeah, we have to guess, of course. It's giving Kirby. It's giving Kirby's air ride.
Oh, nice.
Is it specifically
Yeah.
like his
stars?
trail flying? Is the stars going across your face?
Well, it's like I feel like I just had a lot of pinks, and then
Yeah.
I wanted to do his like little star trail. and he's like glittery.
That's so
and pink and
cute.
That's really
orange.
cute.
This is such a good, like, if I feel like if I was doing Kirby, I would have been so boring with it. I would have just been pink, you know?
Yeah,
This is
and my
so
blush
cute.
would have been insane. That's what I was debating doing, and I'm so glad I didn't. Like, thank God.
I feel like Kirby is like, because I looked at my palettes and all I had was like a bunch of pinks that I've never used. I was like, okay, it's got to be like pink something
What palette
because
did
we
you
don't have
use?
much of anything else. Mine is like the Isabel palette, the Sailor Moon palette,
Oh.
and then a few other palettes. I literally have like 10 palettes.
Are they
in
mostly from
various shapes
ColourPop?
of- Yeah.
Very cute. Do you have
Nice.
fake eyelashes on, or are those just your eyelashes?
Those are I got the falsies back out.
Cute. I'm always so bad at that. I feel like I put false eyelashes on, and halfway through the night they're poking me, and I didn't lay them down nice or nothing. I struggle with
Yeah, I
that.
don't normally, I haven't worn them in a really long time, but I was like, okay.
I've heard the trick is to kind of cut, if they bother you, just cut them in half and then put them on the outer side. I've heard it's a little bit of a hack, because then you still kind of get the illusion of a full set of lashes without all the pokingness in the inner corner of your eye. I like how your ceiling also kind of matches your makeup too.
The stars.
Yeah, I noticed the
Yeah.
stars.
It's like
Do they glow in the dark? Or are they just there for, like,
They do glow in the dark, yeah.
cute,
cute?
iconic. Kirby. All right, here's mine. You guys will love.
Oh my god!
That's actually really good.
Wait, why are you
All right,
actually
for the audio
playing
listeners,
this? Why is this attractive? Shut up.
the audio
love the
listeners,
extra
this is a we've got a bright pinky purple nose here.
Yeah,
With
Nose,
some,
full nose.
a full nose.
Full nose with a beautiful little skinny mustache
eyeliner
and
yeah.
blue eye makeup. And now I understand why when you sent us a video this morning of your mom cracking up, you walking in with this makeup.
I drove around with this on. I stopped at Michael's house to pick up the wigs with this on. I knocked on his front door and just hoped his parents, because he lives at home, he's working right now. I prayed that Jane, his mom, didn't answer the door. I'd have to explain myself, but he luckily answered the door and just went, "What the hell are you doing?" And handed me 2 wigs. I was like, my life's a little crazy right now. What can I say?
I
But
like a white eyeliner in
thank
the bottom lid.
you. That was I
Yeah,
saw
the white? That's so clever.
It
Yeah,
helps, like, open up the eye.
It does. I've been
nice.
doing that lately when I do my eyeliner, and because I have hooded eyes, so if like unless I put the eyeshadow on like the top of my freaking lid there, you don't see it at all. And then I
Yeah.
kind of felt like that it was making everything happen up top. I was like, I need something underneath. Then I saw a girl on TikTok be like, use a little white, and it kind of looks nice. The only thing is, it looks good like the second you apply it, and it kind of disappears after 20 minutes. Like if you go
Yeah,
out
'cause it's in your
somewhere, it's like-
waterline.
Yeah.
it's kind of gone. But for
Have
the
we
quick pick-
mentioned that this is Wario yet? Have we said
Is it
that out
Waluigi?
loud?
It's
Or is it
Waluigi,
just-
right?
This is Waluigi.
What? Oh, it's Waluigi.
Yeah,
Yes.
Wario
Oh.
has like a more.
Wait, it does have a
angular
different mustache. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This is
I
Waluigi.
just realized they have the same nose and eye thing going on. So yeah, it's just shape of the mustache.
You know what, though? I
course.
hate that I'm like, oh, this is Waluigi. And, like, with yours, I'm like, which owl is it? Like, I kind of hate that about myself. So you're actually a better person for not immediately saying this is Waluigi. You won, Kelsey.
But yeah, I had some blue. I was looking around and I was like, I just want someone that's like very iconic right away. I was looking like girls, and then I looked and Waluigi has blue eyeshadow on. He's got blue all around his eyes.
never noticed that before.
Yeah, and I was like, that's perfect. I'll
I never
just do
noticed that
that.
either.
And then I had in my new Pokemon palette that color pink on my nose. I like exactly had, it was the exact same shade that his nose was. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, I need to do this. So I just kind of like did normal makeup, and then for my nose, I absolutely covered it in the pink. I actually outlined the nose with the white eyeliner too, and then smudged it out so that it looked more
my
different
gosh.
from the rest of my
Oh.
skin. And then
It
I
does
just
look
wow.
like
Good.
insanely smooth too.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna say
does.
it's blended very nicely.
Charlotte
Like, it looks-
Tilbury finishing powder I've been using. It's
nice.
very good. It's very, very good. That was a hack from my sister Emma told me. And then yeah, I just did blue with like whitish eyeshadow, and then did the waterline thing to make it look more like a cartoon, I guess. and then of course the black eyeliner mustache.
I wish she would have added like the eyebrows.
Yeah,
Could have gotten some eyebrow action in there.
you're right.
but-
I could have, and I also wish I had a purple hat. This is like a hat I just found that I had a purple beanie, and then I put it on, and I was like, nah, So I did more of like a backwards hat energy thing. But
The vibe is the
anyways,
same.
the vibe's similar. But this, I took like 15 pictures. I was like, what the hell? How do I pose with this stupid stuff on my face? But I think we ate that up, ladies. This might be our best challenge mode yet.
This is very good.
It was fun.
It was amazing.
Good job, everybody.
Good job, everybody. This show's good as hell.
Yeah.
Have you seen
All right,
any
are we-
other game show do anything like this? No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. This show's good as hell. Sorry.
All right, we're about to do our show and tell thing now. Oh wait, first of all, does anyone get a Pew Pew point for that? What's the best makeup look?
I feel like Haley gets one for painting her
I
entire
was about to
nose
say,
purple.
I kind of fear it's Waluigi.
Yeah,
The
me too.
dedication, the dedication to it is too much.
Thank you.
Haley, you've been awarded 1 Pew Pew point.
How many points do you have now, Haley?
I think,
Don't spend it all
that's
on
my
this.
first one.
Okay.
No, you had one already.
I thought you had one.
No?
Did I have one? Oh, we need to.
Are you keeping track? Is anyone actually keeping track?
score?
No, no one's keeping track. I'll try to start.
All I know is that I
think this
don't
is like a
have
who's-
one. I'm pretty sure.
It's like a whose line is
I
it
have
anyway
one.
kind of scoring system.
Janet
I have
has one.
for my Perry mistake.
Sarah has one. What is yours from, Sarah? Not to discount
The
your
gun.
achievements.
The light gun.
Oh, the like.
Oh, yeah.
The gun.
Not to discount your gun.
What's
And
that for?
I think this is my first one. I don't think I've earned one yet. Pretty sure. We'll double check the tapes. Don't worry about it. We'll think about
Check
it.
the tapes.
Yeah,
Check the
I fear the
tapes.
blending on the nose was insanely smooth.
Too
so
good.
I think you win for that
Thank you.
alone. Yeah.
Thank you. My mom was very entertained by me coming over with 2 wigs and that makeup on. And then I had some soup and then I came home.
All right, for
take
show and tell
photos?
this week.
What's that, Sarah?
Did you come home and then take the photos?
I took
Or
the
did you take
photos
them
before I left.
And you just didn't take the makeup off? You were just like, this is what I'm wearing?
I might as well. I thought it was funny. I was like, oh, Michael's gonna love this, so I just drove over there with it on. I did have sunglasses on, so you couldn't really see, but I'm fairly certain someone at a bus stop looked in and
You
saw my
couldn't see the
mustache.
bright pink nose.
The purple
You could
nose.
see
Sunglasses
some
on?
nose. I think someone saw me and kind of was like looking at me a little weird. And then when I was in
You
my
driving
mom's,
is so like Mario Kart coded of you to be
I took a
driving as
video.
Waluigi.
I took a video of me driving. I'll send it. We could use it for socials, maybe. I think.
Hell yeah.
But my mom's neighborhood was scary because I know people in there, so I had to kind of like do a quick little dart around, look around, make sure I didn't see anybody.
How
and
would
run
they know it was
inside.
you? You know.
Yeah, how would they recognize you?
Imagine
You
me
were
like my
undercover.
the neighbors I used to babysit their kids for like 15 years ago. I turn around and dressed as Waluigi. They're like, "Oh, hey, Haley." And I just have to be like, "Hi, Nick." Like, you know what I mean? What the hell? Embarrassing.
Well, that was very fun, and it is time for us to do a show and tell segment now. Our show and tell this week is to show off one of our proudest cosmetic that we have in a game, or cosmetic creations in a game. Does everyone have one prepared? Mm-hmm. Does anyone want to go first?
I can. You can
Okay,
just show the
Sarah.
first one, Haley.
Okay.
Because I sent Haley 5 because I couldn't choose.
You're so
We'll just
many.
cycle through them real quick.
They're cute. Okay. Sarah, this is hers.
My first one is, this is from Elden
Ooh.
Ring.
Dude.
It is what I consider the most attractive cosmetic in the game. It gives you like the double pointed princess hat, and you get like a pretty princess, sort of like a flowing dress. It's not like a poofy dress, but it like covers your eyes in a very interesting way.
Ooh.
So like when you botch your Elden Ring character's face, like everybody does, you can't really tell
Oh.
here. And to get this cosmetic, I very specifically had to. I'm in like the underground area, the like I forgot what it's called, but I'm underground, and there was a cathedral that I had to farm like 2 specific enemies in over and over and over again to get this to drop, and it was quite a rare drop. So I think I had to do it for like it only took like an hour, but it was an hour of doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then I got to take this fly picture with it, and it's not good armor. So I did wear it for like most of the DLC as well, because I think it's literally that good. And we did struggle for it, but that is just the pain you have to go through to be cute.
It's a serve. This is absolutely a serve. The ears on top that have their own fabric draping down. Mm-hmm. This would win on an episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. If a drag queen came out in this, she would win that week, 100%.
And they have
do
like
love
an
a good,
alternate
like-
hat that's like the princess hat, like the single point. That's also pretty sick.
Oh.
I like the double point though, and I love anything that covers like top half of the face in an interesting way. Like I think
You can
that's
just see
always
the
a good
little
look.
peekaboo of her red lips. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's giving. I also love
And then
the
I
like
my
feet.
hobby's like taking photos in video games.
That's
Like
fun.
I get a lot of joy out of like I don't like to take selfies in person because I get too much in my head and it's like but in games you're like I made a cute character and now I can take cute photos of them.
Love it. What was this queen? Is this the Taylor Swift character you made? Is this girl's name?
Oh yeah, this is Taylor Swift. Yeah, it's my
Nice.
Taylor Swift Elden Ring character.
I watch your Elden Ring stream.
The Elden
that's
Ring
T
era.
Swift. I recognize those red lips.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
I'll go. Mine's. I had some cool Infinity Nikki stuff I wanted to show off, but it needed a big update and I didn't get to it in time. So I want to talk about just one of my like proudest ones, which I'm just gonna show on the screen here,
Okay.
and maybe this won't work.
Ooh.
But I have the Famicom hat for for Street Pass
What does that
on the
mean?
3DS. It's look at Famicom, the console, the Japanese
Oh my gosh.
Nintendo.
How did
You're
you get
slaying.
that?
So this is I think now that there's like other Street Pass games, this may not be the hardest hat to get in the game, but it was certainly for a very long time the hardest one to get. And this is just like on your Mii permanently when you Street Pass people. You have to play and beat Find Me 2, which is like a RPG-ish thing, and you have to go through a bunch of different rooms and stuff, and you have to beat the secret harder quest 3 times. And this is your reward for like the final thing of that. So basically you just had to have Street Passed a bazillion people is
Oh my
what it comes down to.
God.
But
Which is
I
basically
was very
impossible.
dedicated to my Street Pass, and it was very important to me to get a fancy hat that other people didn't have and that was hard to get. So
Why that for the
pretty
reward?
proud of my Famicom hat. Huh?
Nice.
Why'd they choose that for the reward? I love that.
I think because it's like, because they also have like, an NES hat and a Super Nintendo hat and a Game Boy, but then they did a couple of Japanese ones that are like, it's always been like, you remember in elementary school and everything, like it's always like an extra layer of cool if you have like the Japanese version of it, right?
Yeah.
Like I went somewhere
Cultured.
exotic. And I got the exotic cultured version of this. So
I love that. Oh my gosh. That's like effort. The way I haven't Street Passed a person once, I don't think, ever.
Me neither. I felt very uncultured.
Wild.
And then I turned on my 3DS in line for the Switch 2 at the GameStop because somebody I did like an AMA on Blue Sky and someone's like, what's the Street Pass scene like there? I'm like, I've never used this. I literally had to open my 3DS and set it up. And they're like, this is what Street Pass is. I'm like, I think I'm the only person on earth watching this tutorial in 2025. And I didn't check back on it. I'm guessing no one showed up for the Street Pass and the one thing. It's just like I just missed it, didn't really know much about it at the time. And like low-key kind of regret not getting into it because it seems like a really fun
It looks
thing to have
fun,
done, and I'm
yeah.
like, damn, I should have done that. That seems
Giving
like that would have
Pokemon
been
Go, like
a
connect
fun
with
use of
people
time.
thing.
Yeah.
Did you have to use
I mean,
your
I mostly got this. Well, first of all, I mean, I was at a video game store the entire time that this was popular. Like I
Oh,
was,
interesting.
maybe not the entire time, but like for a very long time while it was popular. So it's like obviously every single day I'm getting Street Passes, but then also I would go to like PAX and stuff like that, and it was stressful because I was working. I'd be trying to like ring people out, and you can only hold 10 Street Passes at once. You have to like clear them through. So I'd be like trying to like talk to people while like clearing Street Passes, like down here and not looking at them, or not looking at my 3DS.
Oh my
So I
gosh.
could keep getting them, but yeah, that's I've seen a lot of people. I've Street Passed a lot of people, and I'm pretty proud of that.
Did you have to use your own 2DSs to prompt a Street Pass interaction to show us your hat?
No. This was actually like just one I didn't clear because I showed my partner how to Street Pass, so I set up his Street Pass. So this is one I just hadn't cleared for. I just hadn't cleared that one from like a week ago.
Oh my god,
That's so funny.
that's really cute.
Wow. Mine's not as good. It's just that I bought something. That's way better that you've worked hard for it. Mine is, we've already talked about before, the Widow Noir skin. which is, I think, officially the rarest skin in Overwatch, if I'm not mistaken. This, you only... Look at this. Even the caption. Do you think Noir will ever return? The internet thirsts for Noir Widow.
I've seen this a lot, but then I also played Overwatch during
You
this
played
period of
Overwatch
time.
back
Yeah,
in the
this was
day.
like the period when we played
Yeah.
Overwatch, though.
But we're coming up on a decade of Overwatch next
Oh my
year.
God,
A decade
please,
of
don't
Overwatch.
remind me.
A third of our lives, Overwatch has been out. So this was for Origins Edition Overwatch. They gave you like a soldier skin that he had like a blue coat. He was kind of like Star Spangled Banner sort of vibes. And then this Noir skin. They've since re-released the other skins, I believe. Actually, I think Tracer got one too, but they have not re-released Noir. And it's not even that cute of a skin, but you better believe I wear this. And I think people do a little bit of a double take when I show up in the lobby with this little number on. Because how much is this going for? Noir skin, eBay. Let's see. This little sucker goes for hundreds, I believe. Oh yeah, we got $457. 400. This one's $150. That's a bit more realistic. $400.
Wait, is this something like... Would this be inside of like a game case or something? Like I see all these printed out ones.
It's like it's a code. Like you get this little piece of paper, and on the back is a code that you type in.
Where would you have gotten this piece of paper?
Inside your copy of Origins Edition physical of Overwatch.
It's
in
just
2016.
if you have Origins?
Yeah, this is the 2016 release edition of Overwatch that came with a piece of paper inside with extra skins. And it's now the most rare skin. And I hate that it's not that cute. I wish it was cuter. But, you have to use the thing that's rarest.
You have to wear it. It's a flex.
Yeah.
I have to. And I have so many other cuter Widow skins, and I just can't use them because this one's too rare. So that's my big flex, and I do feel very important when I wear it, which is the point of a skin, ultimately, what they're trying to replicate.
Do you only wear it like on a special occasion, or is it just like when you think about it, or when you want to flex on somebody?
I play Widow so infrequently that even like playing Widow is like, oh, here it comes, it's coming out. The once a month I play Widow because I'm so bad at her. That's the other thing is I'm bad at Widow, so it's like I have the most spunky skin that's worth hundreds, and I also never play this character, so I shouldn't even have it. But this is my girl. I think what might be the next rarest is there's a Winston BlizzCon 2017, which I think is the next rarest / probably is more rare than this, but it's not cute, so people don't care about it. Like Winston BlizzCon 2017. It's literally just his normal skin, but it's kind of like a little bit more blue, and then like his colors are inverted.
Yeah.
So that's kind of it.
It says BlizzCon on it, but
That's
yeah,
boring.
It's a little bit boring. Not as fun. But there she blows. Overwatch girly, 10 years running. Try to top that, Janet.
No. Oh, I sent you a second one on Slack because I'm like, I feel like the second one fits the cosmetic vibe more because my other one was a
Okay.
character creator thing.
Can
So
we
can do
quickly
the second
show?
one.
Can we quickly show?
Yeah.
Yes,
This-
do
my character
both.
creator-
Oh,
Okay, this is,
I remember this.
my Sailor Moon pawn from Dragon's Dogma, a game that I didn't play after the first time I played it, but I spent an hour of that time making Sailor Pawn. I wanted to make her look like Sailor Moon, but also be like really buff and kind of scary looking. So
Love it.
I made her as
think you
tall as
nailed it.
possible, as wide as possible, and as shiny as possible. There's like a skin shine. I said, glaze her up. I want her to look damp.
Why is one eye
Look at her.
closed?
I kind of wanted to give like ethereal. I felt like the one eye would kind of give like she doesn't have any pupils.
Oh.
And I like constraints for stuff like this where it's like when I go because we asked before like, oh, do you make yourself in character creator? And I make myself if I can, but if I can't make myself, which I feel like, well, and then I like a game like in Dragon's Dogma and in Baldur's Gate, there's kind of this where it's like you have two characters you have to make. So I made myself in Dragon's Dogma, and then my like the muscle is Sailor Pawn, which is like who we see here, where she's like super buff. But it's like, how do you make Sailor Moon with like such a limited tool set? And I enjoy that. I think in limitations is where creativity thrives. So I was like, okay,
So are these all like tattoos? Because I see that she has clothes on, but you have like
Yeah.
her boots, her arms, her thighs,
it's all
whatever's
tattoos,
going on
yeah.
her chest. That's
Imagine
crazy.
getting your legs tattooed like that.
And they're yeah, so it's like an all red, like, you know how some people get like the blackout sleeve or something,
Like the
where it's
blackout,
like
yeah.
just all ink. Like it's all just red ink, and it wasn't even like a full tattoo option. It was like the closest to like a line that I could get, and you can like change the width and height of the tattoo. So I just like had to like max mess around. That's why like on the thigh with the blue was supposed to represent the skirt. That's why it's patchy, because it's like a smaller tattoo that I like blew up really heavily.
You're working
and
hard.
then I had her be as like naked as possible, not to be like Marvel Rivals, but to just because I wanted to show the tattoos.
Yeah, is this
So I was
Emma
like, okay,
Frost? Oh my god.
Yeah, is this valid or vile? My weird Sailor Moon creations. And I was sad I couldn't find my Armored Core Sailor Moon mech. Like, I couldn't find a picture of it. So this is my other Sailor Moon.
I know what it looks like in my heart. I've seen it.
Yeah, Sailor
Good.
Mech. She's really pretty. Yeah,
Sailor
and
Mech is
then
really
I love that you have a vision for all of these. I always wish that I had, like, anytime you have to create something that like that's not you, I wish I
Yeah.
had like a go-to like that. You know, I think
Yeah.
creating Sailor Moon as many times as you can is a really good one.
yeah, other people have Shrek, but this is my Shrek, Sailor Moon.
That's deep.
She's beautiful. She is the knight. And then my other one is one I did pretty recently for cosmetics, which was again, is this my anime era? It might be. They put Furin on a Porsche in Forza. So Forza Horizon, you can in like exclusive. It's not exclusive by the time we record, but this is at the time of recording. It's embargoed content of Forza on PS5. Like they brought Forza 5 to PS5. And I'm like, yeah, like I didn't play a lot of that game. I want to play more of it. It's the one that takes place in Mexico. It's fun to drive around, blee, blah, blah, blah. But I also really like decking out the cars in any racing game. And you can download like skins that people have made online from like custom I don't really know how it works, but you can like download stuff from people's stuff online. But the search is like really whack. It's like you can search username or like one other thing or just like a word, but the word would have to thus be what they named the creation. So it's like super limited, like not well made. But I looked up Furin and I found this. And the other thing that sucks about this system is you can only put the skin on the car the skin was made for. But on the skin design, it doesn't state what car or model it is.
What?
So, and there's like a cajillion cars in the
heck?
game. So for this one, I was like, I downloaded this to like my designs, and then my fiance Isaiah saw that I had it and was amused because he also loves Furin, and he was the one that showed me the show. And I was like, okay, I can only put it on this car. Help me find this car. He's like, I think that's a Porsche. And I think it is a Porsche. I don't remember. But I'm like, okay, cool. So then we went to Porsche and I was like, you have to help me spot this off a screenshot from like someone's design. I'm like, help me find which Porsche this is. And I bought it and I like didn't have enough money for it, but they give you like one free car voucher, which you should probably use for a car that's like really hard to get. But I just wanted the Furin car. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use this on this random Porsche because I can put Furin on here. And I did, and it's really cute. And it has like a chibi version of her on the back that you can't see in this picture. But I was like, cool, now I'm gonna drive around and take my little pictures in my
did you
weed
take this,
car
like,
that I made.
Going through the water spray photo that looks sick.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had
This
to
is a good
screenshot it because I
screenshot.
couldn't figure out how to get the photo mode to like properly focus on like the foreground and the background at once.
It looks good.
But if you look really hard, you can see me in the driver's seat, an approximation of me. They only have presets. They only have presets.
looks-
Enhance.
This
It
photo was
looks
really
like me
good.
because I look kind of like a default model if you made the game not in 1992. I kind
I
of
get
get
it,
default
I see
skin now
it.
that they include brown people. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of like the fourth brown person in the mix of like the women they gave. But yeah, that's me and that's my girl Furin, and I'm like, cool, I beat the game now. So that's my time with
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 5.
Very sick.
Thank you.
I'm weak. I love the duality of your two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
it's all anime.
really. It's all anime. I'm like, I found 3 animes that I can tolerate and I love them dearly, and I'm afraid to add anyone else because I'm like, others will disappoint me. We'll see. Maybe I'll give Attack on Titan another chance.
Oh, that show's
Nah, you
devastating.
don't need to.
I know, that's what everyone says. What happened? Don't tell me. What goes on in that basement that has everyone so disappointed?
It's depressing.
I know everyone, no one wanted, everyone's like, don't finish it. And now I want to finish it more because I'm toxic. Anyway, we'll see. My hot take, my freezing cold take on Attack on Titan 8 years later.
All right, this is a fun week for challenge modes and show and tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kelsey
it's
got a
time.
Pew Pew point for walking past 1 million people and getting a hat that no one has. Does anyone second?
Oh.
No one seconds. Wow. Okay, Kelsey
No.
doesn't get a Pew Pew point.
It dies on the court.
You
No.
Look, I don't think living in an area where you have a bunch of people with DSs counts for a pew pew point. This feels
No,
like
I
a
actually-
privilege.
Well, then why do you
I-
get more
point.
rent, Sarah, if we're not
I get
getting pew pew
that.
points for living in expensive places? No, but my more hesitation was, do we give like 2 out per episode? You know what I mean?
Interesting.
That's why I was kind of like,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
You know what I
even.
mean?
We're not even doing anything with
It's
that.
a limited resource. We actually have to kill a tree every time we give out a pew pew point. So, you know,
You
is
can
that
actually
worth
cash in
killing
your
a
pew
tree
pew points
over?
for a different currency that's a gotcha format if
Yeah.
you so desire at the end of the season.
Soft currency to hard currency.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't mean anything, Sarah? What's this all for? What are you talking about?
What are any of our discussions about if,
Yeah.
if pew pew points don't matter?
They, you know, I want a pew pew point to be awarded through Ping Pals somehow, and I don't know how that would work.
Oh, just having
Maybe
the
someone
best-
should
write
write
back
in-
and say we saved their lives, and then we all
Yeah,
get 1 point.
write in with some advice that you need, and then also award a pew pew point yourself. Why not?
Wow.
We'll see. We'll decide whether or not that counts. Anyways, it's time for Ping Pals, which is our segment of the show where we give advice to people, really good advice to really cool people, and I just want to say that people have not so far been writing in with what we said last time with the troubled troubadours and all that. So,
That episode
I'm
went live
disappointed.
today, though.
Yeah.
oh, that's true. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't know.
How dare you people not preemptively know what we've asked you to do?
I am so disappointed in you for not reading our minds. Not.
How did you not get an exclusive look at the next Pew Pew Bang episode?
All right. Well, fine. You guys win this time.
You're on thin ice,
But next
though,
time,
you know?
Yeah, just know.
This has been a warning. This is
It's
a
a
late warning.
4-hour episode and you better get to the end of it.
Okay, our first person writes in with, "Hi Pew Pew Pals, here's my question. How do I eat breakfast? Let me explain. I am a teacher. Janet, perhaps you can sympathize. School begins at 7:35 a.m. When I wake up, I'm not hungry. It's too early to eat. It's still dark outside. So I get ready, hop in my car, drive 25 minutes to work. After I arrive, I usually have about 15 minutes before the first bell, just enough time to do some last-minute prep before the students walk in. I'm still not hungry. Then I teach 3 straight periods from 7:45 to 10:25 a.m. And by that time, I am absolutely starving. So I need to figure out a reasonable and sustainable way to have some sort of breakfast on the move when I'm not really that hungry and that is somewhat healthy, trying to minimize baked goods, Dunkin' Donuts, etc. Any advice would be appreciated."
I got you, baby. It's the Chobani yogurt. And if you don't like Greek yogurt, try
Oh.
Chobani, because I don't really like Greek yogurt, but I like Chobani. And if you want to be bougie, the Chobani flip.
There's
Oh my
bougie
god, have you guys seen this?
yogurt.
The Chobani flip cup. It's
Or
like
just
fruit in
get
it?
some granola.
I
Put
know,
some
but
granola in there.
if you want the rush of like, I don't get my own granola and put it in my yogurt. I just flip the thing
rush.
over. It's like,
It's
yes,
just
this
gotcha
is
yogurt.
in today's economy, the Chobani flip is luxury, let me tell you. But it's cute because it comes in like all these different flavors, and the flip stuff matches the flavors. I put like a picture of the Chobani flip if anyone wants to see in the Slack.
Well, I gotta show
And
it.
obviously they do have like funky flavors, so maybe that might go away from like your healthy goal, and you might want to just stick to classic Chobani. But I'm never hungry in the morning either, especially when I have work really early. Like even now, my earliest day, like for Remap Radio, we record at 7 a.m. PT my time. So it's like early. Like I
Ew.
form 2 thoughts before I talk to the people on that show, but I need to eat. So I eat a Chobani yogurt whenever I'm pressed for time. And frankly, this depends on like your vibe as a teacher and like what you want to do. I don't think there's anything wrong with like you eating the yogurt when class starts. There's probably some downtime where kids maybe are working on. I don't know how old your kids are though. So obviously if they're younger, they might require more like intensive hands-on attention. But I think either really quickly in your prep, because it literally takes like 3 minutes to eat this yogurt if you try, or just like when class starts casually, if you're doing like PowerPoint, if they have a bell ringer or something, yeah, eat the Chobani flip, or some type of breakfast bar. I forgot the ones that I get, but those are also good because you don't need a big appetite to finish them. Just be careful if you're going to do Nature Rally, because that thing falls apart into like 3,000 pieces.
Oh, those
all
are
over
dusty.
You, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
crusty dusty.
My problem with I love the Chobani things. They also have a lot of protein in them. My problem is that those don't actually help my hunger at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like that. On paper it should, right? It's like
It's
13
food.
grams of protein. Like it should be something that makes me feel something, but it's it's water to me. Like it's delicious. I know it's good for me, but it doesn't help with my hunger. So I would probably go with more of like some kind of bar, but they're just not
Yeah.
that exciting. And
No.
I
get that.
eat Nutri-Grain bars, and I often eat them and the yogurt. That's usually my go-to breakfast if I am for the same reason, like just to add a little bit more calories. And then I think also you got to find a fruit that resonates with you. I personally like bananas for that kind of thing. I feel like they're less messy to eat. Like apples
Okay,
get kind
everybody
of
pick
sticky.
your fruit.
Yeah, everyone pick your fruit
I
alignment.
dibs on
I'll do banana.
raspberries, probably.
Grapes.
Ooh, watermelon. Actually, I'm pivoting to watermelon.
Grapes.
Grapes are good.
I mean, all
Some
my
are
favorite
bad, some are
fruits are
good.
complicated. I really like pineapple and like kiwi, but you have to. That's got to be like
Kiwi's so
pre-cut. You
good.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't just like show up with a pineapple or
No.
with a
Yeah, it's not a
kiwi,
grab
like,
and
that's
go.
not- Yeah.
No.
For grab and go, I think it's bananas or maybe grapes are the two
Yeah.
strongest grab
Grapes
and
are
go.
such a good gaming snack too, because your hands don't get gross. You can eat a lot of them and not feel guilty.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's great about bars too is you can just leave them in your desk. That's the only thing with yogurt is you do either have to like keep them in the staff fridge or like bring one with you every day, which is a little annoying. So definitely like a bar and like fruit. If it's not perishable, you can like have it in your desk for like a day or two. But the last thing you want is like that thing molding away
Old desk fruit. Yeah.
by your papers. Yeah.
No good.
I also think if you just like truly think you do not have time to even like eat a bar in the middle of teaching, you can get it's like applesauce, but it's in like a Capri Sun kind of thing.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
in a pouch.
Oh.
Those are really good for. I mean, you
What
can
is this?
you can eat that
I
in
want
like
this now.
4 seconds, and like you're not like making a mess or anything. It's like it's the same as like are you able to take a sip of water while you're teaching? You can also take a sip of applesauce. So
I just can't imagine, like, I don't know how old the students are, but I would be afraid of, like, slurping down on what used to essentially be baby food and not
That's a
get
good
made.
point.
You want them to
I would
roast
be a
you?
little concerned.
If your
I
kids
feel
are old
like
enough to
they're
roast
gonna
you, they're
roast
already
you.
roasting you. They're
yeah,
already
they're gonna roast
roasting
you on
so-
anything. Is
Yeah.
there a food you can eat that is unroastable?
No, but definitely don't eat a
Sandwich.
banana in front of your students. You gotta eat that in private. That's you time.
Sandwich is just
Sandwich?
a sandwich.
I could roast you about a sandwich.
What's wrong with a sandwich?
Be like, you make your own
Basic.
sandwich. Yeah, basic. I don't know. Like,
What does your
Would
mom
you
make?
make
this
it'd
your
for
also
you?
be
You
like,
pack
make
your
me a
lunch every day?
sandwich.
Make me a sandwich.
That's true. I didn't
Oh my gosh, what's on that, miss? It smells disgusting. What is that? Ew. And then it's like, it depends, like, is there like a cultural thing? It's like, what? You put mayo on yours? What is that, a white person? It's gonna, yeah. I grew up in public school, so you can roast someone on anything. How do you think I got
There's
to be
nothing
so
safe
snippy and mean?
from
I was
children.
raised this way. I never had a chance to be any other way.
There's no such thing as a safe food from kids. So just hide when you have to eat.
Utility closet. Yogurt.
Yep. You gotta go.
My
You gotta go
closet
hide your yogurt. All right. Our next question. I wanted to do. I feel like we did all the cosmetic ones last week, so I am a little bummed that we didn't have additional cosmetic ones to do this week because we burned them all last week. But I've got one more. What are some good ways to build up a wardrobe with a cohesive aesthetic? I've been trying to buy basics like jeans, t-shirts, and shoes that can go with a bunch of different outfits, but I can't figure out any overall direction. I like workwear, streetwear, punk fashion, and minimalism, but I don't know what to start buying next. Also, how do you deal with trends going in and out of style when you don't want to change your whole closet every few years?
For me, I've been leaning more towards spunky pants, and then I go out and buy the most basic t-shirts of all time and let that be the staple. So it's like I have a black t-shirt, I have a white t-shirt, I have like a tan one, and that's it. And then every time I see, like, I found a pair of pants that were like old, like kind of like vintagey fabric, and they were old cowboy print all over them, and they were like cut in a nice way, and I was like, these slap, but they didn't fit my size, so I didn't end up getting them. But like I was like, I want stuff like that, and then just wear a black tee with it, and that's like the most unique vibey outfit, but you don't have to worry about matchy or anything. I've been trying to be less shirt is the star and more the pants are the star lately.
That's so smart. I was thinking about that lately when I like, because I have both like basic tops and like over the top tops, and then like same on the bottom. And I had that same thought a little while ago where I was like, what if I just picked one? What if I was just like fun skirts and pants, and then all my tops are going to be maybe not like super basic, but none of them are going to be like, they're not going to have patterns. They're not going to be like, you know, complicated. They can just go with like a ton of what I already have. I think that's really smart, just to pick one direction and be like, I'm either gonna be a fun jackets, a fun shirts, fun bottoms, like just one of those, and everything else is basic.
Yeah, and then you know you just like go to an Old Navy or like a Target or something where they're kind of cheap, and just those last years. I have some Target shirts I bought when I was in my teens that are still fine. You just wear those and match it with whatever you want. Or you can alternatively have basic jeans and have crazy shirts. You know, you can just like flip-flop what you care about. But there should be some staples that are inoffensive that just kind of go with everything. So you can just wear that 3 out of the 5 days of the week if you need to.
Yeah. And then I feel like with dealing with trends, I think is harder. The real solution is to just not buy trendy things, just buy things that don't go out of fashion. But I know that's not like super realistic advice for most people, because like you go to the mall or whatever, you go to the store, and what looks appealing to you? Obviously the stuff that is like on trend right now. So I think that requires like a lot of discipline to just straight up not buy the trendy things. But yeah, I just try to stick to like there was a year or so, I think basically last year, maybe 2 years ago, where like long denim skirts were really in. And I was like, that is going to go away. That this is absolutely not going to be like a classic timeless look. That is like sometimes you can just tell. You're like, that's just a trend. That is not going to look good in like a year. And so I steered super clear of those. But there's definitely some stuff where, you know, I'm like, well, I think I'll still like this even when it's kind of out of fashion. Like skinny jeans. Although I think those are coming back.
I don't know
again.
what kind of pants we're supposed to wear anymore, you guys.
I don't know. I can't keep up.
I buy a bunch of different jeans. I've like gotten rid of my skinny jeans, but I can't commit to the baggy pants the kids are wearing nowadays.
I love a baggy pant.
I can't
like baggy pants too.
I can't because I'm short.
Like pant little top.
People are like, are your pants baggy because they don't fit, or are they baggy? There's a thin line between stylishly baggy and just too big baggy.
It's true.
Okay,
It's razor freaking thin. That is true.
razor thin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you guys a big shirt, little pants, or big pants, little shirt?
I'm a big
the
shirt,
type
big
of
pants.
Either. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Both.
baggy on baggy. I like tight for the top and then baggy on the bottom. I don't think I really like, back in the day when skinny jeans were more popular and I had skinny jeans, I would do like baggy on tight and tight on tight. Tight on tight was like probably the main thing I did, which was like I was just suffocating to my clothing. Yeah, but I think those are the ones I go for. Small top, mostly small top. Like my tops are like, and then I'm also just short and tiny, so like my tops are like small little like tops that I just buy a bunch of, and then I have these like gigantic pants. It's pretty comfy. I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's my go-to as well. It's little top, big pants, but it's mostly because like little pants. I'm not shaped right for the opposite way, you know. Like sometimes it's just like one of these clearly is better than the other for certain body types.
Depends on your body type for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, really want to. I saw a video by this one woman who like does a lot of fashion content, and she was talking about how like there's obviously like the cliche buy types of like, oh, are you like Apple or Pear or Hour and all that stuff, but she's like, I don't really like using that, and also to be honest, it's like kind of not negative, but I don't know, it's kind of a weird way to have to frame like your own body. Like she just kind of does, do you have a long torso or short torso, and then like shoulder width compared to like are you have broad shoulders or narrow or whatever. And I thought that was like kind of useful because I never thought to think about it, and it's like pretty easy. You just take like a picture of yourself and draw like little lines, and you're like, is your head to your hip, is that like the same as your hip to your feet? If not, like one's shorter, one's longer, and then they can just kind of like impact how you might want to buy stuff if you care about that, but like you also don't need to. It's just like whatever you really want to wear. But I think one of my things I've reconciled with when it comes to like clothing and trends, because I think there's also like the secret option 3, which is like you also change over time. Like the way I dressed, even like I was looking back on like content from like 2021 and I'm like, ew, yuck, why was I wearing that? And that wasn't that long ago. So I'm guessing in 3 years, I'm going to look back on this. And besides not kind of because I love this wig. No, the non-wig content and be like, why was I wearing this or whatever? So for that reason, one thing I'm kind of leaning on is just kind of buying less. And like when I buy, don't buy so much in bulk. I think for a long time I was chasing like, oh my God, I have this dream vision for my closet. And if someone would just give me a couple $1,000s, I could really make this happen and it'd be great. But I don't think anyone's coming with a couple $1,000s. 1, 2, like stuff does change over time. Like it kind of trips me up to think about like how many clothes I've like gone through over like my lifetime even, and I'm not like wildly old either. So I'm like, wow, that's a lot. Maybe I can kind of, I think my ideal thing is shopping in like smaller batches. Like I get like one top every so often, one jean. And then that way when I am cycling, it's like a more casual cycle and not a, oh my God, I have to rework everything. Kind of thing. But
like
that's
just
sort of how
enough
I
to keep
deal
things,
with it.
like just enough to keep things fresh. Cause I think I have given up on the like notion that my closet will ever be perfect. Because I think that I just, I think people inherently just kind of get bored of things and they're like, I've seen this enough times and I just can't be excited by anything in here. And so I'm just doing my best to like mostly not feed that, but like feed it in very reasonable chunks. Like, yeah, like, okay. I can see that like I'm done buying like black tops. I have so many black tops at this point. Even if I see a really cute one, I'm like, is that actually so different than something I already have? But I do add something, I add something every once in a while, and I just try to get rid of something as I'm adding something new, because I think that, I don't think there's a way to get to a point. Like, if you are interested in fashion, I think that it's really difficult to get to a point where you're just like, yeah, I'm good. This is perfect. I'm set forever. Like, I'll never want additional clothes again. Because even if you're very happy with everything, real life. Yeah, exactly. We all just want. Imagine if we had to buy clothes in real life and they were gacha.
It'd be kind of fun.
Oh man.
I mean, isn't that like clothing subscription though? Like, what's the one that dresses you?
Is there a thing?
Oh,
like
yeah, like
gosh.
Stitch Fix.
Stitch Fix.
Stitch Fix. That's just Stitch Fix is gacha.
I could never.
In real life.
I could literally.
Oh,
never do
now
that.
it's more appealing. Dang it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I'm like, that actually sounds kind of fun though.
Or also, there's like this. I wish I had the creator's name. There's this woman who does like, she's a stylist and she does like thrift boxes. They're pretty reasonably priced too. I think they're like 100-ish, but you get like 6 or more pieces, which I think is pretty reasonable. And you like just send her a board, like a Pinterest board, and then she just like finds clothes for you. And the stuff she pulls, she's like, this is the client. I'll try to find it for maybe we
That's
can
my dream
post it on
job.
socials or something.
That sounds like
and I'm
so
like,
much fun.
I want like a box from her so bad, just because it's also like, just that just seems like a fun idea. Like I'd be curious like what I could get out of that, because I mean, part of the fun is I think the hunt for the clothes, but at the same time, like, isn't it so exciting when someone gives you something that's like totally your taste and you're like, great, like this is super convenient and like someone just got this for me. That's kind of nice. So yeah, there's different ways to go about it.
All right, our next question is no one's putting their names. I'm a college sophomore and I transferred to my current college this year. For a lot of personal reasons, I was really struggling to find my place at college until I joined a club recently where I met a ton of awesome people.
Cute.
The club meetings are the highlight of my week now, and I look forward to seeing my friends constantly. The problem being that my 2 favorite people are seniors and graduating in just a couple weeks.
Oh no.
I really don't want to lose contact with them, but I'm struggling to figure out how to deepen our relationships enough in the next few weeks that they also want to stay in contact with me. We have a lot of fun hanging out at the club, but we don't really text or hang out outside of it. Any tips on how I can make it clear I don't want to lose contact with them before they leave? Or how can I continue to deepen our friendship after graduation?
This feels like a Persona quest. Like you have a deadline of these people leaving and you have to get their hearts above like 5 or else you can't continue afterwards.
Oh no. So I've somewhat relate to this because I went to one university and my whole entire friend group went to a different university. and my FOMO was crazy, and I felt so like lonely a lot at the start. But you have to.
I had a similar thing too.
Did you? And you have to
Yeah,
just.
I went out of state. All my friends
Oh.
stayed in Texas, so they all went to school with each other. They were split into like a couple different schools, but they all went to school with
They
each
were all
other.
nearby.
And I left the state. So
Yeah. I don't think you can shove sentimentality into a short 2-week period. I think you have to kind of go towards the thought that if it lasts, it lasts, and it will last if it needs to, and then have fun with them. And that'll be fun. I think don't stress out about it too much.
And there will be like freshmen, right?
Yeah.
So like there will always
Yeah.
be like new people coming in to this club that you can meet. I think if you wanted to, you could like ask if they wanted to hang out outside the club. But like don't think that these are like the last friends that you're ever going to make or the last cool people you're ever going to make like meet in college, right? Cuz
Yeah.
it's college and like you meet cool people all the time. The cool ones are like rare, but you meet a lot of people, you try on a lot of relationships, and it's like there will always be new people to meet.
You'll find
But
new
I do
people.
think, like, yeah, I completely agree with the, like, trying to cram, a deeper friendship into 2 weeks just isn't going to work, and I think could go wrong, quite frankly. Like, you could end up kind of freaking someone out if you come on too strong in that short amount of time. But I don't think that, like, unless they are leaving college and then moving, like, I don't think that has to be the last time. You could just see if they want to get a coffee, or even just be like, hey, would it be fun to just like show back up to club after you've graduated once or twice and like tell the new people, what this is about? And that way, I don't know, maybe make it is that weird?
That's a little. I hate to say it. That's a little cringe.
It's a little weird. Okay.
If I was in the club, I'd be like, "What is this super senior doing here?"
Oh, you
Get
mean
outta
them showing
here.
up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see them not wanting to do that. But do you think it's weird to offer, Sarah? Like, is that also like
No,
to
I don't
ask
think it's
that?
weird
Okay.
to offer.
Okay,
It
cool.
just depends on how often they show up and like what the
yeah.
club is too, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I guess, like, to be clear, it's not like you want to just keep coming to club every single week. Like, that, I understand it would be a little weird, but just as like if you're not sure that, the getting coffee thing or whatever is going to work out, like, that might be another way to just at least put them back in your orbit another time to add another, I mean, friendships really are just like, you just kind of have to put
Especially in
time into them,
college.
like notches of time into them until they
Yeah.
just are a deeper friendship. And there's
Yeah.
really not a way around that.
And
I
especially
think
in
too,
college
like-
where I feel like friendships come and go. Like I treasure every single friendship I had in college, but I don't actively talk to each of those people.
Yeah.
Like I've had like great friends who I've never spoken to again, but it's like it's not that our friendship is now less or like diminished.
You could pick up with them
I
at
still
any time.
treasure it.
If
Yeah.
you needed to,
Yeah.
Those are the best
Yeah,
kind of
that means-
friends.
That's basically what I was going to get at. Like, I think, in a non-negative way, it's too late for them to be like your best friend ever, just for sake of time. At least at this exact moment. But I think what you could do if you've never hung out outside, I think an easy thing is, hey, I know you're graduating soon. I'd love to if you guys drink, like, I'd love to buy you a beer before, as like a congratulations before you leave. And I think definitely if you are, or a coffee if they don't drink, or if you don't want to drink with them. But I think also on that note, make sure you do that like early-ish to them graduating. Because I remember when I was graduating and I had friends that were like younger than me, like not in my graduating class, we like had tried to make some plans to like hang out. And me and my friends who were graduating, we like kind of had to flake on it. And I think we could have been better about it. I think it was like a little low-key, maybe of us, but we were like so much more overwhelmed with graduating than we thought we would be, with like family coming into town, or like, parties and other things happening, or like being hungover from the parties and stuff like that. So I think just trying to like, don't do that like right the second before they graduate, but maybe like a month or so out or something. And then I think just like if you have social media, following them on socials is a nice way to like keep up with what they're doing in a non-creepy way. Like, don't make it weird. But also on that note, like after college, you might like live in different places. Like maybe one day you're in the same city and it's like you might end up hanging out again, or maybe they come to town, or maybe you can recommend, like, I think the relationship is just different. And that's like how I am with my non like super close college friends. Like my closest friends from college, every now and then we'll like text, or like they're like the kind of friends where it's like if I'm in there, you know, they're in Chicago now, it's like, okay, I'm gonna hit them up when I'm in town and we'll try to hang out. And like when big stuff in life happens, like I text them and they text me, and that's cool. And like sometimes we'll casually text about something, not that, but I'm not calling them every week or anything. But then I have friends that like, these are people I knew in college that like I was cool with. And like maybe we'll like DM once or twice on Instagram about something, or like I know they're in town, but like we don't hang out. But it's like if I hung out with them, it would be chill. It's like, yeah, kind of like Sarah said, I think there's many levels to friendship, and there's nothing like wrong about them being like someone you were cool with at college once, and that like maybe you'll see them again, or maybe you're just two ships passing in the night. Like they don't need to be, oh, let me lock down this friend forever, because like it's very rare to have that like, okay, we were friends when we were 5 and now we're 55 and we're locked in. Like I think that's beautiful and really cool, but it's not needed, and also not like super common to have.
I do feel like media makes it seem like anyone who has a friend like that, they do talk about it, but I don't think that many of us have friendships like that.
It's much more like close, where it's like the odds of you having it's like you're kind of, you don't feel like you're swapping groups, but like things are filtering in and out. And at a certain point you're like, all like of my most current friends are different than the friends I had in like 2013 when I was in college and had like this core group.
Yeah, it really is like constantly changing, and that's a tough thing.
In college especially. Like I feel like in college it's like different people each semester, right? Different people every year, right? Because it's like people you're in classes with, and then you have your core friends. But I guess I just wouldn't hold on tight to this friendship that you like miss a new one kind of thing.
Exactly. You wouldn't have found these ones if you had another friendship that you were doing the same thing to, same logic. You would have not met these people.
Especially since you are in like a club that will bring more people in, that you will at least have something in common with.
And as you go through college and you pick your major, the people you start to see, the pool gets smaller and smaller, right? So like when you're a junior and a senior, you're going to start seeing the same people in your classes. So it'll be easier to like make friends with those people.
Yeah. All right, I think we have time for one more. Hello, Pew Pew Bang. Amazing show that me and my partner look forward to every 2 weeks.
Cute.
I'd like to set a bit of context and then ask a question, so bear with me. Sorry if it's too long. I have a coworker that seems to want to hang out outside of work. We've hung out a couple of times in the past when she was in a relationship with her prior boyfriend. She got over a bad relationship with him and has been with this new guy for 2 years now, which I'm happy for her since he seems to be a nice guy. Ever since she's been with him, though, she only wants to hang out whenever he's unavailable. I don't know how I feel about the fact that she only wants to hang out with me when he's busy. Do you guys think this is a friendship worth pursuing? She's a cool person, we get along well enough. I have mixed feelings about a possible friendship where I am put aside every time her boyfriend is available.
This sucks when you have friends that are like this. I've had friends like this. And let's just say when they break up with their boyfriend, all of a sudden they're very free and want to hang, and they're all available all the time. I wish we were almost giving advice to the person in the relationship, because I would be like, stop putting all your eggs in a basket and hang out with your freaking friends. But I don't know, all you can really do is invite them. If they keep saying no, maybe less and less invites until potentially one day you're not really inviting them too much anymore, and you just kind of put your eggs in a different friend's basket, honestly. Because you don't need to just be constantly waiting for them to hang out with you.
Yeah, this is a tough one, because I have been there myself before, just without realizing it. Just, like thinking that my friendships were important, but like in practice, not actually prioritizing them. And it's a bad thing to do, and it's also a bad situation to find yourself in when the relationship is not working so well anymore, because you're like, oh crap, I have not actually been spending that much time with all these people. And like, at least from the reason I stopped doing it was because I was like, oh yeah, this looks and feels terrible to like clearly only be reaching out now that I suddenly have all this quote unquote free time. I don't know if anyone would actually like respond well to that. And I don't think this is the time to do it yet either. I think it would have to come after several, like, oh no, I can't do that, I'm hanging out with my boyfriend kind of rejections. Because, I mean, it's hard to tell from this dynamic how often, this person is, like, inviting them and then them getting rejected. But I don't know. There's a part of me that wishes someone was telling me like, hey, it kind of seems like you are not, you know, like I'm not getting a lot of effort out of you from this. And I think I might have woken up to that a little bit more, but I don't actually know. And I don't know if that would be something that most people are even receptive to.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if like a more neutral way to do it would be saying like, hey, I feel like we haven't like gotten to hang out as much as like, we have in the past or something, and kind of just like drawing attention to that and saying like, I don't know, it depends on how much effort you want to put in and like what your hangouts look like. Like I'm very much like a homebody, and so I don't like do a lot of hangouts, but I try to say yes to like most of them because I also don't want to be like relegated to like, well, I don't want to not get to ever do anything. So I don't know. I guess I don't have the same. It depends on what the vibes are. I think on the hangouts, is this like oh, you want to like get drinks tonight, and they're like, no, I already have plans, or is it like, hey, we're all trying to see this movie, and you're like, I don't know because I have to see if my boyfriend's right. You know what I mean? Like I think it depends on how staggered it is, but I think just again, you don't have to do this necessarily, but doing something like, oh, I'd love for, I miss like hanging out with you. I feel like we haven't had like a lot of like good one-on-one, especially if you want it one-on-one too. Cause like if you don't want their like boyfriend there, you can say like, oh, we haven't had a lot of good one-on-one catch-ups. Like I'd love, to like start, and maybe there's a thing you used to do. Maybe it's like, oh man, I miss like when we used to watch like the show together, or I miss like going to the bar with you or something, like, and trying to get like a frequency in there. Cause I think if they're able to do that, that might make it like okay. But I also do think we've all, we may not all been victim or have been the victimizer of the like getting caught up in your relationship. And I think it can happen a lot too when you, especially coming out of something either dark, or maybe like I've had friends that they didn't have a lot of dating history, and then they kind of maybe are struggling to like balance the two things about being really excited about this person, but then also having these friendships where it feels like, well, my friendship's already established, so I don't have to like work on the relationship as much. I think it's easy to fall into that without knowing. So yeah, just a like, maybe a check-in on how you feel about the relationship and kind of bring that to their attention, because maybe they miss hanging out with you too, and they maybe haven't noticed in a way. Like I struggle to imagine that people that end up doing this are ever malicious with it, but I think it's easy for it to happen and for you to think, well, my friend wouldn't care because they get it. And it's like, maybe they care a little bit, and I think just a gentle reminder could go a long way.
I also think like you don't, in the same way that like they're not putting all of their eggs into your basket, like you don't have to, I think you can be friends with someone without like putting a lot of stock into how well this goes as a friendship, if you're having a good time hanging out and it's a good time when you're together, but you just know that this person is not going to be like a super reliable drop everything for you friend, like I think you just kind of proceed accordingly with that friendship. Maybe you don't have room for friendships that aren't super good, and I think that's totally fine too. If maybe you're just like, it's like, look, I don't have time to talk to every person in the world, so I just want to prioritize the really good ones. But like, I mean, I have some friends that like, I don't think they'd take a bullet for me. I don't think that they're going to be the most reliable person to hit up anytime, but like, I still like them, still have a good time with them, and I don't think they're a bad person. Like, that's just not the relationship we have.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I need to know the age too, because I feel like friendships in my late 20s and my 30s are so different than friendships in my young 20s, where like you need to talk to people every single day. And I'm in my 30s and I'm just like, I like when I talk to you when that happens, and when it's not happening, we're still chill.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think back to like the group chats I had like in college where I'm like, how did I even write this much to a single person? Like we would be talking like nonstop, and I loved it. It was like such a fun time, but like that's not true anymore. I know for some people that is true if they like live on Discord, but like I can't keep up with Discord. So like, I think things shift for a lot of people too. So that's the age and the era is a good point too. Different people want maybe different, like require a frequency to like have the friendship feel like it's healthy and good. And some people were like, no, I mean, I thought it was like fine and that we're just busy. So there might be just kind of like a difference of expectation as well that could play a factor.
Mm-hmm. Little minor tip too is like if it's somebody's kind of flaky / is kind of like that. This is like maybe too micromanaging, but if you just want to try it for the first time to at least get them to hang out with you, to maybe get them to want to hang out with you, do it like a big advancing, like next weekend, do you want to go to dinner at blank? And when they say yes,
They'll be more likely to say yes.
yeah, then they say yes, and then you go, Rezo booked for 7, and then it's like, oh, a Rezo is booked, I can't bail. You know what I mean? It's like, and if they message you and go, I can't come, you're like, oh, right, I'll cancel the Rezo, blah, blah, blah. But at least then it's like they have to have the forethought of something's being scheduled. I've said I would go, that kind of stuff. So maybe that they're more likely to.
I literally am that friend. Like, if you DM me day of, and it's like 3 p.m. and it's like, want to go out? And I'm like, no, like I just made a loaf of bread. It's proofing. And I need to put it in the oven. And also my plans later were to play Infinity Nikki and Rot on YouTube.
Yeah, some people don't
and I can't change that.
Like to have a lot of forethought with their scheduling, which I am definitely one of those people too. I like to know what I'm doing next weekend on Monday.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Like I know what have our hangout next month is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to have our hangout on my Google Calendar if possible.
Same,
but I also I didn't used to be like that, and I really enjoyed life when it wasn't like that, but I think that's one of those like just realities of being an adult is like, there's just, if I have not made plans for the night and it is that night, like I'm probably not pacing around going, boy, I wish I had something to do. Like I'm probably just like chilling, playing video games, and I don't really want to like get up, put on makeup. You know, like that's kind of a whole. I'd rather, and it can be, for me at least, it's like it can be just like the day before, but it can't, day of is tough.
It is.
My day of plans, even if it's not having plans, the plan has been set.
Yeah.
If it's not on my Google Calendar when I wake up, it's not happening.
I'm like, would I have this big free space here that I was going to use to like sit? Like I'm, that Particle app, it's like, cool, things are planned weeks in advance for like big group stuff. I'm like, great. Cool. But that's basically it.
A lot of friendship
I
questions.
think that's our... Yeah. We love friendship. I think that's our episode, ladies. Thank you for... I'm so glad everyone played along today, and we all just wore fun wigs.
Part of me was like, what if they're just joking and they don't actually have wigs, and I'm gonna show up with the wig, and
do you wear wigs?
Gonna have wigs.
Do you wear wigs?
Then you'd just be like the cutest person on the podcast, so it would be fine.
When do you wear wigs?
I was like, what? I know, and then everyone had wigs. Everyone already owned wigs.
My wig's so
but
itchy.
Now I think I'm converted. It's so itchy.
Yeah,
mine is so funny.
I did buy this one. I had a backup one
after this. Mine is like really tight.
I'm scared to take it off my head because I know my head is bleeding from underneath.
Do we take the wigs off on the episode, or are we all too chicken to do that?
Let's do a wig snatch.
Should I take my pigtails off?
What?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna see how head shaped my head
pigtail.
They come
off.
off.
Pigtails.
Shut up.
You have like the coolest wig. That's not fair.
How did you do that? Is it magnets?
Sarah, can you make my wig?
I think they're like claw clips, right?
Oh,
so,
of course. That makes more sense than magnet.
They're so cute.
Magnetic hair.
Dunk.
I need to. My hair is not done underneath. Oh.
And I will be able to hear you guys when I take it off.
That feels so good. My hair's still half wet from the shower I had right before I put my wig on.
This is my like very head-shaped head that I have.
We look like we just finished a play or something. Oh, doesn't that feel good?
That was nice. It's nice to have my hair back, but that is a very cute wig.
Put our
that
hair
I just dropped
down
on the ground, and it's never gonna be usable again.
My head hurts.
Yeah, my head does hurt. The horns are so cute. Keep the horns.
I'm significantly less cute and and I feel like a different person.
You look great.
You're just as cute and just as
I need to get hair extensions.
Don't even worry about it. I know. I need to dye my hair and get bangs. It's a problem. Well, thank you everybody for listening to this episode of Pew Pew Bang. You can find us also on social media. We are on Blue Sky at pewpewbang.bluesky.social. We're on Instagram at pewpewbangpod. You can also follow the MinnMax show on Blue Sky and Instagram and all of those places as well. We post some Pew Pew Bang clips there as well sometimes. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast feed, specifically the Pew Pew Bang podcast feed, and to the YouTube channel, MinnMax YouTube channel, if you guys want to watch and subscribe. And I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to like blurt out all of the look. I have a plane to catch in like 10 minutes here. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. You can support the show.
To Boss Babe, okay? She's gonna get on a plane, open her store.
That's
She's
a boss
gotta
babe.
it up.
I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta get on an airplane, and I am flying Spirit Airlines, so I'm not feeling very boss babe right now. But
no, not Spirit.
maybe
Boss
maybe in the
babe on a
future.
budget.
No crashes.
Yeah, boss babe budget.
Boss babe.
More money for skins.
More money for skins. That's right. Don't forget you can support Pew Pew Bang at patreon.com. Excuse me, patreon.com/MinnMax with 2 N's. And help support the show because that's what allows us to do stupid stuff like wear all these wigs. So share our content, tell a friend, and tell your mom that she's coming to pick us. Wait, not your mom. Someone's mom is picking us up. Probably our own
Your mom
mom.
can pick us up. Probably
Haley,
our
whose mom
mom's
is picking
fine.
us up?
Our dads are
Haley's
picking
mom
us
can pick us
up. We have gay dads this time.
Oh!
Woo! That's why we're so this episode. We have gay dads. That's why.
All right, bye.
Bye.
If you liked this, you can catch more of us on MinnMax's other content like the MinnMax Show podcast, our Unhinged community-voted series, New Show Plus, Deepest Dive game clubs on new and retro games, and a whole lot more. It's all Patreon supported, so if you enjoy the show, please consider checking out those benefits, clicking around to our other shows, or telling a friend about Pew Pew Bang. Thanks a bunch.